so hold on to your geese. But Pantheon is definitely not ready for release. Sometimes we are joined by Vindy. He's wearing a Canadian style bikini, but he grants those heels like a genie. Let him die, and he'll show you Canadian style meaning. And maybe Marks will be here as well. If he doesn't show, I'll send him a tell. Keep watching, and you'll soon adore us. It's Wednesday night, time for the last chorus. It's time for Fast Food Wednesday nights. We'll be sending out all the group invites. Nathan might be run around in tights, and we're sure to full group wipe tonight. Cause it's time for Fast Food Wednesday fun. Playing Pantheon that isn't quite yet done. Playing Pantheon that definitely isn't done. It's early access, so hold on to your geese. But Pantheon is definitely not ready for release. But for the love of God, it's not ready for release. This stream will be starting in just a bit. So while
What's up, guys? We are freaking live. Freaking live. I hope you like that new fast food crew intro that I did. Just for this Wednesday night adventures that we have.
Freaking live.
We're freaking live.
We're freaking
I
live.
love it. We're freaking live, guys.
So we can't even play the game, but we were having such good conversations. I was like, dude, we just need to go live. We're talking too much. And guess what? Not only am I joined here today, my name is Nathan. Hello. Also on the stream with me is Gula Gulo. We got Mr. C.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
We got Dorkachu.
Hey, everybody. Real life woman here, just so you know.
We also got Vendini's here.
I am here wearing my Canadian bikini.
And last but not least, we got Marks.
Hello, hello.
So we have a surprise guest, Steve. No horn. No horn for
In
Steve.
his magic castle.
I think Steve's here. Are you still here, Steve? Oh, maybe Steve's not here.
I actually am here the whole time, it turns out.
Oh, okay. Steve is
I
here.
just wanted, I needed that negative, that boo, you know what I mean? I needed it.
Oh, okay.
Also, we have Dave. Oh, wait, no, never mind. He's
No,
not here.
not Dave. Not Dave.
Oh,
It'd be funny
we need to
if
get
somebody
Dave, too.
randomly popped in now.
That'd be hilarious. God help everyone.
So before we get into conversation here, I did want, we have a little bit of an announcement, so it's kind of good that the servers are down right now. Because we got to, oh, whoops, you guys just seen my secret files. No, I'm just kidding, there's nothing there.
Oh my God, don't look at that.
Don't look at that. Your grandmother will
Don't
blush.
rewind the stream.
You guys saw my granny file there. If you rewind it back, you'll see my hot granny's file over there on the left.
It's not bad.
So, we have a bit of an announcement to make. I just found out last night, and I'm going to let you find out the same way that I found out, which is through song. So, we got a bit of news, and Steve's going to do a reveal after this of something. I don't even know what he's going to reveal. I actually have no idea.
No. This is the reveal.
Oh, this is the reveal. Okay. I thought he was going to reveal.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Everybody's watching the stream. You might want to turn on the audio on the actual stream so you can also hear what's happening here. So Steve sent me this last night at 10:30 p.m. and this is how I found out what you're about to find out. Here we go. It's called, by the way, the title of the song is Not As Much Toilet Paper. Here we go.
I don't have to buy as much toilet paper because women use a lot of toilet paper, you know. I only gotta cook dinner for one. That's half price meals right there, if you ask me. I'm saving some money. My water bill is only half the price now. Cause they take like 15,000 showers, so you gotta pay a lot more water. But I kinda wish I could get a refund. I'd spend a lot of money on her. You told me that you wanted a dog. I did not want the dog. I did not want a dog. No, I did not want no dog. I let you convince me to get a dog that I didn't want. Now you left me. Yep. And I'm stuck with the dog. God dang. Cleaning up its shit. I did not want this. Nope. I got a dog and its name is Jubins. And I cannot get rid of it because my son likes the dog. Because that would not be very good of me. Why did you make me get this dog? I do not want this stupid dog. The dog is getting on my nerves. It's so dumb and inbred. The dog is getting on my nerves. It's dumb, it's inbred. Every time I try to take the dog out, it acts like it has to take a dump. That's right. But then it doesn't, and I'm stuck outside for 30 minutes trying to get the dog to dump. I don't have to buy as much toilet paper. Sure do not. No. I only gotta cook dinner for one. And that's a whole lot cheaper for me, if you know what I'm saying. My water bill is half the price now. Because all that extra laundry too, obviously. But I'm still stuck with this dog. Yeah, I am stuck with the dog, unfortunately. Maybe I could put the dog in the crock pot and make a meal out of it or something. That way, the dog will be with me forever. In a way, you could say.
So what do you guys think about that?
Really tugged at my heartstrings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a minute.
I got a 2.5 minute long ad as soon as this started. I'm still watching the ad.
Oh no.
Well, sorry for your loss, Steve. Although she was probably half shrimp, so you know. It is what it
If she was half shrimp, there wouldn't have been a problem, I don't think.
Maybe she's half toilet paper.
Dude, you know how it is. I'm gonna tell you right now. Women get really offended when you say this to their face. I've learned.
Okay.
A lot do. Maybe not all. But I am sorry. Like, I don't know why they are taking it offensive. Women they use more toilet paper than men. That's just how it is.
Of course they do. It makes sense.
So
it's scientific.
When you live with a woman, you gotta buy way more toilet paper because a lot of them doesn't understand how much more they use. But if you actually mention it to them, let's just say I've had great experiences.
Is that what caused?
What are you trying to say? And I'm like, that you use more toilet paper than I do. That's what.
No, that's not what caused it, though, is it?
no, that's just a little
side.
That's just a little information.
A little observation.
A little free info.
Yeah.
Little observation.
Right.
No, actually, I don't really know what caused it. To be honest with you, it was a weird one.
Okay.
But whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I'm good with it, except for the dog part of it.
So that was her idea.
Did she take Jub?
No.
She stole your Jub?
No,
No, I have Jub. But I didn't want a dog to begin with.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Steve didn't want it.
I mean, Gulo, you need to go back.
But I was like, all right. My kid wanted one really bad, and I'd told him no forever. And I was like, let's just do it. And I was like, I'll have help with it, obviously. Nope. Now I'm stuck raising this dog all on my own.
And it's hard to get rid of the dog because your son likes the dog, right?
I know, and I can't get rid of it because it's terrible to do that to my kid.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be stuck with this dog. I'm trying to train it to be not a piece of shit. So we'll see how it goes.
Except it's inbred, I hear.
Yeah, pretty much all purebred dogs.
It's true. It is true. It's stupid. It's inbred.
Yep. It's like, what do you expect?
Well, I would like to get Dorgatu's opinion on this toilet paper.
Yeah, okay.
Are you there, Dorgatu?
I bet she had to leave to go use toilet paper in some capacity.
Man, she must just be so mad that you even brought that observation to light.
She's so mad she went back to the internet.
She won't say nothing.
She was shocked by the toilet paper accusations. And
She's like, that's not true. That's not true.
I mean, it scientifically makes sense.
That I take a lot of shits? And I'm like, no. It's not what I'm trying to say. Jeez.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just saying that when women go to the bathroom, they use toilet paper every time.
Well, Steve, I do want to warn you of something real quick. So, my wife, it didn't matter till now. I wasn't worried about it until just now. My wife wants to hook you up with this woman, right? Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. It won't work out. I promise. I know you good enough to know that A, you won't like her. B, it makes no sense. That, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? There's no way. It will be a waste of your time.
Yeah, I hear you.
She's A, not your type. I've never seen you date a girl anything like this person. Number two.
So what you're saying is she looks disgusting.
We're not disgusting.
That is what I'm saying. I was trying to be nice, but yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
All right.
So
she's so mad she left.
That is hilarious.
She's gone. We just lost Dork at you. After I just made a whole song about she was a real woman, now she not even talking to prove that I'm telling the truth.
I have a question on Steve's behalf. Does she like dogs? Okay. And would she take this dog off of his hands?
She does already have two dogs. What? She does already have two dogs.
Who?
This woman. Like, he's saying maybe you could do a trade-off. You know, like, date her long enough to, like, get her to take the dog.
Then I'm going to have to, like, do a brainwash job on my kid to make him hate the dog.
Dude, you do this. You'd be like, there was never no dog.
Oh, my God.
What are you talking about? What dog? I never had a dog.
Dude, he would go insane.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. That would definitely not work.
Because he would not believe it for a long time. Because he knows how I am already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would be like, yeah, right, you're doing a joke. Or something like that. But then after, like, as the night went on, he would probably be, like, going nuts. So I can't do that.
Well, Pantheon's...
Oh, look who it is.
If anybody wonders why we're just sitting here looking at a play screen, it's because the servers are down. They've been down for a while. They caught some dupers, apparently, and they're rolling back the servers. They're no duping, baby. They're rolling it back before the patch. And apparently for a little while... Mr. C, what were you telling me before the stream started? What was the other glitch that happened in the game that's hilarious?
So Wizards got new spells, and apparently on the PvE servers, Wizards could just kill other players with this new spell.
What? Wizards can't just do that.
They could. They could for a little while. Of course, everything got rolled back.
This isn't the Wizarding World Online.
So there you go. That's what's going on right now. And the servers are back down. And they're like, hey, if whatever you played earlier today when the servers went live up till when the servers go back up, we're wiping it due to a bunch of dirty old dupers.
I'm back.
Nathan,
Sorry about that.
Do I see you actually use Windows Edge?
I do use Windows. I do use Windows Edge. I do. It's true.
Oh my God, Nathan!
So
I don't even know what it is.
You'll see that I have Chrome here. You'll see that I do have Chrome 2 times actually for some weird reason. But listen, here's what I do. So I have my YouTube account that I use.
One's named the Nathan Chrome.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Chrome is
You
for
see it?
everybody else.
Yeah, there's one with my icon on it, which I'll use if I want to watch my videos, like, and I want it to be my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And then I also have another one that is on Edge, and I use Edge for, like, all my streaming stuff because I've got profiles saved on there specifically to, like, open up things I need for the stream. Does that make sense? So I got my history on Chrome for me, and I've got my history on Edge for the stream. Does that make sense?
And of course, the one you use for streaming is the one that won't let us use stream together.
Yeah, because
it just doesn't work.
I just thought it'd be a bad idea if I was just to open up my Chrome live one day, not thinking about it, and there'd be big boobies or something, you know? I could get banned.
Oh, makes sense.
I broke it up. I broke it up.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. Kinda edgy.
That's not really why, but, you know, I just wanted there to be... Want there to be 2 different ones.
That's actually pretty a valid excuse, though. Like, I'm not using this. This one's for work. This one's for play.
Yeah, play.
Yeah, that's why he's got 2 different Chromes.
Yeah. See, this one actually shows my logo on it. This one doesn't.
See, I'm going to start doing that, too. before like I go live and I accidentally pull up a Google search that's like how to discreetly get rid of a dog.
No, it's fire.
I'm like, oh, I wasn't planning to do anything. I promise. I just was stressed out.
I mean, I could say something terrible at the moment, but I'm just gonna bring up.
We don't want to hear about how much toilet paper you use.
Yeah, I want to hear about that, Dorkity. I want to hear
Okay.
your opinion on that.
I'm sorry, and I'm sorry that she's a bitch, Steve. Okay, let's just.
No, it
I'm
wasn't really
sorry.
that.
Well, you got to be careful. You
Yeah,
gotta-
I don't.
No, you got
I
to be
don't care.
careful. One time, no, listen. One time, Steve broke up with a girl, and I was all like being the bro and being like, "Yeah, dude, screw her. What a b," and all this stuff, right? And then they got back together, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Well-
I said all those horrible things. I was just trying to comfort them. I don't actually care, you know.
No, though, to be honest, though, it really wasn't like a bad negative situation that happened or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Which is, you know,
But still, she duped you into getting a dog.
okay, that part sucks. Sure.
And
yeah.
that's
Yeah, that's
bitchy.
rough. Yeah, that's rough.
I'll,
Okay,
I'll hand
so-
it to you there. I'll hand it to you.
All
there.
right, so that's what I'm going with. That part.
That's
It's
a
like
little rough.
another little life was involved. That didn't
True.
have to be, you know? It's
Yeah,
one of
that's
those,
true. Yeah, a life is hanging in the
So-
balance, you might say.
Right?
Yeah,
So
but you know how it
the-
goes. It's probably still good that I ended up with the dog because the way how things are nowadays, like I hate to bring this up, but it seems like every other day I'm seeing a story in the news about a woman gets arrested for doing something with her dog. So that's one less
Ooh.
dog owned by a woman. So we're good.
Mhm.
I guess
I saved it.
Mm.
You? Okay, so as far as toilet paper usage
I'm
goes,
just kidding,
yes,
guys. Even though that
we
really isn't
absolutely
real.
do use more toilet paper.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Period. We have to.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to.
You know?
You have
And then they
to.
use it for other random little things too. Sometimes.
Yeah,
when
they
they're in
do.
the
Oh,
bathroom.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like when I'm doing my makeup and I'm putting mascara on, I use a little bit of that to get any excess mascara off the brush. Yeah,
Right,
you know.
right. I don't even know what women use cotton balls for. I have no idea. I don't even know. I don't care to know.
Like that wasn't really an issue in this past relationship I was in. I just put that in the song because I thought it's funny. But I have had a lot of people. I think the kind of woman that usually denies that they use more toilet paper than a man would, which is crazy because it's just a fact of life.
Yeah.
Is the kind of person
Yeah.
that's like, I don't go to the bathroom. I don't take dumps. That's not a thing that women do. And you're like, okay, whatever.
That
I mean,
person
there is a
is
trick though. Get a bidet. You know, less toilet paper. There is that.
I'm just gonna start using toilet paper for everything. I'm gonna try to beat them. at
But
it.
but I have news for people who are thinking about getting a bidet. You can't just get a bidet. I did that. You have to also
gotta do it.
install the bidet. See, that's the part I
that's
haven't done.
Oh yeah, of course. Of
That's
course.
the part I didn't do yet.
Not bad though. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I just haven't done it.
Yeah, I'm like
Okay,
you.
I'll
I
come
wouldn't
over and
have
I'll
done
do
yet
it.
either.
Please let me do the honeydew work.
I've got other priorities, you know? Like I can install a bidet or I can go live and play Pantheon.
Exactly, and
Or
I'll
not
tell you what,
play
right now.
Nathan has a
In
big
the
pile
back.
of things he's not done yet.
You know what, Nathan?
Dorkatrue, why are you trying to deprive the world of Nathan Napalm? You just keep your cockamamie
Nope.
ideas to yourself.
No. I have an amazing cockamamie idea right now. Why don't we follow Nathan into the bathroom while he installs a bidet?
Oh, I could
whoa, whoa, whoa.
install the bidet live.
Yes.
Oh, we
live.
should.
And we can hear all your
Oh,
frustrations.
that'll be
It'll
great
be
content.
amazing content.
So my camera won't reach that far. However,
Well,
we could do
damn.
we could do a very special stream just for bidet installation. We could do that. We could
I like where
arrange
you're
that.
going with
I'd have
this.
to go live with
Streaming
my
bidet.
phone or something.
Very
You
good.
know?
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
'Cause
Maybe
if I-
cringe pony it up.
Oh, true.
Hey, Plumber John 21 here. What you're doing in those fasteners is fucking stupid. Don't
It'd be
do that.
hilarious if it attracted a bunch of people like that.
And then they started watching Cringe Pony. They're like, I'm just here for the plumbing.
But I do enjoy a good poop joke. I won't lie.
It's funny.
I'm into plumbing. That's why I like Cringe
God.
Pony. I should do a tutorial. I should do tutorials, but they suck. They're really bad. They're awful.
Oh my god, you should. That'd be amazing.
Like,
I mean, didn't Steve do that with games? He'd be like, all right, here's what you need to know about this
Yes,
game. And he'd be like, walk forward.
look,
very
here's how you
slowly.
jump. Here's how you jump. This button right here. That'd be the whole tutorial.
I see just Nathan doing like a how to use his bidet thing, and it's just his face, and he's showing the controller, and he's like, "Here's what this one does," and then he turns it on and just makes a face. As
I
if it's
want
not-
to. I want to do a tutorial that's like real. Like I don't know if everybody in my audience is like this. I know Steve is like this. I know probably a lot of you are. We don't use the real tools. We use other things. Like we use a butter knife sometimes as a screwdriver. You know, I want to do like that, where we just use random things in the house as a tool that don't make sense.
That is called redneck engineering.
Yeah,
and it is the best.
Dude,
that's all I can say.
Here's what you do for your stream.
I'm not acting like that's the only way to do it, though. You know what I mean? Like that's the tool you're supposed to use.
Do the stream where you're putting the bidet in, and put a link in the chat that is to the directions, and get the chat to help you with the directions.
Yeah, I can just put up so they can read it. I can't see it. It's just up in chat.
They're in the chat like, no, you have to put that screw on.
That is a good idea, dude. I put the directions up where they can see it, but I can't. Yeah. And they have to tell me what to do. That's a great idea.
This is keep talking and no one exposes themselves. They keep shitting and nobody poops themselves.
Yeah.
The toilets in Japan made me into a believer. Yeah, they have some pretty advanced toilets in Japan. I look at some of their toilets and I'm like, I wouldn't even know what to do with that. I don't even know what that is.
Japan has some crazy. They have sinks on the top of the back of the toilet.
Yeah, what's up with that?
When you wash your hands, it fills up the water in the back of the toilet. So the water when you wash your hand isn't just wasted. It fills up the toilet and you're flushing your poop with the water that you washed your hands last time.
Yeah, and the best part about it is while you're taking a whiz, you can just rest your hands in the water.
I'm sorry, Gula. I was thinking of backwards of what you were actually saying. Yeah,
no. So
yeah, why not?
When you wash your hands, it's filling up the back of the toilet.
Right, that makes sense.
Wash your hands after you use it anyways.
California doesn't already have it.
That makes sense. Yeah. You're wasting less water, and who cares? Who cares? Who cares that the water's dirty? You're pooping in it.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
You're pooping in it. You know, it's kind of like that old adage where it's like, shit
where you whatever.
No, it's where it's like, hey, I like this salad, right? I like salad, but if somebody drops a turd in it, okay, I don't like the salad. You can't just take the turd out and then I'll eat the salad because the turd's not there anymore. There used to be a turd in the salad.
It tainted the salad.
It tainted it. I don't want the salad at all now. You know? I use that all the time to explain things when people are like, why? They'll be like, why won't you, do whatever it is, and it's because it's tainted. I don't like to mess with things that are tainted. Okay.
What about the
taint? For chili.
You mess with the taint?
Like here's a good example. There was a guy, okay, and I had to let him go because he was looking at porn at work. Okay,
I would love him too.
Had to fire him because of that, right? And then he wanted to shake my hand because there was no problems, and I was like, dude, I'm not shaking your hand. Well, he called HR and was like, he wouldn't even shake my hand when he fired me. And it's like, well, but his hand was tainted. I couldn't shake his hand. It was tainted.
I mean, in all fairness, you shake anybody else's hand, you're getting it too.
I mean, but at least you don't know for sure, though. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you can pretend like they probably washed their hands after. You know?
Well, I mean, like it's Schrodinger's jerk-off hand. You don't know.
See, this one I did know, though. It changes things when you know for a fact, right?
But also, you didn't know when was the last time. It could have been that day. It could have been the last time.
No, I walked in on him, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, and you want to shake your hand afterwards? Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I'm not shaking his hand. That's crazy.
Was it oil change related porn?
No, it was not. It was. I don't think so.
Just wondered.
I didn't really investigate, so I don't really know. To be fair,
we've got to set up this pan real nice.
Oh, stripped right in there, baby.
Oh, we're gonna strip this one real good. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna strip this one. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta turn on my light. It's getting real dark in here. I forgot to turn on my light. I'll be right back.
Look at all the people in Twitch.
Oh, you're scrolling on YouTube. What do you see? It's Nathan Napalm bringing laughs for free.
How many? It's quite a few.
There's 12. There was 13.
Oh well, that's not quite a few. That's a dozen.
Hey, that's a bit. That's good for Twitch.
No new announcements, like they're not even saying.
There's
like
31 people watching.
There's a new patch.
Right now, so eat a dick.
How many on YouTube?
31.
Yeah, 31. Yeah. I wish I was playing a
This
wizard.
is now a competition.
Oh my gosh, the wizards were AoEing their friends even in groups. They're trying to group and they were killing their friends.
Dude, I don't trust wizards in this game no more.
Dude, I know. You gotta be careful with those wizards, those drac people.
We know
dude.
about them now.
Yeah, those Dracs.
Those dracs will get you, dude. I don't play with that. Dude, that's the best. That's one of the better glitches, unintended bugs in a long time. Like wizards unintentionally were able to kill people. That's pretty funny. You gotta admit.
I just hope it happens to enchanters in the future. I hope when they add charm that I can charm other players for a while.
Oh no.
Hey, Nathan.
Yeah.
Does this ever happen to you?
Okay.
Where people that watch your channel will be like, oh my god, dude, you're just like Markiplier. It's awesome.
No.
Markiplier.
I've never been compared to him.
Dude, people do that to me all the time.
Aquaman.
People always are telling me that.
Huh.
I don't see it.
I wonder why.
I don't know. I just thought maybe people just said
What's
that all the time.
What's that one senator from Louisiana? I think he's a senator anyway. A Graham, something Graham. Somebody help me out. He's always on.
He's hilarious.
He's funny.
Teddy
He's-
Graham.
I mean, like unintentionally hilarious.
I don't. It's hard to tell if he's been intentional or not sometimes.
Do they
It's
still
not
make
that-
Eddie Grahams?
What's that one guy's name?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of Senator John Kennedy.
Apparently, if you want Dunkaroos, you take Teddy Grahams and you dunk them in frosting, and then you live
Of
5
course you
years
do.
less.
Oh, I used to love
No,
that.
you
You know,
live
it
5
might
years
be worth it,
more.
though.
He's from Louisiana. Come on, Senator
Oh, I can't think what his
From-
name is.
Is it
All I can
Kennedy?
think about
He's fucking hilarious.
All I can think about is the Kennedy guy that's like, call a crackhead.
Oh, that is him. It is Kennedy. That is him. So John
funny.
Kennedy.
Oh
So
Yeah, John
I get
Kennedy.
compared to him all the time, dude. All the time. People be like, they'll be like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I'm choking to death over here because of that.
What's his name again? I just forgot it again. What Kennedy?
Senator
John
John
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
John Kennedy.
They
Yes. They'll say that. They'll be like,
They just put up patch notes, so maybe that's a sign that it's coming soon.
oh, hopefully. Yeah, people
Oh my
say
God,
that. They'll be like, I didn't know
right now.
Senator Kennedy was making gaming videos now. That's cool.
I mean, when you're a little angry, I can hear it.
Oh, and Lindsey Graham, I've gotten compared to also. That was the person I was actually thinking about. I've also been compared to Lindsey Graham. People say that about me too.
What?
I don't know
Is
why.
it the accent?
It might be the
Maybe it's
accent.
the accent.
It's got to be people who have never been around people with the accent because I don't have.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's
I don't-
not. Yours is not that level.
Mine's not that bad. Like when I go around my family, they got it. They got the accent, you know. And they're always telling me like, "Oh, you think you don't have the accent anymore? You went got fancy up in Wisconsin." No, they don't really say that to me, but you know, yeah, Lindsey Graham. That's who I was trying to think of. People think I'm Lindsey Graham.
It's more of a Billy Graham, in my opinion.
Billy Graham. Oh man. So okay, see, Twitch is agreeing. He says, "Yeah, I can see where people are getting the Senator Kennedy reference, but I can't see the Lindsey Graham." Yeah, it's got to be the accent. It's people that haven't been in the South very much, and they just hear the Southern accent, and it just reminds them of
They're like,
whoever.
holy crap. Dude, when I remember the first time I went to Montana when I was a kid, and I've never had a southern, what I think to be a really southern accent anyway. When I went up there and people like I met up there were saying stuff to me like, "Oh my god, hilarious!" They're like, "Say maters." They would be
gotten
telling
that.
me to say
great.
things
I've
that
gotten
like
that.
are stereotypical.
Yeah, I've
Like,
gotten
wow,
that.
guys. I don't even.
But I've gotten it to where they'll like hold up a tomato and be like, "What do you call this?" I'm like, "A tomato."
Yeah, me too.
And they're like, "Oh, come on, you're no fun. That's not what you call it. Come on."
Yeah, like you're on purpose in front of them, pretending like you really can say it.
It's like, dude, I know what you're trying to get me saying. We do not call them that. I don't even know anybody that calls it that. Unless they're joking.
I know when I was in Wyoming, people would try to get me to say my accent, say things that have an R at the end of them.
Why?
Like Gulo does. Gulo picks on my
Wait,
accent.
say
Sometimes
something. Can you do it real quick, just for reference? Just for reference.
Do not say the N word this time, by
I can do that. No promises. No promises.
She won't do it on demand, but if she gets like angry or really like passionate about something, like certain things will just come out, and I make fun of her all the time about it.
He loves it. He thinks it's super hot. That's why he can't get enough of his main girl. Mhm.
We don't know
Say
when the servers are
darkness.
coming back, unfortunately. Yeah, let's hear darkness.
Okay, so you want me to say it like I did that one time? Okay. Darkness.
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 Oh my gosh, that's like being in a Stephen King movie all of a sudden.
No, those assholes do not do the main accent justice, damn it. Every time I hear it, I'm like, no. You need real fucking manners to say park the car. No, none of this. Park the car.
It sounds
Not
cool
from
though.
Massachusetts.
What about A up or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they really
Yeah,
say that a
yeah.
lot?
Oh yeah. My
What's that
aunt used
mean?
to say that all the time.
I think it means
On the
yes,
coast.
right?
I don't know that one. What does
It's
it
like
mean?
Yeah.
in agreement, I think is what it means.
It's like yeah. It's like saying I. That's where
Oh my
it came
gosh,
from.
the Hawaiians have a version of that. That they
Really?
do.
Really? How's it go?
Yeah. Like it's they in Hawaii when I lived there, I picked all this stuff, but they go hoya,
Oh, I like that.
and they use it for the
Oh.
exact same kind of thing. Hoya.
Interesting. Maybe it's coastal places. I don't know.
Something about the
I have
ocean.
no idea.
Something about the ocean makes you want to do a
Something
little,
about the ocean.
a little kind of stuff. Oh, that's what they
that's why
do.
pirates said yo ho, I bet.
That's why they do. That's what they do in the South. They're not, always near the ocean, and they do more like a laugh, like hoyo, hoyo. You know what I mean?
I'm like,
No
Goofy.
way.
Oh yeah, gosh.
I do say golly if I'm pissed. That's the first thing I say if I am pissed. I'll be like,
Golly.
I'll be golly. That's how I say it every
Golly,
time.
willy curves.
That's the
think
first
it's
thing I
okay.
say when I'm getting pissed.
yep.
Actually, the first thing I say when I'm getting mad is I tell you that I'm getting mad.
I'm getting mad.
I'm like, I'm getting mad. I'm getting
See, I
upset.
just do it.
Nathan
That's
doesn't
you,
like
though.
this.
Like
That's what I
George
do.
Costanza style.
Over 9,000.
Yes.
I try to
Turns
give
into
a.
George Costanza, man.
I want everybody to know that I'm getting mad. That way, I'm hoping somebody will cool me down. I'm hoping somebody will be like, it's not that bad, dude. It's gonna be okay. But then nobody ever does. They want to see me
I
explode.
bet you
Everybody.
if they said that, they'd be like, hey, listen, it's not that. It's not okay. Fuck you.
When Nathan said, I hope somebody cools me down, I just imagine somebody throwing a bucket of water at him. when he's
Yes,
saying-
I picture Winter like hosing him down.
Winter
I
can
picture-
count it down. She'll literally I'll be in another room and she'll literally with the kids be like 3, 2.
I picture someone handing
One.
you a popsicle. Is what I picture.
God, yes, having him, do his interpretive art with the great popsicle.
A popsicle
Mhm.
just comes in frame to cool me down. I'm like, no,
You
that does
see
not
sucks on it like a baby pacifier.
happen. Does not happen.
I wanna see it.
Scandinavian, the quick inhale meaning yes. In Scandinavia, they do like a quick inhale, which means like what, like that. That means yes. They're like to us that means surprise and shock.
Yeah, if they did that to me, I'd be like, oh god, I'd be apologizing all the time. Like, I didn't mean to.
Offend you, unless it said something truly offensive to
Right.
your culture.
Oh dear.
They shut down the servers because of the dupe. Nice, sucks, but I don't want other servers ending like Black Moon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they made the right call. We were talking about that. Like, they're rolling it back, so anybody who dupe gets nothing. I still think they should ban some MFers, but rollback is good too. That is Steve Mugen. He's back. And guess what? He's going to be back probably more often now. I don't...
Yeah, probably.
I want to say fortunately, but, I don't know
No,
if that's
it's
fair.
fortunate.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
For us, it's fortunate.
Maybe for me it is too.
Maybe it is. It probably is. You know what I'm saying?
No,
probably
it definitely
I'm
is.
so
Less
old
toilet paper.
now that stuff like that it just doesn't affect me. in the
Yeah.
way, like when I was young.
Well, may I ask, how old?
I'm
How
just
old
like,
is she?
oh well. Huh?
How old is she?
Who?
That now ex.
Oh, I forgot already.
Nice.
Probably about 30.
As a man, you have to forget a woman's age because you don't want to know it.
30?
You know what I mean? You don't
No
want to.
wonder she's a baby. She's a baby. She
I got a
doesn't.
question for you, Steve. Does this mean that Daryl can move back in?
Oh,
Oh yes,
true.
please bring Daryl back.
I forgot Daryl had to move out. Right. D&D Daryl.
You know, I seen that guy the other day.
D&D Daryl.
Did
boy.
you?
He
How's
was
his
driving
acting
down
going?
I didn't get to talk to him. I just saw him in passing because he drove past me in a convertible Camaro.
Oh, dang.
Whoa.
Dude, it must be that new acting career he got. Remember?
Oh, maybe it is, man.
I bet he can afford one.
It's the new acting career. He's been working for what network was it? NBC, I think. right?
Yeah, I think it was actually.
Jesus, I forgot about
Yeah, they were working on a hot shit com, remember?
Yeah, he was on that shitcom, and it did pretty good, even though they did not renew it for season 2 yet. Still waiting.
I hope they do.
I hope they do too. Who's running the drive-through buffet? Chad is asking.
Well, I was gonna say Jub could live
Darmo
there.
shut
I mean,
that down.
Oh yeah, we haven't got.
Freaking Daimlo.
we haven't got the
Worst
update.
mayor
We never
ever.
even got to get a drive-through buffet because Daimler shut it down before it could even happen.
Hopefully, you guys get the update on all the stuff that's been happening in Crunch Pony since in Perv City since Daimlos took over. We'll hopefully get an update next month.
I think Daimos has just been playing wheelchair basketball this whole time, even
I
though
bet
nobody
he
has
has.
an
You're
app.
not wrong. Oh, Alex missed your song, Steve.
Oh, he must have.
Yeah. Should I play it again? What do you think, chat? Do you want to hear it again? Do you want to hear
I
the
want to hear it
announcement?
the first time.
All right, I'm going to play it again. Goodlow didn't get to hear it either. Let me find it here. This was how I found out of Steve's news last night. He sent me this. It's called Not As Much Toilet Paper. Here we go.
I don't have to buy as much toilet paper because women use a lot of toilet paper, you know. I only gotta cook dinner for one. That's half-price meals right there if you ask me. I'm saving some money. My water bill is only half the price now. Because they take like 15,000 showers, so you gotta pay a lot more water. But I kinda wish I could get a refund. I'd spend a lot of money on her. You told me that you wanted a dog. Didn't know.
Oh, whoops, I was muted. Guys, I had to
the
stop
sound went out.
Yeah,
You killed it.
I stopped it. Sorry, I was muted. I was trying to explain why. Guys, I stopped the song for a good reason. I had a good idea. I'm going to pull up a random music video by Steve, and I'm going to play it with the song and see if it just happens to go in sync with it. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
I think it
Sounds
will.
should play Perv City behind with the puppet.
Ooh. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, actually. That might actually make sense.
A video
sometimes.
definitely needs to be made for this, though.
No, I think I have a feeling about this one song. I like that idea, but I have a good feeling about this particular video that it might match up perfectly to the music. All right, give me a second, guys. Let me get it over here. I'm going to mute the video, but I'm going to let everybody watch the video while I play this new song. All right, here we go. Let me get this song ready.
Like my own Dark Side of the Moon thing going on.
Yeah, well, Dark Side of the Moon. Let's see if it works. Here we go.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't have to buy as much toilet paper because women use a lot of toilet paper, you know. I only gotta cook dinner for one. That's half-price meals right there if you ask me. I'm saving some money. My water bill is only half the price now. Because they take like 15,000 showers, so you gotta pay a lot more water. But I kinda wish I could get a refund. I'd spend a lot of money on her. You told me that you wanted a dog. Did not want the dog. I
It kinda works.
want a dog. No, I did not.
That's how happy is he all the money he's saving.
To get a dog.
He's very happy.
Now you left me. And I'm stuck with the dog. Dang. Cleaning up its shit. I did not want this. Nope. I got a dog and its name is Judd.
Servers are up.
Jubins. And I cannot get rid of it because my son likes the dog. Because that would not be very good of me. Why did you make me get this dog? I do not want this stupid dog.
Which
Dog
what are we?
is
Which chart are we
getting
going?
on my nerves. It's so dumb and inbred. The dog is getting on my nerves. It's dumb. It's inbred. Every time I try to take the dog out, it acts like it has to take a dump. That's right. But then it doesn't, and I'm stuck outside for 30 minutes trying to get the dog to dump. I don't have to buy as much toilet paper. Sure do not. No, no, no. I only gotta cook dinner for one. And that's a whole lot cheaper for me, if you know what I'm saying. My water bill is half the price now.
I'm
Because all
going
that
to, yeah.
extra laundry too, obviously. But I'm still stuck
looking too.
with this dog. Yeah, I am stuck with the dog, unfortunately. Maybe I could put the dog in the crock pot. and make a meal out of it or something. That way, the dog will be with me forever, in a way.
So sad.
I could say.
Dude, that worked kind of good, I gotta say. I was impressed.
Yeah, it worked
That
all
was
right.
pretty
It
good.
worked all right.
That was great.
He did.
Yeah, great song.
You're
Fantastic.
You would like pop up at the right moment, even though your mouth wasn't moving to the actual words. It somehow worked.
It was like a Japanese, like a kung fu movie, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was dubbed.
Like it was
a
dubbed.
dub.
It was a
definitely
dub.
dubbed. Yes.
I had a feeling that would work. You guys said the servers are up? I'm not seeing them.
That's
They're
what
up.
people are saying.
Oh
You
man.
might have to like exit and reboot it or something.
There was a small patch, so you might have to back out. and
Oh, there's a
redo it.
new small patch.
Yeah, there's a little patch. It's uncompressing.
Oh boy, I gotta do the compression work.
Uh-oh. This one's getting nasty.
All right, boys. I think it's working. My Pantheon's freaking out on me now. It doesn't like it.
You probably should take the trash out.
Mm.
You know? Take the trash in time.
Steve has an ex-girlfriend. Impossible. Oh, well, it turns out that Steve Clover's in chat, so Steve Clover got to saw that production we just did. Thanks, Steve. We are going to we're going to give it a second because I'm still logged in. I just need it to know that I'm not logged in, and then I'll log in. What's up,
What's
Steve
up,
Clover?
Steve Clover? We love you, man. Keep
We
up
sure
the good
do.
work.
Yep, keep working
Whoa,
hard, bro.
Spell prices have come way down. Wow, impressive.
Thank you so much, Steve Clover.
And by the way, when we're saying Steve earlier, we weren't talking about you.
Thanks, you, Clover.
I just realized that I was said Steve has an ex-girlfriend. Impossible, and I was not. I was talking about this Steve that's on the stream with me. I would never insult the great Steve
Yes.
Clover.
Thank you, Steve Clover. You're a man of honor and integrity.
It's true. All right, let's see if I'm logged out now.
Ooh.
Not yet. Not yet. I moved too quick, dude. I moved too quick.
Dude, that is too legit to quit right there.
What's up, Lucas? We're getting logged in. The servers just went live.
Big Luke in
We've
the
been
house.
tomfoolering around this whole time.
You might even say we were having a good time.
Having
You
a
could
good
say that.
time. You know it.
All right, I'm trying it again.
It does sound fun. I'm not gonna lie.
It's working. Here we go. Now we're patching.
Yeah, the keep market is out of control right now. That you can thank Daimless for that.
Hey, that's who the people voted for. That's what
Yeah,
that's
because
what
not,
they voted for.
Not this one.
I mean, so those
I hate to
tariffs.
say this, you
so those
guys.
tariffs on Keat meat.
there is. He placed a tariff on keep meat, a 200% tariff on all Keats.
Dang.
To be fair, I may have voted for Quitler. Just saying. I know that's shocking.
Look, I actually, even though I was running, I personally did vote for Quitler myself.
See? Okay. We all have impeccable
I
taste.
wanted Quitler to win.
I wasn't allowed to vote, but my wife, I will tell everybody, she did vote for Steve.
For your support.
So,
Well, I mean, Steve had my first vote, but then Quitler showed up, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to vote for this guy.
if you want to hear
you know.
something wild, my wife was logging into one of our kids' accounts to also vote for Steve, in which he would have won the race, but she ran out of time. She didn't get it open fast enough.
See, I should have logged my daughter's account on and did the same damn thing.
You know what, guys? It's kind of ironic, actually, that Daimlos won and became the new mayor of Perv City. And as soon as that happened, we never got another cringe pony again.
Unrelated.
Or is it? Dun, dun,
I don't
dun.
know. I don't know if it's not related.
Grando
not
Reaper says
Nathan's fault. It's
Daimlos,
fault.
obviously. I never trust people that enjoy Long John Silver's chicken. Especially as
Or
their favorite
hardwood
chicken.
carpet.
Like, how could you say that Long John Silver's chicken is your favorite fast food chicken? That is
It
crazy.
is a little odd.
That's like somebody not liking Baldur's Gate 3 graphics.
Yeah. I would say it's worse than that. Because, you could be like, I don't like the art style. Okay, that's fair. But how could you
That would be different
seriously...
if you don't like the art style?
But how could you seriously eat delicious, like, perfectly cooked and greasy and just the best flavors known to mankind that is Popeyes, and then eat Long John Silver's and be like, yeah, this is better? That don't make no sense. That's impossible.
The man also won't play video games. He'd rather watch golf. I'm just saying.
He skipped out on Monsters and Memories to watch the Masters. Did you know that,
He's
Steve?
he's got some
The
questionable.
Masters.
To be fair,
I had to Google
No,
it too.
no, no,
wasn't-
no.
he wasn't like just
What's the
watching
Masters?
I had to
it. He was
Google it too,
watching
Steve.
it with a bunch of friends and getting
That
high
makes it
with
even
them.
worse.
The Masters
Yeah, the golf.
That's like wasting weed.
of golf?
Of golf.
Right.
I'm not joking.
Yes.
Oh, the
can
Masters,
find-
like that.
I was
didn't-
watching
it didn't
more
just- I just didn't
interesting
even
things.
think golf didn't even occur to me.
I thought it might be like an
I was watching
opera.
more interesting things, waiting for people.
I'm thinking
to
like, is
join
there a band called
Discord.
the Masters that I don't know about?
I saw this new trend: people posting AI videos of bearded babies fighting roosters.
Ooh.
I saw that too.
I'd watch that over the Masters.
That's kind of interesting. But I would still
It's
rather...
way more entertaining than golf.
I would rather play an MMO than watch bearded children fight roosters, though, to be
Same.
honest.
Yeah, but you can do
But-
both.
Oh, that's true. Side
That's
monitor
true.
content. You're right. Just like we are.
Yeah, would you rather play an MMO on your side monitor? You've got the Masters, or you play an MMO on your side monitor? You've got bearded babies fighting roosters.
Steve Clover, the master of all that is, could you please explain to me why my applying deltas takes forever? Do you have any idea? It was only 30-some megabytes, but as you can see, I always am waiting for applying the deltas, man. It takes forever, every time. Is my hard drive broke? Do I just need to get a new hard drive? I'm thinking my hard drive is broke. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe you're
Deltas.
broken, Nathan.
I am broken.
Have you ever flew with fly? Have you ever? Oh my
You-
gosh, I can't talk.
Are you having a stroke? Do you smell toast?
Do you smell what?
Toast?
Toast.
Oh, is that supposed to be a sign?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
smell burnt
Supposedly.
toast.
No, yeah, that's what they say.
Dude, I just could have sworn I just smelled Daimlos, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. It smells like somebody in here has been flying Delta Airlines, if you know what I mean.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, if Oblivion Remake really does drop, by the way, Grando Reaper, drop all my plans. I already told my whole family. If Oblivion Remake really does drop, I'm streaming it. I'm making content. Here we go, baby. Here
I've
we
seen
go.
some crazy rumors like it's dropping next week or something.
Dude,
and
did
I'm
you
like,
s-
that's not real.
No, dude,
They
did
would-
you see what
would've
they
typed it
did?
up or
No, dude, it was some dude
What?
went to the website who supposedly, according to all these leaks, there's been a ton of leaks, right?
Yeah. Well, the leaks are real too. Like
Yeah.
the screenshots and the trailer and everything are real.
They
but the
found it-
release date-
You know that thing you accidentally do on a web page and it pulls up that annoying thing that looks like a bunch of code and you're always like, oh, dang it, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, like the HTML stuff.
Yeah, that's how they
Yep.
found the screenshots and whatever the heck that's called. And they were just like hidden, you know what I mean? And they just were able to uncover them through advanced hacking techniques. Obviously, it's not that complicated. I'm joking, but that is what they did, and they found those screenshots on the website with the release. No, it didn't have the release date. There was text for the release date of it.
I'm seeing people saying, yeah, that's what I think.
The
text-
21st?
They put, yeah, it's like the 21st or the 26th or something.
But
and it's
why?
like-
So here's what I think. I have a theory. If it's real, okay, because this is a really dumb move. Why wouldn't you announce it, build some hype? I have a theory. This is the new style of advertisement, dude. Leaks are so huge that they put the information out there, let it leak, let
I think
YouTubers.
you're 100% right.
This is the new style of advertisement, dude. This is the first. So this, you got to remember, and it makes sense for Oblivion, dude. This is crazy. This is a deep rabbit hole. What was Oblivion known for? Does anybody know? It started a trend that is freaking awful now. Does anybody know what it did?
Horse armor.
Horse
DLC.
It started paying,
the DLCs,
paying for dumb crap to get in your game, right? Horse armor.
Yeah.
Why
Do you see
shouldn't?
what the
why
collector's edition and digital deluxe and stuff come with? It comes
because of the horse armor. Yeah, but why shouldn't, since they're the ones that started that trend with Oblivion, why shouldn't Oblivion Remake be the first one to start this new advertising style of leaking it and letting people figure it out on their own? It's genius.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that might be what's happening.
I'm not saying it's not genius, and I think it could work crazy good if they did it, but it's I just don't feel like it's real. I feel like it's probably later this year. I feel like it's probably like October, November.
You know, I think, Nathan, I think this is a new Coke situation where they blundered, but people think they're geniuses because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
And I've said if I was dropping an MMO, I would do something kind of like this, but I would still hype it. I would come out like a month before the release.
I would
and just be like, this, like, I would stay dead silent. I would have NDAs, all that kind of stuff, and just keep it under the rug. But see, that's the problem. You can't take crowdfunding if you're going to do that. And then come out a month before and be like, this game is coming at the end of the month. Or you do one of those things that they've done a couple times where you just go to like PAX or you go to E3 or one of these big events and you wait for the weekend and you go, okay, open beta is today.
Yeah, that'd
We're
be wild.
releasing at the end of the month.
Yeah,
Come check it out right now.
That'd be wild. But what's weird about the Shadow Drop on this particular case is there's no event coming up, right? Like
no, there's not.
They're
no
literally gonna shadow.
And
if
they're
it's
releasing
true
on every PC and PlayStation and Xbox, and it's coming day one on Game Pass.
Yeah,
they would want to promote that.
You would think so, unless this is the new style of marketing, which is kind of cool. I kind of like it.
I think you're right, dude.
Because why not?
I mean, because it helps build hype.
It's going to sell no matter what they do.
It's people who want it to happen a feeling of gratification whenever it's like
that is
confirmed
true.
that
It is
real.
going to sell no matter what.
And it's going to sell no matter how they release it. They could literally just be like, guys, it's available.
And it's kind of the perfect storm game to do something like that with, where it's like, it's already got the people who are going to buy it on all consoles, on PC.
Yep. A Game Pass.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, that if they do that, it's going to totally screw like a game like Clair Obscur.
Oh, yeah. Well, for most people, I'll still play the crap out of Expedition 33. I will 100% still play.
Yeah, but they would be at the same time. If
Oblivion they'll be on top of each other.
21st and Claire comes on the 24th, what are you streaming?
I'm going to be playing Oblivion. No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, see, that's my.
I have to.
Nobody's
actually
going to be wearing Jordache jeans. Tell you that right
You just
now.
brought me back to the 80s.
That's a fact. That is a fact. No matter what happens, Oblivion or not, Steve's point remains.
Man, your Delta must be huge.
Dude, look, I'm telling you something wrong with my hard drive. Now it's extracting forever. Everything takes forever on this hard drive. It's not my main hard drive. It's a it's an internal extra hard drive I added that's freaking is it a
solid state?
Yeah, it's solid state. And it sucks.
You and sell you like an HDD as a solid state?
No, it was a nice brand. I don't remember now, but chat was chat was like, you need a solid state drive, and they and literally a guy in chat was like, here, super chat, all the money it costs for one, go buy one. And then chat all worked together and was like, this is the best one. I looked it up, had great reviews, and I bought it. And guess what? It sucks. What's wrong with this thing? What's wrong with this thing?
That's what you get for listening to Twitch chat.
No,
Get it off Temu? Was it a Temu?
No, it's not off Temu. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. I was like, go on Temu for $5. This thing sucks.
I bought it from Temu. Oh wait, I got it out of the packaging and it already broke.
The days of Temu are over, guys. You guys realize that, right?
Yeah. Good thing I never used it.
I didn't either. My wife used it a couple times though for random weird stuff.
My friend that I used to work with, she bought so much stuff on Wish, which is Temu. You know, I mean, really, it's the same damn thing.
Sure, yeah.
But
Nathan, I'm going to start something right now. I am going to open my launcher on my streaming PC right now and see if it goes faster than yours.
I bet it will. The slowest link in your PCI bus chain is going to bottleneck it. Whatever you just said, just let me play is probably what's happening, but I'm too dumb to understand how to fix that.
Listen, you gotta connect the wires to the number wang mainframe.
Number wang.
Number wang.
The number wang. That means one. Think about it. How
throwback.
many am I holding up, and it's just a wang? That would be one.
And then a number puss, that's a 0.
Yeah.
A number puss. What?
It's a 0.
What am I hearing?
It's a 0.
No, listen, Virtue. I know you got a woman brain. You can't understand technology. It's very complicated.
Yeah,
Trust
and
me.
that's why coder is coding zeros and ones. It's all wangs and pussies.
Oh my gosh, we just unraveled the universe today. The universe makes sense.
By the way, I had to force my daughter to watch that video, that
Which-
short that you made, Mr. C.
Which one?
It's the one I
Yeah.
posted, right, in your Discord.
Yeah. And she literally lost her shit when she heard, "My name's Dorkachu, and I love wieners." And she's like, she watched it about 1,000,000 times and said that was her favorite part.
Somebody
So, way to go, Mr.
timestamped
C.
it, by the way, on the original stream.
And then she's like, "Mom, it's true. You love wieners."
So if anybody like Mr. C has a short, and also on the original stream in the comments, somebody posted the link, so you can go straight to it, which I appreciate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Recently, like in the past couple of days, somebody was like, "Here it is."
The real question is, could your daughter tell the difference between the imposter and you in that clip?
I bet it was hard.
Yes. Oh no, you know what the little shit said? She's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's spot on. That sounds just like you."
See?
Like,
See? You don't know.
It was a pretty good impression.
Yeah,
I'm like, "You're one
was.
of them."
It was
and
confusing.
Dorkachu loves wieners for sure.
What server? We're on
I like
Stormona.
a wiener.
My Stormona. That's how you remember it, because of the song. It saved the server. That's how we got to keep our server when they did the server merges. Is because of the
Come
song.
on, little hungry one, log into a little of my Stormona.
You see?
Oh, I thought it was Hungry Bum. All this time, I thought it was Hungry Bum.
Well, maybe it is. I don't know.
Steve just made that up, so maybe it is. What level are we? I don't know. 19? Did we make it 18, 19?
18, 19?
Yeah.
I think we're right
Maybe
around there.
17s for some of us, but yeah.
As soon as I get done extracting, guys. I can't believe they put extraction back in Pantheon after all that. Look at this.
You poor man. Only for
believe
you.
Can't
Only
believe
for the
it.
napalm.
I can't believe they did it.
Like I've said, when I go full heal, I'll release the 247 footage.
One day I'm going to dig out my dusty old hard drive out of a computer that I retired and pull out that dragon footage from freaking pre-alpha.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's in there. I just got to not be lazy and go do it. I'll
You
do
should have.
I'll do that the same
3
day I
to
install
8
the bidet. How about that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
old art style.
You should have
You
3 to
gotta
8
do it,
like
man.
messages before that. That's like, hey, this was like 2018. Also, hey, listen, anyone listening to that first part, it was 2018. All right.
I'll just put
Hey,
that.
here's the third part.
I'll put that over the video the whole time. It'll be like 2018 footage.
That's smart.
And
because
people
if
will
someone
still
tries
be
to
like,
flip it
"Oh
and
my
say-
gosh, the graphics look like crap." Like, dude, this is when they weren't even giving two cents about the graphics, bro. It's 2018.
But also, I love your song here. You're like, early access not ready for release or whatever.
Because there's some people out there hating on Joppa these days. And I will tell you, if you watch that footage of Joppa coming down like a freaking god down into the dungeon, and as we're all laying there bleeding to death and dying from the dragon, and he comes down in a beam of light like, "Oh," and then starts fighting the dragon and kills it. Let me tell you something. I don't care how mad you are at Joppa. You will like him then. You will like
I
him
think
then.
I'm on Team Joppa, honestly.
I love Joppa. Everybody needs to chill out.
Yeah.
Joppa's a great guy. He's working really hard. He's got a lot of passion. Just because Joppa wants something in the game and then they talk about it as a team and decide not to do it, isn't Joppa's fault. He's not God, okay? He's part of the team. So if the team agrees, no, we're not doing the thing because XYZ, then Joppa he's not gonna do the thing. It's not his fault.
And I'm sorry I called you a douche canoe, Joppa, if you're out there. I didn't mean it. I was just defending
Stop
Nathan's
bringing it
honor.
up. You keep forgetting about
Yeah.
it.
No,
You keep
I'm
bringing it up all the time.
apologizing.
Douche
though.
canoes.
I didn't actually apologize, so I'm apologizing. Damn it.
You
Stormona
didn't even know who
2?
you were then. You didn't even know who you were.
Yes,
Just some
Stormona
random.
2.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
He
he's just
came in
some
to the
rando.
chat.
As you can
just
see,
because
Storm 1
some
1,
asshole
Storm 1
said
0,
what he said.
full wedges.
I don't want to hear one single person make a comment about the Paladin is lower level than my Shire Lord. I don't want to hear about it.
No, your paladin's lower level because you have a new main.
No, it's not my new
The
main.
Dire Lord is your main.
It's not my new main. It's just
Dire
my
Lords are a fun class.
accidentally my favorite alt accidentally got higher level due to hacking. Remember that night with the Ranger? Remember that?
It was not hacking.
Due to
It was
exploits.
not hacking.
Due to exploits out of my control.
Nathan's like, ban me, please.
No, don't
I'd
ban
rather
me.
be
I'm
banned
joking.
than have a higher level
I'm
Dire
joking.
Lord than
I'm
my
joking.
paladin.
Look,
Yeah.
listen, I'm joking. I don't want to be banned. Please don't ban me. I'm not joking. I mean, I am joking, but I'm not joking. We did use that it wasn't an exploit. It was just part of the game at that time.
No, it was our normal stream, and
He just happened to be a ranger on a Wednesday night.
12 hours.
We didn't even know, and guess what?
We just happened to get a couple
I mean, to be
levels that
fair,
night,
they probably
so-
should have did what they did today, where they just
Yeah.
shut it down,
Yeah.
but they didn't.
But they didn't, so that's not my fault. So now
Yes.
my alt is higher level than my paladin by accident.
Also, to be fair, we could have exploited it way harder if we could have
That's
really
true.
leveled.
Oh, we
it
could have went
up.
wild.
Definitely.
Yeah, we didn't go wild. We just did our normal thing and got a little extra XP that night. That's all.
And it wasn't a crazy exploit where it's like you had to like put skills on off the hot bar and like duck and go backwards. You literally just
Yeah.
had to hit aim to kill. You didn't have to do anything
It
else.
wasn't like we equipped our crafting weapons or harvesting weapons.
It was funny that still somebody came into chat and was like, "Oh, exploiting the ranger, disgusting."
You guys are the scum of the earth. You should all die and go to hell.
Like, dude, he's always in our group. Like, we didn't do it on purpose. Grendel Reaper says he's posting on Reddit right now. And Zukan did say it. He said he has no regrets. Hey, the Dire Lord's a good class.
All right, let's murder. Are we ready?
Are we all buffed up?
Yeah.
I'm good.
All
I
right.
feel pretty buff.
Here we go. Started a little simple with a little Dire Lord. I mean a little Timberwolf. Little Dire Lord Timberwolf action.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
I'm getting like 100 frames per second, guys. This is freaking amazing.
Oh, really? Is it because of the new
Yeah.
patch?
I don't know. Excuse me.
You know
I don't
what?
know what that
Mine's
was.
running way smoother too, actually. I didn't even think about it until you said that. Dude, I'm getting... Oh my gosh, this is crazy, guys. I'm getting 9,000 frames per second.
Holy shit.
It's over 9,000!
That is nuts.
Dude, now that I've seen 9,000 frames per second, I'll never be able to go back to 120 frames per second.
You can't go back to real life because real life is not 999.
Oh no! Now when I go to work, I'm gonna be like, I can't see things clearly. The frame rate is too low.
I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. All I see is your buffering.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna bring that up, Witcher. I'm bringing it up. I'm gonna do it. Dorcas, you want to tell us how you think the trees looked better in Monsters and Memories than Pantheon? You want to talk about that for a minute?
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
So much. Look at this fake ass tree.
I think it
Look at
looks
this.
fine. What's so fake about it? What's so bad about it? There's
It
detail.
just. Actually, these ones aren't the ones.
Yeah,
that I
you're
was
talking about the
about.
ones
There's-
in the original zone. Not Avendir, but Thronefest.
Yes, yes, those look like
Yeah,
shit.
these trees look good. The pine trees look great.
Yeah, these aren't bad.
Well, you know why, though? Those trees were made like 10 million years ago. The ones you're talking about. Back then, that was good graphics.
Even father liked it back then.
Too bad that this game had better graphics before. We all know.
Let me tell you something. This game's been in development so long that those original trees, back then, that was good graphics. I'm going to start telling people that.
This game still has better graphics than M&M, I'm sorry.
It does have better graphics. I agree with that.
Not for those trees.
Only
Those trees are
thing,
hideous.
M&M, rain, and lightning. I like the rain and the lightning.
Oh, that was
Yes.
good. That was good.
Wait,
I like
no,
that.
wait.
Killer.
On the
The
night
female
the night
faces
sky
were
was
more
good.
attractive.
Nice Guy was better too. Yeah, I think the races were better looking, aesthetically pleasing, except for the ogres. I like these ogres.
The wood elves are great.
I like the wood elves.
Wood elves need to eat 14 cheeseburgers, and if you look at them from behind, it looks like they're wearing a Indiana Jones hat. Fedora.
Oh, I didn't
'Cause
notice.
the
I
way
don't
the
like
ears stick
ears. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
the
like their
are-
ears.
Ears are not cool.
Also, I'm not a
And they
fan
are
of the
too skinny.
freaking
I agree.
the mud system, aka the Return the Zork system.
What do you mean?
So not a lot of people have experienced this because not many people have done a whole lot of quests, or not a whole lot of quests require this.
Right.
But there's mud multi-user dungeon from the
Right.
old days where you have to put in these commands. So you'd be on a quest and it'd be like, hey, you have a grappling hook. How you have to ascend this? How do you ascend it?
Oh.
And you have to be like, well,
right.
slash throw space ledge with the thing in your inventory. That's dumb. I'm sorry.
They did that.
I'm not
Monsters and
playing it.
Memories.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
I have a
like that.
video on my YouTube channel if you want to see it in
I'm not,
action.
I'm not a huge fan of that, but maybe that's not the final way they want to do it. Maybe, you know.
I mean, maybe, but also it's very frustrating to be on a quest and you're in the right spot, you have the right tools, but you just don't know the right like hex command to put in. Right? That's not fun to me.
Me and Daimos and Drac recorded the episode coming out this weekend of.
Whoa! You're not supposed to spill the beans.
I'm not going to spill the
You're
beans.
special.
I'm not spilling the beans. I'm advertising. Where we?
Oh no, that you were on the show. It was a big secret.
Oh, I didn't know that was a secret.
Oh, that
Whoops.
was a surprise.
Whoops! Sorry, I didn't know that was a secret. They didn't tell me it was a secret.
Nathan.
They didn't tell me. I didn't know it was a secret.
Strike it from the record.
I was going to advertise. They know I like to
You
advertise.
had one job,
Well, anyway,
secret holder Nathan over there.
spoiler, I'm on it this weekend, and we do. If you want to hear it, we have a great conversation about Pantheon versus Monsters and Memories. It is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Drac stole all of mine and Marx's ideas, basically.
Yeah.
So if
He's
he,
like,
not
hey, what are all
he
the...
tried to pass those off as him being smart, it wasn't him, and you should have known right away.
I can't
Like,
spoil
whoa,
if he did
this
or
is-
not.
This is a lot of insight from Drac. This doesn't seem proper.
Yeah, if you invite.
It's more than
By
just
the way,
water.
if you invite me to do a show with you, thanks, Grand Old Reaper. I always pre-announce. I always announce the announcement. That's what I do.
I'm just kidding. There was a big secret on Monday night who the guest was.
Whoops, my bad. Well, secret's out.
Hey, it's Wednesday now, bro.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. That was so last 2 days ago.
You got maybe 24 hours from Nathan until he spills everything.
Yeah, you got 24 hours with me. Unless I sign in blood.
I mean, it's a miracle you got away with Pantheon and not like spilling anything about it.
Dude,
for
it was
so
hard.
long.
It was hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Tried.
And
Those sunglasses.
the glasses, and I did the audio stream was pretty fantastic.
Dude, remember when 247 wasn't even like public, and we had to keep that secret for
Oh
so
my
long?
gosh, dude, that was awesome.
And people would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna put a down payment mortgage on my house to get this $1,000 pledge for VIP. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it." And we're like, "Nah, blank, no, please, I can't say anything. No, fuck."
Even when all that was going on, because they can't ban your feelings. You know what I'm saying? They can't tell you can't talk about your feelings. So I always got around it by doing that. I'd be like, you know what? I feel like something might be about to happen soon. Just wait and see. I have this feeling. That's what I would do, to be honest. I have this feeling. I wouldn't say what it was. I would just say, I think something's about to happen.
I think that's what we would say on like SGL and stuff. We'd be like, "I think they're doing some big changes. You might want to see what those changes are."
Yeah, let's wait for an announcement. I have a feeling We're gonna
I think
find
quite a few
something
people
out.
did that. I think people said it in different ways. Some of them were like, I think I'm feeling like making a board game.
A few people did run off to make board games. Even Steve made a board game.
He did.
Dude, I got
No,
like
that
Steve
was-
props,
that
man.
was-
He
that
made a
was-
book.
That was Daryl.
No, I did make a board game and I finished it.
Yeah, he made a board game super fast. Made all these other board game makers look like slow
I thought
turtles.
it was.
Yeah,
D&D
wait a minute.
Daryl
Yeah,
that made
it was
Well,
D&D.
okay.
Let's play along. Come on. Don't,
Yeah, D&D
Don't-
Daryl made a board game really fast, I guess.
Yeah, true.
yes, God.
That's what it was.
But if you watch the
Don't you
video,
know
Steve.
more?
If you watch the video, Steve obviously had input, like as an executive kind of tester, you know.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
It's funny,
Grando
he
Reaper.
loves the box, it's like,
Grando Reaper
D&D
came in
Daryl.
with a very high quality question here. He says, Nathan. Oh, this is not a question. Never mind. He says, Nathan, I assume you have had an employee that works super hard in order to not work. That's what I am dealing with now. So here's my favorite thing about people like that. They work so hard to not have to work that they're actually working harder than it would be just to work.
Just to get it done.
Yeah. Like they're doing so much extra work to not have to work and not get caught that, like, dude, it would just be easier just to do the work. Like, the work isn't actually that bad. What you're doing to
Didn't
get
Bill
around
Gates
it,
say something along the lines of like hire the laziest person because they're gonna
find the quickest way.
the
find
easiest way to do
the
something.
easiest and quickest way. Yeah.
I will say that doesn't work in every industry.
Well, how else are they supposed to find time to look at porn?
Yeah, exactly. You need a little me time. That's what the guy tried to say. He's like, dude, I was just having a little me time. I was clocked out.
That's freaking ridiculous.
He didn't really say that. That'd be
I
funny
was
if he
clocked
did.
out.
He's like,
Oh my God.
he's like, I was on
I
my
mean,
break.
that's what I say.
Do what I do on my
Like,
own time. You
no-
always said what I do on my own time is my own business. You always said that. Now here I am, having a little me time on my break, and now you're firing me.
It's important. You haven't fully fleshed out the story because the guy was completely nude, right? And he had like porn magazines like strewn about.
That was a different situation. That was a different
different-
situation. Yeah, that was a different
How
guy.
many of these freaking situations have you been?
guys, huh?
Listen, man, it gets lonely in my business. When you work in lube all day,
Hired.
Were you working lube all
we work in lube all day.
yeah, it's pretty slippery slope, I guess.
It's a slippery slope if I've ever seen one.
Is that how Diddy got caught?
Oh, I just walked in and he was, in the training center, by the way. and here's the thing, there were signs. And look, I'm a dude. I know the signs, okay? So for example, guy moves the computer so that when you open the door, you can't see it for a minute, right? It buys a little time. I know what that means. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? So when he moved...
Well, maybe he misunderstood the meaning, and he was watching videos on training.
Think so?
Well, he tried to alt-tab, and there was a training video. You're actually almost close to what happened. He alt-tabbed real quick, and it was on a training video. And I was like, dude...
And then he tabbed back to the running a train video.
Yeah. I was like, dude, hit alt-tab again. He's like, huh? What are you talking about? And I was like, hit alt-tab real quick. And he was trying to play stupid, and I walked over. And I didn't do it, but I made him do it, because I didn't want to touch the keyboard, to be honest.
I don't blame you.
And we did throw away that keyboard and the mouse pad, and we sterilized the station down. Because that's the training center. It's where all the new hires have to go to learn. Can't do that.
That's for sure.
So he was using a company computer to do it.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Wow.
Hilarious.
Now, how old was this guy?
Oh, he's old enough to know better than that. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how old he is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It sounds like Dorkachu is interested. I'm sorry.
No,
Kilo.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm all
that and the
set.
lube gets her going.
No, I don't need lube. Thank you. Why are we having this conversation about me?
Why
You
not?
love wieners.
If someone
No,
doesn't...
I love-
we-
I
that
love
is the
your
word on the
wiener,
street.
Gulo.
No, I think it's general wieners is
No.
the statement. Yeah,
It's really not.
pretty sure that's how it played out.
We're talking about hot dogs, Chad.
Pretty sure that was the fake Dorkachu.
No one can tell, really.
Did you guys know
I
that?
know,
Yeah.
I know.
Did
Very
you guys?
similar.
Did you guys know in my house we're not even allowed to call a hot dog cylindrical object? We're not allowed to call that a. We're not allowed to call that a wiener in this house, or weenie. It's
Is that 'cause of
banned.
your
No
dog?
weenies.
No, it's because of my wife. She just doesn't. She gets pissed off if anybody uses that word to talk about a hot dog. She doesn't allow
It's
it.
because of me. It's because of me. I get it.
It's 'cause
But you can say
I
it
don't
about
want
the
to hear
dog.
nobody talking about no weenie.
you can say wiener dog, no problem, but that's not food. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't want her food to be called that. It bothers her.
I just don't call anything a wiener, to be honest. I just don't use that word.
I don't know what else
So
to
I
call
know
it. I don't know what else
the
to
real
call it.
Dorkachu, a penis, maybe? Let's
'Cause-
use the real word.
Because my daughter, sometimes when we have hot dogs, she wants a chili dog, but sometimes she doesn't. And it's hard to communicate with her because I'll be like, do you want one of these in there or not in there? Because I can't say it.
I
You
think
say
you go to
hot
the
dog.
bedroom and you
It
put
sounds like
your wiener in there,
Dorkachu
and you say you want
wants
one
you
of these,
to-
huh?
Sounds like Dorkachu wants you to call them your hot dogs penises. is what it
No,
sounds
no,
like.
no, no. Mr. C calls everything a wiener, whether it's a hot dog or a penis, okay? I just don't use the word
Untrue.
wiener at all.
That is your catchphrase.
Hold on, no,
not
I could
Mr.
say the
C.
word penis. Look at me, penis. There you go.
If
my God,
if
you're
I'm
a big
talking
boy.
about wiener, if I say wiener, I'm talking about a hot dog wiener. Just to be clear, that's the only time I use the word.
See, I just don't use the word at all. Is it like a regional thing, maybe? Seriously, serious question.
It's a
Is
fun
it-
word to say. Just say it, wiener.
Weenies.
No, I don't like the
Wieners.
word.
It feels good, and you know.
Wiener.
And then,
Wieners.
if you want to sound a little German, you use a V instead of a W.
Venus.
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 Yeah, there you go.
Maybe that's how you need to
Venus.
say it, Nathan.
That's why men are from there.
Or you could call it tube steak.
That's why men are
Tube
from
steak.
Germany. Yes.
Men are from Germany.
And women are from tube steaks.
Cyberwolf says, "How does she feel about the word dong?" I like
See,
how you
when-
said that in all caps.
Okay, when it's dong,
I'm gonna
It's
call
like-
it that next time. I'll be like, does anybody want a dong
my
in their hot
God.
dog?
That would be great.
You should.
please do it. And then your daughter will be like,
Record
what's
it.
dong?
Oh man, be like, I'm confused right here. I don't know what to call it.
Dong doesn't bother me. It's a toy. That's how I look at that. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not allowed to sing that song either. Just let me play. My kid started singing it one time. She's like, "Stop it! That song is inappropriate." Like, no, it's not.
Sorry, Mark.
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
I mean, don't
That is
also
just-
say
that's-
what an Oscar, my Oscar. What the fuck is that song about baloney? I forgot.
Oh,
My
I know what you're
baloney
talking
has the
about.
first
Baloney has
name.
a first
Oh,
name.
Oscar. Yeah, that.
It's Uncle Mark.
Maybe I should just start calling them Oscar Myers.
I believe it's pronounced Bologna.
Or you
Bologna.
can start
That's
calling
true.
your
Like
penis a hot
Champagne.
dog.
Only one is
I was
between two
hoping-
buns.
Hold on, this is important development.
I mean, is it a difference?
If,
Fire Bitter Sob says, I used to work with a woman who hated saying chicken breast, so she called them chicken boobs.
well, that's,
That's just fucking
worse.
weird.
That's way worse.
That's just stupid.
That's worse.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. That's just dumb.
Tits would be better.
Or chicken tits, whatever.
Oh, okay. You almost, that is true. Something like that, right? Like, I'm going to change up a little bit, but I could be like, does anybody want one of these phallus-shaped food things?
Excuse me, anyone want some meat cylinders? Thank you.
Meat cylinders. That's good. That's good. I like
I
it.
would just
Tube
pop it up
tubes.
right there and be like, yep.
A meat-
Tube
a meat
steak.
tube.
Tube steak. That's what it is.
Phallic meat tubes.
I mean,
Brought to you by Oscar Mayer.
never mind.
When I hear the word
You want
weenie, I think of the Halloweeny.
Yeah, I do too, man. The Halloweeny hero. May
Halloweeny
God rest
hero.
his soul.
Yep.
May God rest his bones.
Nothing was
See,
the
I
same
do
just
not-
after
think
you
what
met
a
by the
Mark.
way-
stupid word.
People do not
I don't
like
know,
if
I
you
just-
say that at
I don't know.
funerals.
God rest his bones. Yeah, it's probably not appropriate for a real funeral to say that, I guess.
I mean it to sound polite, but, you know, what are you going to do?
I've actually heard Steve say that at a funeral. I've actually heard it for myself. I've actually heard him say, "May God rest his bones."
Amen.
Now, next funeral you go to, that's a man. You have to say boner, okay? Just please,
Who?
for the love of Christ, do that.
But it's not a sausage. I don't want to call it a sausage. Sausage is different. That is too low quality to be sausage. I'm talking
But
about
it's
an
still a
American hot
sausage.
dog. That
American hot dog.
Yeah, but it's not. It's higher quality than Vienna sausage, and that's
Oh,
still a sausage.
don't you dare talk bad about Vienna sausage. That's the best treat ever.
Oh,
Ah,
That is such a good
you
treat.
make me vomit.
That makes
That
me
is
so
so
happy.
fucked
caca.
you done fucked up.
Those are my favorite thing in the whole world.
You just
No.
eat them out of a can like a treat.
Yeah, I really do. Because, you know, they're delicious.
I love you, Nathan, but I don't know, man. That's caca.
Dude, those are so good. I've been eating those since I was a young lad.
Way back before they used to
Wieners?
call him the milkman.
Before they called him the milkman.
If you don't know why they
Yeah,
call me
way
the
before.
milkman, let me ask you a question. Where does milk come from? Let's unravel this mystery. Take me to the city? Okay, Fuster Click wants to be taken to the city. Let's do this thing.
I thought the milkman was where babies came from.
It depends. All right, we're back from the city. And no, I tried slash stuck when my wife got pregnant. It didn't work.
That's rough right there.
Yeah, you didn't use stuck bind.
Oh, dang it. That's what I messed up. I didn't do space bind. I just did slash stuck. And I was still in the same place. I was like,
it's a funny
dang it.
thing. That's what happened when my daughter was conceived. Just saying. Just saying. Funny how that happens.
Because if you stay in the same spot for longer than a certain period of time, when you do slash stuck, you'll still be in the same spot. So if you go really fast, you might be able to stuck out of this situation.
Why do I keep getting smoke tricked?
Seems fitting. They're trying to prove a point. They're tired of all the trash you talk about rogues, so they're just crowd controlling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, notice how they can only do it once to one person. Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second. Let me fix my stream real quick. I had it set up all wrong. I don't know if chat can tell the difference or not, but it does look a little bit higher quality when I do it this way. The milk comes from almonds or soy. Oh.
Or teats.
That's where
It's
I was
great.
going for. That's where I was. That's why they call me the milkman.
That's why they call him that. I've been saying it for years. The children cried that night, unable to return to their homes.
Salchicha? That kind of feels good to say. Salchicha?
Salchicha.
Is that
It
true
really makes
Spanish?
It really makes me want to get it on for some
Sausage,
reason.
Yeah.
It does sound like a dance, doesn't it? Like a real sexy kind of dance called the salchicha.
I think I'm gonna go see some salchicha this afternoon, actually.
You can get some sausage.
Chorizo. How about that?
Oh, those are
That's some
good.
yummy stuff.
That's good stuff. I don't even know what it is, but it's delicious. It's really good too if you're making like if you're just making tacos regular American style with beef, you know, ground beef. Throw in some of that, dude. Throw it in there. Just mix it in. Delicious.
I like my chorizo with eggs.
Yeah.
That'll probably be good.
I like it in my queso. Oh my goodness.
It's just sausage. Well, hey, whatever spices they use in that is absolutely phenomenal.
Ooh, Nathan, that was close.
I know. I tried to make it look like I did.
I was
that on
like, I'm gonna
purpose.
get knocked off, and then I see Nathan just land right on the edge.
He's leaving on the edge.
He'll touch you right on your hogs.
Right on your hog boys.
He'll
Oh my
grease 'em
God,
up
the hog
nice and
boys.
good.
I always contemplate putting the hog boys in every video I do. And I'm like, no, not this time.
You should. We need more of that.
No, you should not. No.
Dude, I even have
No.
there's even a sandwich at my work named after that.
Oh yeah, there is a sandwich at Mid-City called the Hog Boy.
Have you guys noticed how much money is dropping?
Like nothing.
Yeah, 10 copper.
10 copper.
Woo!
A good hog's worth.
They adjusted it.
Hogsworth.
Those bastards. How dare they make us lose money?
I'd say it's
Did you go to
about a hog's
Halnir?
worth.
They adjusted it there too.
They adjusted.
Did they?
Oh no.
Yeah, they adjusted everything, so now there's no money.
But they rolled back the price of spells, so they're not.
Okay,
stupid.
well, good.
Oh my gosh, do you guys know why? I just read the patch notes. Do you guys know why they had to do that and make us make less money?
So people stop the damn duping.
No, it's worse than that. I can't believe this is happening.
Is it the tariffs?
Our president tariffed MMO coin.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh my
man.
god, I knew it.
This is getting out of control. This is
Just a
getting out
matter
of
of
control.
time before. I don't know if you saw his latest press conference where he rolled out all the tariffs on the MMOs. There was WoW. There was EverQuest.
Oh.
There's a whole list of reciprocal
Oh my
tariffs.
god.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I'm sorry to get political, guys, but he's dipping into my MMOs now. Jeez.
How are those Venezuelans gonna make money selling gold?
That's what he's trying to put a stop to. He's sick of it. He says it's for the better of MMOs. He's trying to get rid of gold bots.
We got to get a piece of that pie.
That's true. That's true. I mean, look at those Chinese farmers.
He says
Just saying.
He says he's gonna make MMOs great again by getting rid of the gold bots. Jeez, man, can't believe this.
Honkies. That's what it is. Honkies.
Oh, WoW's got it the worst. They got 3 billion%. Oh my gosh.
3 billion.
As they should.
And it's
Okay, nobody
reciprocal.
plays that.
It's reciprocal. If Blizzard tries to counter by raising the subscription costs, then he's gonna hit them with more.
Yeah, and you have to be careful because then short mouth Jason will find out too.
Short mouth Jason. Whoever figured out he had a short mouth is the person I want to talk to.
I don't know. That's just what everyone's called him now. He does got a short mouth.
You know who did have a short mouth?
Ooh.
That frog that guy liked to make love to.
Oh my god.
That is a short mouth. That's the most puzzling part of the whole thing to me.
Nathan,
I
you're
knew
almost
Nathan
dead.
wanted it
Please
to
come
pop back up on his Amazon feed.
Oh yeah. Did you know that, Steve? For like 3 months, dude, that stupid frog toy showed up in my Amazon. Like, and did you want to buy this with that as well? It was that stupid frog, dude. It was that frog. Like, dude, it's not that bad in my life right now. I don't need the frog.
But hey, if Winter ever divorces you, you know where you're going.
So there's probably people in chat who don't understand the reference. Steve, would you mind to tell that story again about that guy?
He's
I
like,
think
why
I'm-
me?
I think this
Can't
is the
even be
same story that you're
straight-faced.
talking about. A guy I used to know when I was a kid. He would go out to the woods, and he would make love to one of those little frog toys.
Oh my god.
They would hear the
You
squeak
said
sound
make love.
coming
Yeah.
coming from the clubhouse, and they would know not to go up there.
That's
He was
right.
busy. You know those classic little squeak frogs? That's what he's talking about. I had one of those as a kid.
Yeah, everyone did when
Is
we
that
were
where it came
kids.
from?
I didn't know.
What you don't know is that's the same guy Nathan had to fire from his job.
What if that was? What if it was?
That would be hilarious.
That would be
He was just filling up his-
epic.
He's just filling up his crystal, guys. It's okay.
The crazy part about this story is that guy had really good taste in games.
Oh, true. He introduced Steve to Metroid, right? And Final
Oh yeah,
Fantasy.
that's right. He introduced me to Metroid, Final Fantasy,
Dang.
a bunch of other cool stuff on the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy. Like some of the, like outside of the stuff that I like grew up on originally, that guy introduced me to everything else. Awesome.
That guy actually inadvertently had a major impact on Steve's life.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
That
I
guy-
remember it was like when I first met that guy. It's one of those like childhood memories that I have that I can actually remember when other stuff isn't as clear. But I remember it was like recess time, and that one kid was sitting on the bleachers playing a Game Boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh sweet. So I like went over there to see what he was playing, and he was playing Metroid 2: Return of Samus or whatever it's called. What was that game called?
Samus Returns or something like that.
Samus
yeah.
Returns, that's right. And he was playing that, and I was like, oh, because I didn't even know that they made that game. You know, I didn't even know there was a sequel for the
Original
game, and I was like, oh, sweet. So then I immediately bought that game. Or my parents, I got them to buy it for me. I guess I didn't immediately buy it myself, obviously, but... His parents bought him those frog toys. That's funny to think about. Imagine you were buying that for your kid as like a little toy to have, and you didn't know the nefarious things that were happening with it.
You got to think about stuff like that when you have kids, I guess. I didn't,
Yeah,
to be honest.
Keep that in mind, Steve, with your little one.
Yeah, that's right, guys. If you have a son, every time you buy your kid a toy, you have to ask yourself, am I comfortable with finding out that my son banged this toy? You have to ask yourself that every time.
Hey, you know what?
kinda
I
true.
gotta say, it's not just boys.
Oh, I didn't need to know that.
Not from my personal experience or from my daughter, but my friend's daughter used a fucking cup. Just saying.
A cup?
Wait, hold
Or
on.
she'd use the arm of the freaking couch. Like,
I see now.
yeah, I'm
Arm
just
of the
saying.
couch makes vaguely sense. Cup?
Yeah, just
She used the bottom of the cup.
right. You just need
That-
something to, a little bit of friction. You know.
Like, I mean,
Dude,
that's
I'm not even kidding you guys. This is actually disturbing, but when I was a kid, I knew a girl who would do that, right? And she would do it on a door, right? And she would grab the inside and the outside doorknob and pull herself up onto the door. Like the edge of the door. And that's how she did it.
Weird.
What?
Yeah, and I'm not even kidding. I wish that I was actually about this one.
But
I
like,
wish-
you
I
guys
wish
are
I
so
was.
young that you didn't even realize that was like weird or bad.
Yeah, I didn't think about it till later on.
Oh, we had to speak to this girl. We're like, girl, you can't do that. If you're gonna do that by yourself. You don't want to shame a kid either. for it,
Right.
but,
Right.
but you don't want him to do that in front of God and everybody either.
Yeah, because they might not
Yeah.
know. They might not know. You know?
Exactly.
They don't know it's
You gotta
inappropriate.
be careful, man.
You know,
Gotta
Cyberwolf,
be
I was
careful.
thinking that exact same thing, but I didn't bring it up yet.
Yeah, so that's where you kind of run to this weird line as a parent, right? Where you're like, should I just teach my kids so that they don't do something weird? You know what I mean?
Well, the thing
I
is, it's
do.
like we're all animals, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's our base instinct, even as kids. You know, I mean,
I don't feel like I even thought about that as a kid at all.
oh, I did.
I was just being a
think
kid.
my
I don't
Barbie
think I
said
did
that.
either.
And
I was
I
just
didn't
being
know.
a kid. I didn't know. People would
I
say,
mean,
I
started to become
remember.
a teenager.
Yeah,
for
when
sure.
teenager I did. But I remember being a kid and people would actually say stuff and I didn't even know what they meant. I was just like, yeah, whatever that means, you know? Like I remember if you took too long in the bathroom, right? You might hear somebody say something like, "Oh my gosh, what's he doing in there playing with himself?" And
Yeah.
I thought it meant like playing by myself. And I'm like, I am playing in here by myself.
Yeah.
Like
So you were
I,
really
I,
innocent.
actually,
I was
you know, it's
innocent.
funny, I
I was an
actually
innocent
did
kid.
Okay,
realize they
stop
meant
being
playing
such a
with my
jerk off.
penis, but
Yeah.
I didn't think about it as a sexual thing.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was
Like,
a,
okay.
I was
a
like,
true
they're gonna think I'm in
innocent
here just
child.
jingling it around. Come on, let me get out of here.
Yeah, like what would be the point of that? I'm not taking a piss.
Well, ask any woman that played with Barbies.
Oh boy.
9 out of 10 will have made their dolls have sex and they didn't even know what they were doing.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
the
I've
number one
I've
slammers.
seen.
I
kids
watched the
doing that.
documentary about that. It was called Barbie, the number one slammers. It's on Netflix.
You know, it's funny you say that. The person who wrote 50 Shades of Grey, she used like two Barbie dolls to like simulate like what the positions that she was doing in the book to write.
Oh boy.
Well,
That's
wow.
what you do.
Wow.
That's what we do. Oh my god. Okay, my female friends and I, we were probably cringe pony girls before we knew what that was, right?
Sounds like a bunch of pervs to me.
Oh well, yeah. Perp City, here we come. But that being said,
They love wieners.
no, I don't. Anyway,
We're talking about hot dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't
don't
love a
those
good
either.
dog, you know? Put that dog
We
in
need
it.
to rebuff.
All right.
Oh, I should probably also rebuff.
But we decided senior year in high school we were gonna have a Barbie bash, and then we were gonna get rid of all our dolls after that, pack them up, but we had to have one last time to play with our dolls. And my
Like
friend Sarah, God
orgy?
bless her, she was amazing. I miss her. She insisted I had to make my dolls have sex, or it did not count as playing with Barbies.
What?
Dang.
I'm serious.
How old were you guys?
We were 17.
Oh,
18.
you were 17.
Oh.
Okay, that makes
Right.
sense.
It
That
was
makes
it was
sense.
senior year. It was
Yeah.
senior year. We decided to have our Barbie bash.
Yeah, that makes
It
sense.
makes me feel like that your friend was like, "You're telling me your Barbies are virgins?"
Yeah, no, my Barbies were definitely not virgins. I'll tell you. But I didn't know what I was doing. Like when I was a little kid, I didn't realize it was wrong.
But where did you see that behavior to begin with to know to do
I
it?
don't
Yeah.
think I did.
Well, they were 17.
No, I'm
No,
talking about
as
when
a
she was
young
little,
child,
little.
though. Oh,
I
sorry.
didn't.
Oh.
As far as I know, I didn't. I
I'm with-
just knew,
Probably movies and TV.
I'm with Grando
I don't know.
Reaper. I'm with Grando Reaper on this. Grando Reaper says, I learned this stuff from HBO like God intended. That's how
Yeah, I hear that.
Have
I hear
it,
that.
yeah,
That's
I hear
all.
that.
that I actually
Skinamax.
Skinamax, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I
we got
remember-
Skinamax
Time,
later.
baby.
I remember finding out about that. I was over at my grandma's house, and we were probably like 12, 13, I don't know, 14, something like that. And my cousin was like, hey, because we were watching a movie on Cinemax, right? And he was like, hey, if we stay up late tonight, they show boobs on here at night. And I was like, nuh-uh.
What?
I was like, you're kidding me. And he was like, yeah, dude, I'm serious, dude. We'll just stay up late tonight, and they will show some boobs on here. And I was like, no way. On TV? And he was like, yes. And I was like, no, that's impossible. That's impossible.
Oh my god, Nathan, you just reminded
And
me.
that's
of
where it
something.
all
I never
began.
went to bed early ever again.
Dude, it was like winning the lottery when you're like 14 years old. I was like, no way. This is
Oh,
going to
I
be the
remember
best
those,
day of my
yeah.
life. And
You were
you-
14?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember.
I'll
I was
let you
young,
know
though. I was
found
young.
out
I might have
about
been younger
fucking
than that.
porn. I found out about porn because my fucking mother and my stepfather were morons. And they put a VHS into our VHS holder, like with all the other VHS. And it said Cinderella on it.
Oh God.
And I popped it in the
Oh,
VHS,
no.
the
It wasn't
VCR.
homemade, was it?
No, thank God.
Whew.
Jesus, no.
Whew.
Please. It's
That'd
bad enough I
been
had to see him in his tidy whities around the house. No.
Number one slammers.
I
volume
think that was
3.
more jarring, to be honest. But no, they put in there, and then all of a
She
sudden,
loves tidy whitey.
I do not love tidy whities. I don't. He
D-
scarred me. I
dude.
have PTSD when it comes to tidy whities.
I'm not going to get too disgusting with this, okay? I'm going to say it in a way that's not too awful, right? But let's just say that, thank God, I have some very creative hiding spots, because if my kids found me and my wife's videos, let's just say I do some editing, it would be disturbing.
Do you put like weird music to it? It's like down,
I
down,
turn
down,
'em-
down.
Let's just say I cringe them up a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Do
They
you
have
put
AI narration.
God.
Introduction.
Do you put Dorkachu's or Mr. C's impression of Dorkachu's voice over top?
God.
I'm weird.
Everybody
Yeah.
get some go.
In the middle of it, Mr. C's head pops up and he's like, subscribe to my channel.
I love wieners.
Action music
should
and
know.
Mike Whitler.
By the way, Steve, that's my sub notification now on Twitch. Is subscribe to my
nice.
channel.
Nice. Subscribe to my channel. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, like puppets will be making commentary on it, stuff like that.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Well, that's what I call a money shot.
We're gonna have him edit ours, Gulo.
Oh no.
Link between teenagers and insomnia established. Maybe there is something to that, dude.
Ooh.
We're staying up late
At
to
least
see
for-
that skin.
At least for our age bracket. Probably not now.
But also, when I was young and was looking and would see something like that, by the way, I would just be like, "Dang, I like that," and like that's it. I like that.
That's nicer than Scott's house. That's what I'd say.
I know, move on with my life. I wouldn't do nothing gross. I would just be like, I like that. That for some reason, I like that.
Like, you know what? That's why all the kids our age, dude. We loved Jessica Rabbit. We didn't know why.
We didn't know why. We just I really like looking at her for some reason.
Like, there's something good about that.
My family got mad. So this just happened like yesterday. We're all sitting around, and my daughter was like, my wife asked, "Who's your Hollywood, famous person
Oh, the old
crush?"
classic trap.
Oh, dude, this is crazy. So they're like, so my daughter likes that one of the actors from Hunger Games, the one guy that, not the real jockey one, but the nerdier one that was a baker. Anybody knows what I'm talking about? That guy, right? And then my wife pulled up when she was a kid that she liked one of the boys from Barney, right?
Barney?
Barney.
Oh my god.
It's starting to make a little bit of sense, isn't it?
What?
It's starting to make a little bit of sense how she ended up with me, right? So then it was my turn, right? It was my turn. So I was like, here's who I liked when I was a kid, and I pulled up a picture of Jessica Rabbit, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, and left the room all mad. What?
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 You don't understand the mind of a woman.
Why would that? But we went through all the other
That
ones.
is because that is like perfection and unachievable.
So I was a kid. I didn't know.
It doesn't matter.
No.
That's still what men think is like the end all be all.
I didn't
Don't
say
understand.
but
now.
That's not fair.
I didn't say
That's not
now.
fair.
I said when we were talking about when we were kids.
Because those guys that all
Right,
y'all girls are
but-
picking are so rich that for
Yeah,
a
they're
demand
unobtainable,
standard,
too.
That's unobtainable.
Well, I don't give a fuck about their money.
Yeah, you do.
Does it look like I
No,
could
I
sit?
don't.
Yes.
Do you think I could sit around playing MMOs all day and also have abs? Come on, let's be realistic here. Everybody can't be Gula, okay?
She's saying this and she's like Henry Cavill.
Oh, exactly.
please.
Yeah.
Come on,
You forgot
same
Jason
thing.
Momoa.
Same thing, but we don't get offended by it. We're like, yeah, okay.
Dude, I'd have tried every day to have a body like that guy on the Hunger Games, and I could
I
not do it.
don't know. Do you men feel? Just hear me out here. Do you guys feel shamed, like us women have been made to feel our whole lives? And I'm
About
not
our
trying to
bodies?
pull the whole-
About men's
No, 'cause
bodies,
we don't
no.
shame each other's.
Yeah, we don't
bodies.
shame each other.
Okay.
Well,
Like-
but we
like-
do know,
we don't-
however,
we don't-
we do recognize that there is still
But we do.
like a social expectation from women that you have to at least look a certain way.
But
Right.
that's by women.
No, it's not. Not primarily. It's both.
It's by advertisers
By women.
initially. That's where it all came from.
As somebody that was picked on for my looks in like middle school, it was all boys that picked on me. It wasn't the females.
Oh, okay. At a
So,
young age, yeah.
You know.
I
yeah.
was
Yeah,
talking
I
about
mean,
men.
That shit starts young.
And with men though, it just depends on your experience. Like if you're the fat kid, yeah, you're gonna get it. You know.
Yeah.
If you're the
See,
whatever other odd
the
man
fat
out.
male kids though didn't get picked on.
If you have 5 nipples,
They did
But if
around
you
when
were-
I did when I was
Yeah.
young.
try going to
If
gym
you were the
class.
fat woman though.
Try going to gym
Forget
class
about
in the locker room with 5 nipples, and you tell me what life is like, okay?
Man, Drake had
Okay,
a
I'll get
tough
right on that.
childhood.
Yeah, Drake had ponytails on his 3 nipples.
Poor Drac. That poor
But
man.
he could
God,
twirl
went through
them in
hell.
opposite directions.
Jackson 5, baby.
Yeah.
All night long.
He can
So-
That's
helicopter.
like won him over. He like they'd be like, weird ponytail nipple guy, and then he start like helicoptering him, and then they'd be like, all right, hold on, I'm getting into this.
In opposite directions too. That was the thing. The reverse helicopter.
That
It was
is
wild.
Oh yeah.
What's wrong?
You know, I'm not trying to. You know, I'm not trying to bring up the whole "woe is me, I'm a woman," blah 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 blah. You don't
Oh.
understand, but I think there is a difference. There, our expectations are supposed to be set higher.
Oh yeah. Well, watch
I
this.
think that there is a different. I agree with you there. It just is. I think we have different stuff. It's not the same experience.
But watch this. Here's the truth. You ready? You ready?
No.
If I could pick one woman to have one night with, okay? No trouble at all. You know who I would pick?
Who?
I would still pick
Who?
my wife. I would still
Oh,
pick my
smart.
wife.
That's
I
a
still
smart
would.
answer.
Because you're smart.
No, not because I'm smart, because I actually
Aw.
would. Because I would.
Yeah, but even if that's true or false, still smart.
It is smart
Exactly.
also. It is smart. But
Yes.
also just happens to be true. I would.
Which
Because
is what you have to say. of
why
course.
not? But why wouldn't I? Why would I want to be...
So you're telling me that that cringe pony you did, where the population of the U.S. is gone, and you find the last woman on Earth, and you're about to go to town there, and then you find your wife. That was a lie.
Well, I did
Going to town,
imagine.
baby.
I did imagine just now that was a skit, and that there was a shadow of a gun behind me, like. Which would have been hilarious, but I couldn't fake. I couldn't fake that. I just imagined that it happened.
Jonathan, no, don't leave me here.
But no, I don't tend to like. Okay, Gulo and I have gotten into it because he uses the fucking number thing, right? The scale, and I'm like, how can you judge somebody with a number?
Wait, what are you talking about? A number?
That, like, oh, she's
Oh.
Rating
red.
somebody
Oh,
1
rating.
to 10.
Oh, a rating.
That's just
Oh.
bullshit.
Yeah, but women do that too.
I don't. This one.
Yeah, but
doesn't.
just because you don't doesn't mean there isn't women that don't.
What's better, rating 1 to 10 or balloon, no balloon? Which one's better?
How about we don't do any of that? How about
Yeah, but
we
we're
just
humans.
be like,
They're always going to
okay,
do something.
We're gonna do
There's always
something.
going to be something.
We're gonna do something. Which one's more offensive? Balloon, no
am I the
balloon?
weird one?
I mean, I can understand where you're coming from. It's rude to put a number on somebody, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I just don't look at people like that. That's just not how I operate. I guess
Well,
I'm just a fucking weirdo.
Men. So that probably started when we were young boys, and we couldn't
Could
do
somebody
anything
clip
but
that,
that.
actually? What Dorkachu just said? We need
Go
to clip
ahead.
that.
I'm honest. I'm an outlier. I'm fucking weird. It's fine. Please clip it. Go for it.
You're a 5, Dorkachu.
Oh, I like.
I am. Fuck you. I am.
I'm gonna start rating women with colors.
Dude, that's genius.
That is smart. I
That
like
is
that side of
genius.
That would be
You're
a fun one.
red.
That would probably be offensive to them too.
I'm like, I'm gonna.
You're gonna hurt their feelings.
You're a good red. I would give you red.
Excuse me, I'm a blue.
Red is good, by the way.
Verses or whatever.
So what most women wouldn't understand. Dorkachu would get it. It wouldn't work on
I could
Dorkachu.
just see Winter arguing with you like she doesn't look like she tastes red.
It's based on MMO colors of you know their con.
Oh shit.
You're conning them.
Over your level.
Yeah. Which red means she's out of my league, right?
Oh, this is good.
That's how it
I
works
spawn
now,
somewhere
guys.
that sucks, dude. All I see is reds. I'm in the worst spawn zone.
Blue means an easier pull, right? Like you probably take her home pretty easy, you know. A green is super easy. A gray,
Oh, my sweet
you're dropping
Jesus.
it way down low. You know what I'm saying? Gray is like.
Do you guys know of any areas where there is actually a lot of greens that I can go farm?
Nathan was trying to set you up with one.
No, I'm not. I told him not to.
wait,
Dude,
do
that
it.
was yeah, but dude, sorry, I don't date grays.
Daimlos does. Daimlos
That's
does.
what I'll tell her.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you know what? I actually do have a friend
Wait a
that
minute.
does date grays.
That sounds like we're we're talking about her age, though. I just realized.
Sorry.
That makes
I
it
heard
sound like.
Grays and I had to. And Daimlos came to my mind because he likes greasing those wheels that the old folks on. You know what I mean?
Dude, and let me tell you something. Out of all the cons, you do not want to date a chevron because that takes a whole party. That takes a whole
That's a group
party.
mob.
That's a
That's a
group
group
mob.
mob.
You need a whole
Well,
group.
those
Unless
are
you're
the
into
ladies
that.
you see. Those are the ladies you see on dating apps who are like, "I'm in an open relationship, but
Yeah.
I want to add you to my dude collection."
Right. That's
I thought
that's.
those would be like the porn stars. You know, like just unobtainable. You know, a lot of.
No,
you
those
know,
are
a lot of
raid
red-
mobs. Those are raid mobs. That's for
Oh.
raids. They get raided. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and if you get in trouble, you might have to train them.
Steve's looking to get trained by a group of greens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm more looking to farm them.
Just farm them. Okay.
Like, I think that if I can take on yellows, but I just want to go and farm some greens.
Dude, you better be careful what they drop. I've heard some of the stuff they drop you keep for life.
It's no trade.
It's a no trade item. It's a no trade item.
People have tried, but you can't.
Get them debuffs. Hey, me and Steve had a friend who actually did date a porn star. Do you remember that, Steve?
Are we
Yeah,
missing
I
somebody?
do, actually.
We
I'm
can't
coming back.
we can't
trying
release
to.
Yeah.
we can't
Dorkachu
release
ran away.
we can't release the name of who it was because he's married now to somebody. And if she
Oh, and
found
she
out,
probably doesn't know.
yeah, she doesn't know.
Oh, yeah. We definitely can't say.
So we can't say who it was, but he did. He did. And even worse than that was that same porn star was actually dating another one of our friends when he got with her and cleaned up himself, and the guy came back home and didn't know that happened, obviously, and picked up the thing he cleaned himself with and was like, ugh, that stinks. True story.
Oh, gross.
And I've carried that knowledge with me my whole life. Me and Steve both. We knew that, and we didn't tell nobody. I told you guys, but I didn't tell you who it was. But that happened. So I would never date a porn star.
So you're telling me
it's a good lesson.
that the dude came home, there was nut on a towel.
Let's call it Nutella. Let's call it Nutella. Keep this
Oh.
family friendly.
It was dark brown.
I mean, forget about the
sounds
color.
terrible.
Forget about the color.
Oh.
Forget about the color. There's no secret. There's no secret information buried in the color. Yeah, greens
this
aren't
stream, you
trivial
learn
like
some
grays.
things.
That is true. They are easy, but they're not trivial. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that system, Dorky? Is that better?
I just don't see the point of having to have that kind of system. I just no.
Will we do it with pizza?
Yeah.
I don't do it. with
And we
anything,
love pizza.
really.
We respect pizza.
So then
So,
everything,
let me ask you this.
You do
everything
do
is
it.
equal in your mind. There's no.
The star ratings
No.
of restaurants.
I
go by
influence you at
personality.
all?
Yeah, is that wrong to star rate a
I
restaurant?
can prove she rates people
Okay.
Okay,
let's
how
go.
do I rate people? Show me.
by their gaming skills.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Okay. Well, what's the difference?
Some people should play video games. Some people shouldn't. We'll just say that.
You ever heard of the pot calling the kettle black? You ever heard that?
You know what?
You ever heard if you live in a glass house, you shouldn't shoot
I'm
stones?
gonna let you die. Again. Shut up.
Oh, we got one in the back too.
What in the hell? Smells like Diet Pepsi in here.
That means Daimlos is near.
I'm like going really pretty.
Does he drink a lot of Diet Pepsi?
I think no, he doesn't actually.
He's a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Dude,
There you
I'm gonna make a Daimlos commercial for Diet Pepsi.
go.
I missed whatever was just said because I was going like that. So,
Welcome
what
back.
the hell did I miss?
He said it smelled like Diet Pepsi, and I told him that means Daimlos is nearby.
That means it smells like Damlos. They cut out.
Yep. And Steve said that he's gonna make a song about Daimlos and Diet Pepsi.
That's what you missed.
And old ladies,
The Grays.
Grease in those wheels.
the Greys, yes, not the
He
aliens.
pours Diet Pepsi on the wheels that he greases at the nursing home. That's how he gets them going.
He's not very good at his job. He has one job, and he's not very good at it.
Oh man. I'm on the soothsayer.
Dude, that goblin that you're fighting looks just like... That's Shrek, dude. You guys are fighting Shreks. Buff ones.
These are orcs, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Let me
that makes
zoom in.
sense.
Let me zoom in.
I mean, is
It's
Shrek
too
an
big
orc?
for
We've
goblins.
never really asked this question.
They
Is-
claim that he's an ogre.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
an
he's an
ogre.
ogre,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is right.
But he could be half orc, half ogre, and we would never know.
Why did they put little
Because
alien
he-
antennas on him?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be because he's a tiny Ronso.
Like Shrek?
Yeah, Shrek. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tiny Ronso. He's a small one of his tribe. He
Like-
got kicked out.
like,
Now he's all
ugh.
alone.
You such little Ronso.
Oh yeah, isn't there a new movie coming out where they're like elaborating more of this shit?
Is that true?
I think so.
Elaborating more
Oh,
about
you're right. There is another one coming out.
Final Fantasy
It
X.
says here. It's called the new
No,
Shrek movie.
that's Shrek.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Fantasy X.
They need to just let the theories die.
I got confused.
No, there really is a new Shrek movie coming out. So
Oh.
that's for real.
Forget about that, guys. There's a brand new Land Before Time, 37
Oh
coming
boy,
out.
another 37.
No way.
joke on that.
Really?
That's probably dude. Let's see how
I
many
wouldn't
there
be
is. I'm gonna look it up.
surprised.
Look up how many there
What's
really
There's
are.
too many.
They kept going. They would not give up, dude. They got
They
like
only
there's a
needed
lot.
one.
they got noticeably
14.
worse.
There's 14.
Oh my god.
There's almost as many Land
So
Before
stupid.
Times as Final Fantasies, and those all came out like from 1989 to 1993.
Well, it's so sad
People are
now
still
that
making-
when I watch it and you hear Ducky, and it's just like,
Are they actively
That
creating
sucks.
more?
Like, dude, I remember being a kid back then. Even as a kid, I remember thinking to myself, like, dude, just make it an animated series already. Jeez.
Dude, the last one they made was in 2016.
oh my
My
god.
gosh, dude. So there really might be another one coming. It's going to be really
who
good.
knows?
It's going to be live
Because,
action.
Dude, this is funny. the one that came out in 2016. The one that came out before that came out in 2007. So there was 9 years in between those two movies.
Oh my god! So there could be another one coming out
There could be.
any moment.
Dude, it sounds like they really work on developing them for a long time.
Let me see if I can find something out about this real quick.
Okay, I have a question for everybody, chat included. What was your favorite Shrek? Because I have a favorite.
Mine's number one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, probably the first one. Yeah.
For me, it's the first one. It's hard for me.
Second one.
Anything.
Second
it's
one.
like the first one's always better.
Second one, hand down. Just
The first
because.
one has Smash Mouth, so.
No, the hell with singing a monkey song that they had no business singing. Those bastards. I prefer
And
the
it has-
monkeys over Smash Mouth.
And it has the best Eddie Murphy performance in it.
No, the
He's
second one
dead
did.
now, isn't he?
No, he's still around.
Smash Mouth is dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
Smash
I
Mouth
thought you
guy
meant
is
Eddie
dead, yeah.
Murphy.
Oh, he did pass away. Yeah.
Okay, because there's a simple reason why second is the best. It's a couple things. The
Because of
humor
jowls.
was much more adult friendly. Puss in Boots got caught with catnip by the Knights. They pretended it was like cops. Do you remember that scene?
What?
And they said they're chasing a white Bronco. I almost died
On what?
when I first heard that. A white
Yeah,
Bronco.
the horse.
Yes.
I'm trying to.
Name
I'm
got
trying to-
OJ joke.
Donkey got
It's an
turned
OJ
into a
joke.
horse. Yeah.
The Adventures of Littlefoot.
And when Eddie Murphy's character says, "I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth," I almost died.
Wait, is that
The second one was way better.
But is that the one where they finally find the tree star?
Yeah, it is. I think. Wait a minute! I thought he
I'm
found
not
this.
listening.
Wait, he had the tree star the whole time in the first one, didn't he?
No, he was trying to find.
I thought he brought it
was trying
with
to
him.
Find where they come from. There was
He
just
brought it
one
with him.
Yeah, he
place
had
where
one.
the tree stars come from.
That's right. He had one with him. He
yeah,
would
that
use it as a
pathetic piece of
blanket.
crap.
I remember being like, "Dang, why doesn't anything I have last as long as that freaking leaf?"
I know, dude. I gotta find out where the tree stars are at. They happen in Shrek 2 also, you said?
No,
Tree
I'm
stars.
just saying it was a better movie than the first one.
Did you guys?
But it didn't have tree stars?
I got a serious question for you guys. Did you guys think Sarah from Land Before Time was a little bit of a bee when you were a kid? You're like, "Oh my gosh, not her again."
Yeah, dude, and I did not think she was hot.
Was she the Triceratops?
Yeah, or whatever
Yeah,
that
she's a bitch.
dinosaur's called.
Yeah, she was a bitch.
The
Yeah.
Longhorn.
Hands
I'm
down,
just
yeah.
gonna call it as it is. She was
Three
horrible.
horn. That's right. Three horn.
Like, I guess I didn't get that. Like, it was part of the plot, and I just was like, "Oh, why'd they even put her in this movie? She's so annoying."
Yeah,
It's kind of like Angelica and Rugrats.
exactly.
Oh god, I
Ready to
hate
go to
that
bed?
bitch too.
Hey, I have a question for you. How offensive is this? You ready? My wife's here. Let's see what she thinks. So
Okay.
Dorkachu
Give
was
her my
saying that like rating humans, like specifically like dudes will be like, "Oh, she's a 8, oh this and that." That's screwed up. Do you agree with that? She's thinking about it. Is that messed up to do that, to like place a number on a human as for that reason? Or does that just seem normal to you? My wife says it seems normal to her. All right, interesting. So how is this
Okay.
better or worse? 'Cause we're trying to think of a system that would be better. What if you used MMO colors, like when you con a mob, you know, and gray is like easy, real easy, right? Like maybe not even worth your time. Kind of easy because you don't get nothing out of it. Right? What? That's way worse. Oh, she thinks that's worse. She doesn't have a problem with the
Jeez.
numbers.
See, I think it's better.
We were going backwards. Oh, you think it's better?
Like when you con a gray, it's like probably not worth your time.
Yeah, but imagine, do you think it's better in the scenario? What if
But
somebody
it might have some good
said
loot.
you were a gray? Would
I
you
mean,
be
it's the
with
same
Right.
thing, really. I mean, there's no difference. Honestly. I mean,
Maybe if we did like just one color and it was different shades of one color. Like
Shades of
Shadow
gray.
has
different shades
a
of
lot-
gray,
yeah,
yeah.
50 shades of gray.
That
She's
girl,
off
she's
white.
neon white.
Neon
I mean,
white.
I am day glow white.
Oh my
You know,
gosh,
I do glow in the fucking dark. So,
dude, she's HDR black, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, she a gray wolf.
So Nathan, I gotta ask you. You mentioned Jessica Rabbit,
Uh huh.
but do you remember Hollywood?
I do.
Wait, what was that from?
It It was from
World?
shoot,
Cool World.
Cool World, yeah.
Oh, Cool World! I definitely remember her, but you know, I didn't have access
Oh,
to
I thought
watch
she
it
was
as
a big
often. We
slut.
rented it like one time, you know, so it wasn't as impactful.
The dork should get on back.
Yeah, same for me, because I saw Jessica Rabbit first, is the thing.
Yeah, it's true.
I bet if I
Funny-
saw Hollywood first, that could have changed things. Because in
Who Framed
retrospect,
Roger
if you
Rabbit
go
was a
back, I
way
think
bigger
Hollywood is
movie.
hotter.
I mean,
Hollywood
Jessica
is hotter.
Rabbit was a slut too. I mean, hands down.
No,
it's
she's
not
not
like I
bad.
hated
She's
her.
just drawn that way.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, she's just drawn
not
that
a
way.
slut.
That's not fair.
That was
Uh-huh.
Hollywood. who
She
said that.
hardcore was in love with Roger
No,
Rabbit.
she was a
as weird
slut
as it is.
too.
Yeah, she was a
Nah,
great.
dude.
She was good to Roger Rabbit. She didn't do anything.
She did not
was
cheat
still
on him.
slut.
She didn't
even
cheat on
cheat
him.
on
She didn't cheat on nothing. She was
It's
faithful.
not her fault. She has
Yeah,
big
she was
boobs
like
and
the
a thin
perfect
waist.
wife.
Literally says it in the movie. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's what she said.
C is
words.
right. That is a true quote.
I mean, I understand that's a true quote. I remember. Okay.
All the men in chat are getting offended
But-
if we talk bad about Jessica Rabbit. All dudes know. There's a code. There's a man code about Jessica Rabbit.
Oh my
But
God!
think
Look
about
at
it like this. Jessica Rabbit, we thought
She's a
we
fucking
didn't
nerdy
understand.
redheaded slut. That's probably why I hate redheads.
We didn't understand like that about the expectations of women. and
No,
stuff like
yeah,
that
we didn't
when
know.
We saw Jessica Rabbit, but so we saw Jessica Rabbit.
No,
we're
but
like,
that
this is the
played right
perfect
into
woman. She's hot. She doesn't
Exactly.
cheat on her boyfriend.
Yeah.
She
doesn't care what her boyfriend looks
helps
like.
Prove that he's innocent.
Yeah. She likes that
goes a
he
lot
is
for him.
himself, right? Roger Rabbit was himself, and she liked that about him.
And she puts
Yeah,
her
she
life
didn't care
on
that
the
he was
line
goofy.
To
Yeah.
help
He
his
was
friend.
funny.
He was
Roger
funny.
Rabbit was annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
I agree.
annoying as hell.
I agree.
So obviously Jessica Rabbit had some weird kinks, but she was faithful to her man.
He made her laugh. Yeah, that taught us that, didn't it? Oh my gosh, it taught us that we just got to
It's
make
honest
women
that
laugh.
hot women will
Yeah.
date goofy ass dudes.
If you can make her laugh.
That's right.
And that's actually the only way I ever got a date, by the way. That was always my weapon. And I just realized I
mine
learned
too,
it
man.
from Roger Rabbit. I didn't realize
We
that.
learned it from Roger Rabbit too. We
I
just had
thought
a
your secret
breakthrough
weapon
moment,
was telling
guys.
them that you had a girlfriend.
Well, that was accidental. I thought the wrong person was asking me. When my wife was trying to find out if, like, you know, whatever, if I would, you know, go on a date with
Okay,
her or
so
whatever.
what do you give that friend on a 1 to 10?
I'm not
What
doing
was
that.
she?
I'm not doing that.
No, see,
No, it's because here's why I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because, obviously, I didn't
It made
want to
her-
date her, right? So I think that tells the
So
story.
she was a negative one. Okay.
No, let me tell you something.
She was off the charts in the wrong way.
Listen, it wouldn't matter what she looked like, and here's why. I knew she was married and had like 7 children. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what she looked like, I would have reacted the same. I would have been like, no, I have a girlfriend. Because I didn't want to be with a married woman. Although at one time I actually was with a married woman, but I didn't know. I didn't know. And I broke up with her as soon as I found out. Did I not, Steve? As soon as okay, I went over there one more time, and then I broke up with her. That's
I
why
got one more plowing, and then you left
did
her.
one more time. I shouldn't have done that. That was wrong, but I did. I went one more time.
I mean, you already did it one time.
I was already.
What are you gonna
That's
do?
the way I looked at it back then. I was like, you know, hey, I've already done it
One
now.
for the road, you know?
Yeah, one for the
Think about it
road.
like this: your doctor
Oh my
calls you and tells you the test results are back. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're going to have to completely cut out red meat from your diet or you're going to die of a heart attack.
Okay.
And in front of you, during the phone call, you've got a plate, a steak in front of you. Are you going to go and at least eat that one
Yeah, you're gonna
steak
eat the
again,
last
or you're
steak.
gonna throw it away
you're
right there.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
That's
of
what
course.
all he was doing. He was just eating the steak.
And I
that
was
already
young.
prepared,
And I wouldn't
then
do
he
that
had to
now.
get out of there.
Now I would behave differently, obviously, if I was single and I was in that situation. But I was young, dude. I was like 20 years old. You know.
So,
Yeah, I
Nathan,
did something stupid when I was 20 also. Bit me in the ass. And it is a regret. So yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah,
But
I continued to do that.
But I got in a really sticky situation with her, though. So after her, I started dating this other girl by accident. I seriously, you guys are gonna think I'm making this up, but I really started
Things are
dating.
not.
So it was okay. So this is kind of crazy. I know this is gonna. You guys are gonna think I'm lying. I don't even know if my own friends believe me on this, but here's what happened. We were a guy who always came over to the house we lived in. Steve lived there too. We had a bunch of roommates. It was a party house. A guy who was at a lot of the parties had brought this girl by, and, you know, let's just say she was let's just say she was a gray, okay? She was a gray, okay? But it was her
Like Mario
birthday.
Mustache Gray?
No. Way worse. Way worse. Way worse.
Okay.
That girl's at least a blue. She just happened to have a mustache in the right lighting. So she was a gray. I'd seen her, but wasn't interested or whatever. But he came over and he was like, it's her birthday today, and she's lonely, and she really likes you. Well, guess what? It was my birthday, too. We have the same birthday. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'll go hang out with her on her birthday. It's my birthday, too. And let me tell you something. I got taken advantage of. All right, guys. It's the only time it's ever happened to me in my life, and I didn't know what to do. As a man, I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? So we kind of was dating for a little while because I didn't want to be mean. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to do.
Dude, I've been in a situation like that before when I was young, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. You remember this, Steve, right? You remember what I'm talking about?
Were you like kissing and smashing, or was it just like on paper dating?
Oh, it was smashing, yes.
Yeah, it was just smashing, no kissing, you know?
No kissing.
What?
Dude,
That's a
Nathan
thing?
was going through a hard time around then. That was the only time I ever saw him date a one.
So anyway, I wanted to break up with her, but I didn't know how. And like I was asking everybody to help me. I was like, guys, help me. I don't know how to get out of this. Like, she's really nice, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be mean, you know, and she really likes me. I don't know what to do. Well, so they were like, and this is in the earlier days. Now we have a name for it. There wasn't even a name for this back then. But basically, they were like, ghost her, right? But that term didn't exist back then. So, you know, I tried that for a while. But then I realized, dude, she had my favorite hoodie, dude. The one I wore all the time. She had my favorite freaking
They
hoodie.
always do. That's a trap.
It's a trap. It really was.
It
That was smart. I'm not going to lie. That was smart. And
You know
I
what?
needed
I
it.
gave the asshole's hoodie back that I borrowed. I gave it back to him because I didn't want it because it was his.
Steve, were you?
Yeah.
So Nathan kept smashing for the
No,
hoodie.
no. Steve, were you involved in the operation? The hood, get back the hoodie operation? Were you in on that?
No, I must not have been around at that
Okay,
time.
well, a couple of my friends were like, dude, we're getting your freaking hoodie back, bro. And I was like, dude, don't be mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be mean. I'll just, you know. Well, they went over there and was not nice and got my hoodie back, right? Well, then I thought it was over after that, right? I thought it was finally over. I kind of felt bad about that it went not so great. And then that girl that was married came to my work, okay? I was at work. She came there and was like, we need to talk. I'm going to leave my husband and all this stuff, right? And I was like, look, I really don't want to talk to you. And she's like, well, I'm going to come back home with you. We just need to sit down and talk. So I was like, okay, whatever. So she followed me home. And so when I get on my car, she gets out of her car.
Sounded?
I don't remember, to be honest. I have no idea. So I get out of my car. She gets out of her car. We walk in the door together. And guess who else is in the freaking living room as we walk in? The other girl is sitting there. Like, and everybody's like, all my friends are like, like having a great time with her. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It was the most awkward situation. I had two girls that I wanted both of them to go away in the same room. And then all my friends just left. They just, like, as soon as they saw that I walked in with another girl, this all got up and left. So awkward. So
I gotta
awkward.
get out of here.
Yep.
So Nathan, I know you've talked multiple times about how that married woman with 7 kids like wanted you to date Winter, and you told her no. What did Winter say from her perspective of the story?
She thought I was lying and that I did have a girlfriend.
Ah.
Yeah. She thought I was lying and that I had a girlfriend and that I was just gonna, you know, use her or whatever. But then, you know.
She still hasn't found out. She still hasn't checked your phone.
I still have that. Be hilarious.
Nathan was involved in two of the greatest breakup attempts that I've ever seen.
I mean,
2 different ones.
Which I know one of the ones you're talking about. You're talking about the I Love Smarties breakup. Is that one of them?
Were you talking about the gorilla fights?
Is that the same?
Oh, the gorilla.
breakup?
That was definitely one of them.
The gorilla's in the one of them.
Okay.
For sure.
Is I Love
The Gorilla's
Smarties?
one of them.
Is that the other one?
Is that the same breakup as Gopher Girls?
Yes. Yes, I forgot about Gopher Girls.
Yeah.
He's turned.
I told this girlfriend that I was in love, that we had to break up because I was in love with Gopher Girls. And she was like, what the hell is Gopher Girls? And I was like, it's girls that dress up like gophers and then they get naked. But first they look like gophers.
We made it out like there was an adult club where you go there and you can watch them, and then they have like a whack-a-mole setup. We got into detail about this thing.
And they pop out dressed as gophers, but they might flash you real quick, but then they go back in the
goes
hole.
the weasel.
Gopher Girls.
And then
It's like an adult Chuck E. Cheese.
So what it was Steve and Dave. So we did this sometimes, right? Where the other, like, if you're in an argument with your girlfriend or whatever, then the other two who lived there, who had to hear the argument, right? And that's not comfortable. You know what I mean? That sucks when you have to hear your roommates arguing with their girlfriend. So to make it more comfortable, we made it to where every once in a while, the other two people got to tell you what to go back and say, right?
Yeah, you get to make requests of how to handle the situation.
And no matter how ridiculous what they say, you have to go back and say that to her, right? And it made the arguments not as bad. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of fun then, you know? And so
I've got to message you guys next time I'm arguing.
Yeah, like that. Like, remember Dave had to do Ace Ventura ass talking.
yeah, he argued back with her with his butt cheeks like Ace Ventura. He's like, I was not doing that. Talking with his butt cheeks. Classic.
That's a classic Dave.
We were
right
in the other room. We could hear her be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Because she was seriously pissed, and he was taking requests.
Oh man, that's amazing.
But Steve made me
I
on
can
that same
imagine.
breakup. He was like, now, no matter what she says for 10 minutes straight, no matter what she says to you, you have to say, I love Smarties. So I did.
Oh, yeah.
For 10 minutes, no matter what she says, like, I love Smarties.
The best line that came out of that was, I was like, all right, now you have to tell her the reason that you're breaking up is because you got Long Johns when you wanted Red Lobster.
Oh, that was a different girl. Yeah.
Was it a
No,
different one?
Oh,
Jesus,
shoot, I fell
how many
off.
women, guys?
We did a lot of jokes.
We did a lot of jokes.
So that was a different one. It was where this is in the days of texting. Texting was new. And she was breaking up with me, I was breaking up with her, and I was like, I don't know what to tell her. And Steve was like, tell her I was expecting Red Lobster, but I got Long John Silver's instead. So I did. I'm still friends with her, by the way. We're still
My
friends.
God, how?
That one is hilarious.
We say that to each
How
other
is
now
she
as a
still your
joke.
friend?
Because she realized it was a joke and thought it was funny.
Oh God, that's so funny.
Now we say that to each other. She'll just say that to me random. She'll be like, I was
So
expecting.
if it was a joke, does that mean you guys are still together?
No, we're not. No, definitely not. Definitely not
Just
that.
say, does Winter know?
Yeah, Winter knows her. They're friends too.
It was Mike Jackson.
It was
Crap, we got a wolf.
it was a quick date. It was not
Her
serious.
name was Michaela Jackson.
We dated for like 4 days or something short. Okay.
venture.
Where do you
Just a
climb
small
back
venture.
up? Do you have to go to the left and all the way
Look at
around?
that climb, though.
Or is there a
I
better
think we
climb?
ran back up.
That's what I did. I
Dude, he
ran
does.
to
They
the
have
left
like a
and went all around.
Spider-Man style climb.
They do climb like Spider-Man, it's true.
They should let you be able to shoot webs. in
Hey,
this
what's
game,
up,
man.
lady?
Back
live?
to you in 4 seconds.
Every girl I let in my
When-
house tries to leave something for a way back in. Oh yeah, that's a classic.
When are they gonna release web slinging in this game? What patch?
Web slinging.
Yeah, that's a travel method.
Oh,
It's faster
That
than
would
a
be
mouse.
nice.
they are going to do
Web
gliding.
slinging.
Maybe
You know what
that's...
makes this game hard? Well, it doesn't make it hard. It's just because newer games obviously spoil you. Like the fact that this game doesn't have a map. There's a part of me that just wants to have a map so bad. I don't even have to be on the map physically. Just an actual map.
They are
Like,
gonna
you
do
use
that.
it like you would do it in real life.
They are going to do that, by the way. It just
That
doesn't
would be great.
GPS.
Like Embers.
Yeah, like
Embers
Embers.
was like that.
Yeah, where you have to figure out where you're at on the map.
Oh, the
But,
war map.
yep.
Yeah, just something, you know.
This is not a. This probably will be a sub-based game one day, Alan. But for now, you just buy the game on Steam for $40. It's early access. You play all you want.
And it tastes like chicken.
No, now listen. It is like EQ, Alan. What I was saying was that Monsters and Memories is even more like EverQuest. This game's a little bit more like
Absolutely.
Vanguard. Still has EverQuest in it because so did Vanguard, right? But if you're looking for like as close as you can get to EverQuest and be new, then Monsters and Memories is more that. Pantheon's more Vanguard. Saga of Heroes. I'm running back, guys. Sorry about that.
But yeah, Monsters and Memories is more like trying to be as much EverQuest as it can be without actually like copying everything 1-to-1.
Yeah, I loved it. I had so much fun with Monsters and Memories. Awesome.
What if this is as far as the game goes, guys?
That would be sad.
Which do you think Steve would like?
This one. I think Steve would like Pantheon more. Steve didn't play EverQuest back in the day, for one. He played old school. He played Ultima Online. He played pretty much every other old MMO, but he didn't play EverQuest. We tried, but it was when they did the graphic change. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? I didn't know you could change the graphics back when they did the Lukeland graphic models. We came back to the game, and because I was like, dude, this game's actually pretty cool. We should play it. And so we downloaded it, and as soon as we logged in, we saw those new character models, and we ran and saw the horrible animation, and we were both like, nah, let's go back and play Final Fantasy XI. They ruined this game. And I kept being like, dude, I swear it didn't look like this last time I played. I didn't even realize what had happened. You know what I mean? So Steve never played it.
Yeah.
Just because those new models.
On UO back then anyway. I was so hardcore about UO back in the day that I also like logging into EverQuest. I'm like, this isn't like UO.
Yeah.
Just because I was hardcore, dude, about that. Like that was like all I did for a long time was play UO.
Still sad Vanguard failed. Yeah, me too.
Dude, Dave still plays UO.
Yeah, I know. He was back on it
right
again.
now.
Yeah, he had like 20 tabs open the other day.
I don't get it. Dave plays MMOs in a way that I don't get, but whatever, you know.
To each
I like
their
that
own.
time.
Nathan, you're hanging out with the wrong group on your stream.
Oh yeah, you are.
Oh, I am. They're probably like, this freaking guy.
Who is this guy?
I was just talking to chat and just fighting with a random group. They're probably like, dang, dude, stop it. Jeez, this guy's trying to kill still.
Fairly cool.
No, Alan, this game really
turn the
is not
graphics
further
and
ahead
everything
than
all the way
Eminem.
up.
Trust us.
Dude, I would have sat there with that group all night. If you wouldn't have said anything, I would have been there for hours, probably.
Like, damn, where'd our tank go?
Yeah, I could just see them trying to figure out, like, why is this guy pulling?
I'm like, guess I'm not getting
Why is he
experience
taking-
anymore for some reason.
I can't imagine why not.
The game is broke.
For the first time they don't heal him.
Pantheon is amazing. The amount of mechanics in game are astonishing. Yeah, and as they continue their vision, it's going to actually get better and better. Yeah.
The only thing about Pantheon at this point is there is lack of content, and that's why it's kind of dead at the moment.
Yeah, they need to get some new zones, new dungeons, more camp spots. I mean, it's totally playable, super enjoyable.
Absolutely.
But
Fun.
Pantheon is just not ready to know life yet.
Right.
Pantheon is perfect if you play it like this. You do it regular once a week, and
Right,
and don't
exactly.
go into the no man's land where there's no content. There's
Yep.
tons
Oh,
of
yeah.
stuff.
yep,
Makes
it's
sense.
Right, just
play it
level up
casually
fast,
and you'll have a
you know?
blast. If you go, if
and
you want to
that's the
go hard for a
problem.
little while, you can, but just understand that you're going to hit the ceiling if you keep going at it real brutally.
And that's the problem is that when EA released, a lot of people kind of approached it like that, and they're trying to hit 40 as soon as possible, and they just burn themselves out in the game.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why anybody would really do that. You know, I mean, it doesn't really make sense, knowing it's early access.
And knowing there's not content to do when you get to the
Right.
goal.
I think people had a different idea. I think a lot of people thought there would be content to level 40. I think they,
Yeah,
kind of led people
mean,
to believe
yeah.
that classes would be done until level 40. Or, I don't know the technical term, not, but more complete than they are now.
Yeah.
But it's hard. Like, I agree with you guys. Like, they need more content, but that's also not the content they should be focusing on. Like,
Right.
No.
Right. Yeah, they need to be focused on just getting stuff in the game. Period. Right. That's
Yeah.
that's where the focus needs to be.
I mean, they could just throw a bunch of like level 30 and level 40 mobs in areas, but that's not what we want. We want stuff
Right.
like, Halnirs,
well, options.
like cool areas to go to,
Yep.
quests to do, just
Variety.
more cool stuff to do. Yeah,
More stuff to
The thing is,
systems.
just let me play the damn game is the fact that, let's face it, Eminem's crew has a better idea of what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
Yeah, well, their vision was so. It's kind of weird.
won't
It's hard to say
compromise.
this, but like Pantheon hasn't broken from Brad McQuaid's pillars, right? Like his constitution of MMOs, right? They haven't technically broken that at all, but details in between have shifted a lot, right? Whereas Monsters and Memories so far has held steady to exactly what they said they were going to do. 100%. They had their graphic style down pat from the very beginning.
They're not even bending. They're not flexing
Yeah,
or
they're-
anything.
They won't.
They're just
They
refuse
sticking
to
to exactly what they've said they're going to do.
Yeah,
Which I
but
admire that.
but Just Let Me Play is correct. Monsters and Memories
Brad.
won't be
Brad.
available to. Was that me?
That was me.
Oh, Gratz,
Mr.
Gratz.
C.
Monsters and Memories won't be ready to know life in early access either.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's no
It
way.
still needs a lot of
But
work,
I
but
think
yeah.
they're gonna have a lot more under their
Guys,
belt.
I'll be
Yeah,
right
it
back.
does.
They might, yeah. I could see that.
Well, theirs isn't as lofty a game, too, right?
Mhm.
Everything's already set out for them. They're not doing climbing. They're not doing.
True.
And all the classes are all pretty much the same as what EQ. Couple extras.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
that said, there's a lot of classes that like barely have anything. Like Archer has skills up to like level 8, and Rogue has skills up to like level 12.
yeah. Yeah,
And
it's-
even then, like
I
I
could
love
really
I love the
appreciate that they
Ranger
have
a lot more in Pantheon than I do right now in Monsters and Memories, because Monsters and Memories is you're basically just a warrior who gets druid spells a lot later than a druid does.
To be
I know
fair,
that's how it was in
that
EQ.
EverQuest one? Yeah, that was an EverQuest.
But also,
one
it's just
before.
kind of like I don't do anything.
It's interesting to me too, like how Mr. C was talking about the mud system. Like that's something I think they need to get out of there. Like as somebody who played a lot of these old school games, I'm fine with having to go up to an NPC and like type something in chat to them to get a
Sure, yeah.
response. But if I have to go, type in some code to grapple hook my quest item off of a lead, that's nonsense. That's forcing
Yeah,
people to have to
I-
go look up a guide that somebody else went into the system to figure out the command.
And how I figured out how to do that was I had to scour the Monsters of Memory Discord for like past tests where people actually did it, and then the second part with the jewel, someone had to find like an old Loving Robot stream where he actually did the command for the quest on stream, and that's the only reason they knew.
So I have to admit something, guys.
But
I'm the one who requested that because I wanted my videos to get more clicks, guys. When I made the guides,
He's like, make impossible quests and then give me the answers to them so
I can make the video. Yeah, and I'll help
I mean,
fund
that
the
was
game.
a lot of
Alright.
EverQuest.
In playing Monsters and Memories, I realized that I do not want to read stuff in the chat box anymore about what is happening. I want to see icons that tell me what buffs and debuffs are
Oh
happening.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't-
that's definitely something
I
like being
agree.
able to see what debuffs are on a mob so I know when to recast. Like when I put my dot up on as a Shadow Knight on a mob and I can't even see that it landed. I don't know if it got resisted unless I'm reading chat. That's nonsense. And I think, like I was going to say, to me, the number one thing they need to work on is UI.
Yeah,
And
for
a lot of it is just UI
Yeah.
quality of life stuff, but some of that is just basic stuff. Like I should be able to not only see my dot on a mob or my debuff on a mob, I should be able to see when it's fading in some way, however they determine to do that. And there's just a lot of little things, like I should be able to resize every individual aspect of the UI, not just have one slider that resizes everything universally.
Well, I think some of that is gonna get, like.
Yeah,
I
but we
definitely
found
think a
out
lot of
that
that's
we
going to
did
come.
But I do think-
and I also,
I think some of it is intentional, though. No, I don't know which parts, right? But I think some of it is just for the nostalgia of being
I agree.
old.
Yeah,
I
feeling,
do
you know?
like.
It doesn't even tell you what's supposed to. You know, I mean,
I
that's
do like that you can see the pet health in the party window. I do like that.
Yeah,
that's
see,
true.
that's what I was
I
gonna
like
say.
that.
They have certain things that are way ahead. Like I know Jorkachu loved making the joke of items automatically stack when you put them in the bank in Monsters
Yeah,
and
oh my
Memories. And it's
Hey,
like-
that does that in Pantheon too.
And- But
Yeah,
the other thing
now-
I was gonna say is Monsters and
Ever.
Memories, to me at least, I'm not a developer, but I also feel like they're doing things in the right order.
They
Like
probably are.
getting
Yeah.
their content in and getting the classes figured out takes priority over the UI at the moment.
Right. As long as the UI
Like,
is
UI
functional.
can wait closer. Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say UI stuff can wait until they're much closer to EA,
And I think that's what they're
then
doing.
Get it cleaned up around then.
Or even cleaned up, like I doubt it'll be completely the way they want it, even in EA, but it'll be functional. All the things that are super annoying that they don't intend to
Yes.
be that way will be fixed. And I think you're right.
I
And
was just trying to say they have their ducks in a row more than VR does.
That's
right.
it certainly seems that way. Yeah. Well, you
Because a
know,
lot of decisions at VR feels like they have a switch, and the switch is either all the way forward or all the way back, nothing in between. They're like, are
Right.
you guys happy? I'm moving it back and forth. Are you guys happy?
long term though
Yeah,
for
we may-
Pantheon, it is worth definitely considering that a lot of what we feel like is, you know, mismanagement or however you want to word it, a lot of it has to do with people who used to work on the team, who did the thing, and then don't work on the team anymore. Somebody else has to come on and figure out how they were doing the thing, and then do it, and then they obviously
true.
want to do the
I
thing a
mean-
little bit different, right?
As I've said before, Monsters and Memories also has the advantage of watching Pantheon
Yes.
do things.
Humble.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
stumble
that
and
is true.
fumble.
Pantheon
Well,
is
they only
definitely...
that
I think
actually worked on EverQuest. So I mean, they have
I
that
think-
over this now. You know?
I think Steve Clover.
Steve
worked on
Clover, though.
EverQuest.
Steve Clover was Brad McQuaid's right-hand man, so Pantheon's...
Clovinator.
Pantheon's got more EverQuest clout, I would say.
Well, then why isn't he speaking up more? Sorry, love you, Steve Clover, but
Well, I think Steve Clover's here just to make sure the project gets
Yeah, I don't
done.
think he's a decision maker.
Right,
Like, that's
yeah.
really it. Is he's not leading the project, and that's. I think they've gotten that criticism a lot about having a project manager and about who is making a lot of these choices. And I think that's one of the things. Like I know Mr. C mentioned, and we made the joke of like it's either plus 11 or minus 11. It's never like 5. Like,
Yeah.
hey, let's adjust this somewhere in the middle. I think they get distracted a lot. I think they have certain ideas and they talk. That's another thing is they talk to the community a ton. So they'll tell the community like, hey, we're planning to work on this. And then a week or two later, completely swing a different direction.
Yeah.
And then be surprised when we're all like,
Where's the
we
thing?
don't care about
Yeah.
taming mounts. Like, why are you working on that right now? We don't care about this right now.
Right, like, yeah, we don't care about PvP servers right now.
but they're only listening to half of the community, and that's a huge problem.
And also, I'd like
Which
to
is
mention that 98%, including myself, who feels the way we feel, we're not developers. So maybe
This is true.
it makes sense because of X thing is tied to this system, and if we do this thing now and get that working, then it will help us do this other thing that's even more complicated because the building blocks will be there. I mean, I'm making excuses for them, I understand, but it could be. It could be.
Yeah, I've said the same thing about the server merges. Like, maybe they made that call for a reason that we don't understand. I don't think it was the right call. I think there were better options. But again, I'm not a developer. I'm not in their tech team. You know, and maybe the server infrastructure right now is more important than the community's opinion of what should have been done.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't they?
And
didn't
by the
they
way,
add-
I want to answer Alan real quick. He says, "Do you guys not think it's worth it?" No. Totally think it's worth it.
It's
Love
not that.
Pantheon.
I love the game.
Love
it's like
Pantheon.
I've said before, and I'll say it again. Pantheon has incredible potential. Whether they utilize that potential is basically up to them.
We're just more opinionated on Pantheon because we have been following and playing it for a really
Right.
long time, and we're more opinionated.
Before
on it.
EA, if you can believe that.
We're invested.
Yeah.
More invested.
Yeah, back in pre-alpha and all that. So we're just more opinionated. We see all the flaws. And that's all. It's not. I love this project. I love this team. I love this game. It's fun as crap. I still 100% believe that they're gonna make it, and it's gonna release. It's gonna be so much fun, and I'm gonna love it for many, 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 many years, if not until I die. Right? Like I think Pantheon is seriously a great game. But they just had a lot of problems in development. I mean, you know that they're going to. There was no doubt this was going to be not a smooth ride when Brad McQuaid passed away. Let's just be honest. How could it? How could it?
I just want to add, I know and again, what Nathan said, we've all been playing a long time. With how long we've been playing, it's a lot easier to point out flaws than it is to point out the good things that we pointed out a bunch of times. But I just want to say today, they made a big move in learning from past mistakes in shutting down the server and rolling back and fixing something because there was a dupe bug and some other issues going on. And this is something they should have done previously with some other things that have gone on. And to me, that shows they're learning. Like, make that call quick, get the servers down, roll back as little as possible. And that was the right call. 100%. Good job, VR. Keep it up.
I agree with that. Yeah.
The thing is, I do have to say about that. I know, I'm very opinionated. I'm sorry, everybody. They're like, yep, typical bitchy woman. But are they gonna learn and take away the goddamn shards, which is probably what was causing the duping to begin with?
What was?
No, I'm assuming that it has to do with shards.
Oh, the shards. I don't know. Was that how they were doing it? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's how they were doing it the initial time. I think this time had something to do with trading and the trade window. But again, I don't know. I didn't see any posts about it. That's just something they said.
Yeah, I didn't get into too many details. So, I mean, I'm assuming. But what if they were logging off in different shards, or logging on and getting the items multiple ways? That's what I'm wondering what's happening. The shards need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've said, do a fucking queue system. I don't know how hard it is to implement a queue system, but I can't imagine it's harder than shards, right?
I wouldn't think so, but maybe. I don't know.
I will say for $40, if you go into this knowing that it's not a finished game and there's a lot more to happen in it, for $40, there's a ton of stuff to do in here for $40.
Heck yeah,
A lot of people paid a lot more than that.
And there's a lot of good people to come play the game with.
Yep. Yeah, the game's worth 40. I mean, that'd be outrageous to say that it's not worth $40 because there is thousands of hours of content here right now. The problem is that we just haven't felt since they released early access at the end of last year that there's substantial new content coming anytime soon. That's the problem.
Like I said in my video, it's like 11 to 15 weeks until content, basically.
Yeah.
Probably 10.
And we
10
could
to
be
14
surprised.
now.
We could be surprised. Pantheon does that sometimes where they're like, hey, Black Rose Keep comes out next week. Like, that could totally happen. And then I will
thought
shut
it was
my
gonna
mouth
be a hot mess
for a while.
And it was actually a pretty decent success.
I did too. I thought it was going to be a disaster. It wasn't. They had issues, but who would have thought they wouldn't? But it was fairly smooth. And the problem is, which as soon as all of us were playing this, even when we were all excited about the new zones and all the stuff, and being available to play all the time with everybody and easier access for people to play. Even when we were excited about the very beginning, go back to the original streams, we were all saying, but they got to keep the content rolling at least at the same pace that they were doing with seasons. And they really kind of haven't. So
I like kind of during the After Dark before EA, I like kind of made this statement because someone asked to read something. I read like what I thought about something, and I pretty much said like, "Hey, you should maybe think about delaying EA because there was a patch that they did where people were auto attacking gray mobs for like 1 damage, even if they're like 20 levels above it." And thank God they got fixed.
No, and I would say there's a difference between Star Citizen. First of all, it's been in development for way longer, and also made almost $1 billion. That's not really comparable. But I will say this:
Pantheon does not have that much money.
Star Citizen's making a ton of money from not releasing. Pantheon has to make money, or they're not going to make it to release. Well, that's kind of a lie. I think they would go on. They would work less hours because they have to go get more full-time job kind of income, and they would still work on it. I think the game's coming out no matter what. But what I'm saying is the income is needed at Pantheon for them to grow and make the game come out faster, whereas Star Citizen is they can literally make a living out of not releasing the game. That is two very different situations to be in.
Yeah, they're paying developers to not make a game right.
They can. I'm not saying they are. I don't know, but they could. It's working. It's working, you know?
Also, apparently, Aaron in chat, he's working on Project Gorgon. Nice. As a programmer.
Wait, say that again?
A lot of
say
people
that again?
don't.
Say it again?
Aaron, Victoria, he's apparently a programmer at Project Gorgon, or working on Project Gorgon.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I like Project Gorgon. I know a lot of people don't, but it's a little weird, little quirky MMO.
Yeah, it is. It is quirky. That's the only reason I can't get into it.
Aspects of it. Yes, I know me. Confused about sexual stuff, but
it's a little bit Perv City for me, you know?
It is very Perv City. If you want a Perv City MMO, that's where you go.
Like, listen, as a person who's very involved in Perv City, I wouldn't want to live there, okay? I go visit there every once in a while, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You visit every now and again. You know, you grab some ass, then you go back to your day job.
Right. That's all. I didn't say profit, or if I did, I didn't mean to. I said they've made. They've taken that in. I don't know what if I said profit. That's not what I meant. Nobody profits what they make. Obviously.
I mean, it's all profit right now, right?
No, because they got to pay their developers and all the tools. Perv City MMO is Scarlet Blade. That's a good point.
Is Scarlet Blade even still up? I doubt it.
It's not.
Wait, what? What about Scarlet Blade?
Steve just tried to log in right now, and he's like, damn it.
Yeah, I'm trying to log in right now. It is not up anymore.
Oh, it's canceled?
But they do have Blade and Soul remastered, though, now.
Oh. That was one I never played. It just didn't look appealing to me at all.
Yeah.
Blade and Soul. I never even tried it. I need my high fantasy grounded
Let's be real,
reality.
Nathan. Sometimes developers have to make hard calls, like delaying Doom Awakening.
Yeah. True.
Aw, it's okay, sweetie. It's gonna come out.
I mean, so just to tell you guys a little side story that I didn't even realize was funny until we were starting to stream. Gulo sent me a DM the other day being like, oh man, Dune Awakening's been delayed, you know, they're gonna do testing or whatever, and I was like, nice. Well, the reason I said nice is because it works way better for me. You know, like, that's great timing. My job workload will be like 50%, if not even less than that. I have more time to stream, I have more time to do stuff. So, but I didn't realize that that's kind of a weird response to give somebody when they give you bad news. I didn't think about it.
It's okay. It cracked me up when I was bummed out.
Imagine somebody, like, tells you some real like dark stuff, right? Like, hey, they just you know, my grandma just got diagnosed with HIV, and you're like, nice.
Means she's getting some.
True.
Oh man.
Make sure Daimlos gets checked.
Yeah. He goes after them grays.
He loves
Uh-oh,
smoke
let you live. Calling out Gulo. How do you guys feel about the sparkles on harvestable plants now? Spoiler, I am not a fan. I asked on Gulo's Twitch chat, but he didn't answer.
He's not paying attention.
My bad.
His
Sorry to
secretary's
let you
slacking.
live. I haven't seen him yet.
Me neither.
Yeah, my secretary's slacking. You can blame Dorkachu.
I'm very busy trying to be a roguey rogue. Just saying.
I'm busy crowd controlling while Mr. C reads chat.
Right.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta check something with work real quick. Sorry. It'll just take a couple of moments here.
Listen, as long as one of the 10 of us can read chat, then we're fine.
What I will say about that Let You Live, and I haven't seen Pantheon's version of it yet, but a game I really did like the sparkles in, and it wasn't on everything, and I think that would be a good way to do it in this, is New World. I feel like New World Gathering was really good because the gatherables that were magic seemed magic. They had sparkles, they had sound effects, the electric stuff crackled and popped. I think they could do that in this game where it's like if you're mining iron or something, it just is normal. And then if you go try and get some Padrium or some Slitherol or something, it has magical effects. If you're, picking wild herbs, maybe it's just a normal herb. And then if you're picking something that's a little more magical,
right,
it has effects to it.
I agree with that. It makes it more special.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. The feel. I'm not that person. I don't play a game to go gather a ton of stuff, but in New World, it felt good when you found something.
Their gathering was on point, bro. Their gathering on point.
Well, that was the best part of the game.
Best gathering of any game ever. I will give them that. Guys, I have a crazy announcement today. I can't believe this happened. Steve, are you still there?
Okay.
This is crazy. I cannot believe this happened, guys. This is absolutely insane. So I thought it was work just now, right? Because I got an email, right? And I thought it was work because that's usually who would be emailing me. But, dude, this is actually apparently from the Intergalactic Grey Alliance. The Grey Aliens have sent me a message. It says, Dear Nathan, a.k.a. Earth Streamer Supreme, greetings. I am Zeltharn of Zeta Reticuli, Communications Ambassador of the Intergalactic Grey Alliance. First, allow me to say we enjoy your broadcasts on Twitch and YouTube. Your Cringe Pony TV segment caused a diplomatic incident on planet Corlax, but it was largely resolved with a gift basket and a signed copy of Cockman Saves Perv City episode. Well done. However, I write today regarding a most serious concern, and that's italicized, by the way. It has come to our attention that you frequently are referring to Earth women as Greys. While we appreciate the aesthetic nod, we must respectfully inform you that this terminology is deeply offensive to our species. You see, we Greys have worked tirelessly for millennia to maintain a sophisticated image of wisdom, diplomacy, and mildly invasive biological research. Reducing our proud lineage to a slang term for human females, particularly when used in the context of thirst tweets and relationship drama or gym leggings, is both inaccurate and damaging to our interstellar brand. Imagine if we were calling all Earthmen greens because of your species' poor sunscreen habits. Exactly. We request that you immediately cease using the term greys in this manner on all platforms, or we will be forced to take that matter up with the Galactic Council of Content Moderation. And trust me, their shadow bans make YouTube copyright strikes look like a hug. Thank you for your cooperation. Please continue producing content. We especially enjoyed the Goblin Paranoia episode. That kid needs therapy immediately. In cosmic respect, Zeltharn, Communications Ambassador, Intergalactic Grey Alliance. Wow.
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 All right, so who do you think wrote
They
that?
were so offended, I almost think Dorkachu's a gray alien.
Or a Graylien?
The Grey Aliens are pissed about it. They don't like us.
You guys
Alien.
are not making this any better with the Greys. The actual Greys.
The Grey Aliens are getting mad. I didn't even think about that. I'll be honest, it didn't occur to me.
Dude, I'm freaking out, y'all. I'm freaking out.
Dang, dude.
I wonder if Daimlos is into them too.
He would. He's an Uncle Scott type of guy.
Yeah. If it's got legs and it's consenting, he's a.
Wow. Am I the first streamer to be contacted by the Greys live?
I think you might be. That's kind of huge.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm kind of scared now.
Now they know who you are.
Yeah, I didn't even know they watched my
We're
streams.
watching.
They're one of the 20 people that watch Cringe Pony, I guess.
Hey,
I bet they're watching
Who
on
couldn't
Twitch and not
love-
YouTube.
how can you not love Cringe Pony? Just saying. You'd have to be dead.
I hope you show up
Not
on
cool.
like some weird conspiracy alien thing now. It's like weird
Oh my God,
streamer
that
received
would-
email from alien.
The aliens contact with streamer.
And when they said cringe pony, you thinking they're talking about like the U.S. branch of the government or something? I don't know.
It's a spy from MILF Mountain? Maybe. Dude, I can't believe this happened to me.
Well, at least now you have their email and you can email them back.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, this is all because Steve got me into astrology.
Well,
Oh,
it wasn't my
no.
fault 100% because somebody got me into astrology before that. And
Oh,
his name
man.
was Skeleton Jason. So I blame him.
Yeah. Freaking skeleton Jason.
Congrats.
Congrats.
I know, if you ever hear anyone say that guy's coming over for dinner, try to leave.
Yeah,
The
just-
skeleton that Jason was he the one that was chewing on that guy's knees?
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
that?
he may have been him, actually.
think that was
He's the
him.
type. He
Skeleton.
definitely is the type.
Why you gotta do me like that?
So, starring Skeleton Jason, a lot of people, we didn't credit him, that's why people didn't know.
Well, we didn't know. Yeah.
We didn't credit. We didn't give. Yeah, we're bad about not giving the actors their
Yeah.
credit on Cringe Pony. I just realized.
We gotta start having a credits reel at the end.
After we got sued by Tabitha Poonsworth, you'd think we'd get a little better at that.
I know, dude. It's a real shame, honestly.
Skeleton Jason sells drugs to the Greys? Maybe. I don't know, dude.
I don't know. That
So
seems
are we?
a
So are we
little-
getting the next Cringe Pony at the end of April or end of May?
End of May. Well, you never know, but probably we're halfway through April. I'm gonna assume that my schedule's a tiny bit better, but it's about to get stupid when I finish up the training again for a little bit, and then it'll be normal. And then finally, I'll be home at 5 every day.
And a new day will begin.
And we're gonna see the dragon.
I wish I was a dragon
Yeah.
sometimes.
You talking about the dragon video that I'm gonna dig up out of that old dusty hard drive?
No, the the Cringe Pony one you're supposed to do.
Oh yes,
you're
that one.
supposed to do.
That one's that gets been done for a really long
That you
time.
said you made, and then you were like, "I'm gonna make it."
And I did, and I even made it better, and it's done, and probably I'll make it even better than that when we make it
I
in the
think
new
it should
episode.
be like a Mother's Day,
A what now?
Cringe Pony.
It should be a what?
Mother's Day.
A Mother's Day Cringe Pony.
Ooh.
You'll have to
With
make
all
a
the
return for
milk
Mother's
and
Day.
the-
When is Mother's Day? Is it
cougar.
May?
It's in May.
Cringe Pony.
Dude, oh my gosh, we gotta do a Mother's Day special. Actually, we absolutely got to, dude. That almost writes itself. That whole episode, it almost writes itself.
Do I get credits? I hope I get credits.
Yes,
Yes!
we're gonna actually make you a character.
Oh, Jesus.
You're gonna be played by Steve. Steve's gonna play you.
Oh, God. Excellent. Excellent. I think you pull off, Dave. For sure. I'm surprised you're not. Are you going to have Mr. C dub in as, you know?
I mean, I'd have Mr. C player.
Let me ask you guys a
He does great
question.
voice, like-
If they were gonna make a movie about this stream, who would you want to play you?
Jennifer Tilly, duh.
Jennifer Tilly?
Adrian Brody, obviously.
Okay, I like it.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll pick Lindsey Graham for me.
No, it's got to be Senator Kennedy.
Senator John Kennedy. Okay, for me, I'll pick that guy Jelly Roll.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my god.
Tilly Roll's awesome.
Who's gonna play you, Gula?
I'm trying to think about it. It's kind of rough. I could go with somebody handsome.
Dude, you should also get Jelly Roll to play you too. You can play two roles like an Eddie Murphy kind of thing going on.
Oh, that's good. Aaron says I was watching this stream in the living room one day while my wife was cooking, and she heard some of the rap lyrics and was like, "What the hell is going on? What are you watching?" That's the best, dude. That's the best. My favorite is if you really want to freak out your wife, just start watching a show on Netflix called I Think You Should Leave. Just start watching that.
With Tim Robinson?
Yeah.
You know who I think I would have play me? It's not an actor, but I think I could get an actor that's handsome. But I think this would be better. I think I'd get Theo Vaughn.
Oh
yes, with the mullet, baby.
Oh my gosh, that would be really good.
But the accent, I don't know.
Dude, any movie
but
starring
imagine him
Theo
doing a
Vaughn.
normal accent.
Any movie starring Theo
Pay
Vaughn.
him to talk like a Californian.
Imagine the poster for this movie with Theo Vaughn's face on it and Senator John Kennedy.
Yeah.
And the Bride of Chucky, hello.
And Jennifer.
Jelly Roll.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And Jelly Roll
Could
twice.
you imagine like Theo Vaughn and Jennifer Tilly flirting with each other?
Yes, dude. It's gonna be the best movie
That would be
ever.
amazing.
It's gonna be the best movie
real.
ever. Let's go pitch this to
I
Paramount
bet
Pictures.
Theo would be fucking down.
We
For
are going to be
reals.
rich.
I feel like Paramount Pictures will greenlight it.
I feel
he
like
is
Theo
not in
Vaughn is
Brazil.
like the Hollywood version of Nathan.
Except for he's got a
don't
real
think you're
mullet, dude.
wrong.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous as
I
hell.
actually got a, I
Yeah,
have a real
that's why
mullet,
he's
guys.
the Hollywood version.
I know. If I'd had a mullet, I would be just as big as him, I bet.
Dorkachu doesn't want me
Dude,
to
I just
get a
got my
mullet.
mullet cut fresh
No,
today.
please don't get a mullet. Not yet.
Finn says Theo Vaughn is making a movie now. It's our movie, dude. That's what he's making. It's based on this stream right here.
That'd be
I believe
hilarious.
it. How could he not want to make a movie of this stream?
This is the best.
This is the dream stream right here.
And now that you have their email, I bet the Gray Aliens would be in it.
Oh,
You know, this might be worth a shot.
Absolutely.
That is definitely would be a twist.
Dude, if I get a fucking visitation tonight from the Greys, like the real Greys, I will die. I'm just letting you know. I was already probed anally last week. I don't need it again. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Who should we get to
Tabitha
direct
over
it? Who should direct this movie? Steven Spielberg,
Quentin
maybe?
Tarantino.
Ooh, Quentin Tarantino would be a good one,
Ooh.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'll take Jared Hess.
Mm.
I thought Tarantino he's only gonna do 10 movies, then he's out or something.
Yeah, I think isn't he only supposed to have one or two more left?
I know he's like, I heard he's supposed to make someone else direct Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2.
He's having a sequel? What?
Apparently, that's
just
what I
wrong.
heard.
What has happened to Quentin? God damn.
Do I have a
I
film?
think he planned it from the start.
I think Theo Vaughn would like astrology. And let me just... There may be some
I
people...
think he would run with that.
Probably.
Let me show you guys
I
a
think
little about astrology real quick.
Definitely.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Every fart could be a sign. Was it real low or did it whine? Every full poop, the stars align. You can learn everything about space-time. Astrology. Astrology. The study of your ass. Speak to the stars at last. Look back when you doo-doo. Read the meaning in your poo-poo. Each fleck of brown like a star. It will tell you who you are. Astrology. Astrology. Use your senses to the core. When you're hungry, make more. Astrology. Astrology is the study of your ass. Astrology.
I still like that me and Steve were hanging out with our kids, and he was like, "What kind of drinks do you got?" Because we were like outside and we had like a cooler, And he said, "What kind of drinks you got?" And I said, "We got that Mountain Dew." And he pulled one out and put it in a holster, and we immediately thought of the entire skit of Mountain Duel, where we dueled,
Oh, I love that.
with Mountain Dews.
That's true.
Immediately had the idea for the whole skit. Because we were talking about that they should make Mountain Dew holsters, and they should. And it's like a belt with a holster for you to put your Mountain Dew, and it keeps it cool. It keeps it cold, in its holster.
Dude, I feel like people would go over the top. They would have holsters on their hips and holsters on their ankles.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
if you have a Coke, you should have a sling.
It's true.
Oh, Witcher says he thinks Jeff Daniels from The Big Lebowski should play Gulo.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Specifically what he looked like in The Big Lebowski. Specifically.
The dude.
Specifically that.
And current Gulo, not short hair Gulo.
I'm down with that. I mean, how can you not love the dude,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
The dude.
I
Just like
think
Jonathan
whoever played
Hoofless.
the six-fingered man in Princess Bride should play Gula. Whoever that actor
He's
was.
dead. Oh, no, I don't know. No, wrong guy. Sorry. Maybe he's not dead. I don't know. No, not him. There was
Well,
a show
they're-
I was watching on
They're
Netflix.
identical.
hair.
They're identical twins. What are you talking
They
about?
don't look anything alike. That's
Oh my god, go
gross.
get glasses.
I have them on, bitch.
Oh, clearly they're not doing
Dang,
anything.
it's getting
No, they're really
crazy.
not.
You have them on the
Take
right way? Are you
off.
wearing them backwards?
No, I'm
That
wearing
would-
them.
that would
Trust me.
explain a
I've
lot
worn
about
glasses
your-
since I was friggin' 4.
That
I'm
would
wearing them the
explain
right
a
way,
lot.
which is old.
That would
And I'm old,
explain
and
a
now I
lot.
need bifocal.
I think Wayne Gretzky should play Vendini.
Okay, now we're talking.
Sure.
Gotta
I
go
don't
the
know what
most
they look like.
Canadian. The most Canadian,
I mean,
I
he's
think
not doing
Celine
it.
Dion should play him then.
Oh, I like that. I
We-
like that.
We're crossing genders now. I
We
see.
we
Yes,
still gotta figure out who
yes.
plays who's gonna play Marks. We still haven't figured that out yet.
Probably Jonathan
I'm
Filburn.
Florida man. Nick Carter.
Florida man?
What does Mark look like? What does Vin look like? I don't know what you guys look like.
We have
Just
seen what
imagine
Vin
a
looks
bunch of
like.
hams.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
we
haven't
have seen
looked at
Vendini.
I haven't.
Oh,
You
you're
weren't
missing
looking
out.
hard enough.
You are missing out.
You know how those little
Feel so-
weasel
feel so
ladies.
sad.
Yeah, if you
now.
ask me nicely, I can tell you where to look.
Okay, where do I look for Mr. Beanie? Mr. Big Maple
I'll
himself.
have to tell you off stream.
Oh, okay.
I don't want all the stalkers to find it.
It's a good point.
There's lots of people
What do
out
you
there
look like,
looking
Mark?
for Big
Wait,
Maple.
what was Quentin Tarantino's last movie?
Nobody.
Which one was it? Which one was his last one?
It was
he did.
the Hollywood one, right?
The-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I haven't
Once
seen that
upon a
one.
time in Hollywood.
I haven't seen that one.
That was a good movie.
You know what I didn't?
Right.
You know what movie
It
I
was a
did
good
not
movie.
think I was gonna like, and I didn't watch it for years because I don't know why. I just thought I wouldn't like it. What was that movie called? I just forgot what it's called.
Pulp Fiction?
No, the cowboy one or the western one.
Brokeback Mountain.
Django?
That wasn't him, was it? He didn't do Django, did he?
No.
Wait, who did
No,
it?
he did do
Django.
Django.
Was that
I know
him?
you're
Are you
talking
talk-
about. It's
Are you
like
talking
it's-
about
It's the one that where it's oh my god, where the
it's like seven something.
seven,
something.
yeah,
The
something about
Hateful-
seven. The
Oh,
Hateful
that
Seven.
Eight.
movie's
The
fucking
Hateful Eight.
amazing.
Dude, that
The
movie's
Hateful Eight.
that movie, The Hateful Eight. That movie's so dark, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so good. though.
Magnificent
It's
Seven is
so
a different movie. That's not quite.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
not
freaking-
that one. It's the Hateful
That's-
Eight. That's or
The
whatever.
Hateful
Dude,
Eight,
the
the one where they're like
extended
riding up
edition
in
is
that
like
wagon the whole
3.5
time.
Yeah.
hours
House
long or
together.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah.
movie where they destroyed a real priceless like guitar?
Yes. Yes. That was that one. Yep.
Yeah, they thought it was fake. Or prop.
I feel like that was a hard movie to advertise, and I
Absolutely.
just didn't. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like that. I'm not gonna watch that. And then randomly one night I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen this movie. I need to watch it. And it was great. I was like, dang, that movie was
It is a great
Screwed
movie.
up,
It was
dude.
dark.
screwed
His
up.
movies fuck me up after
I know.
so much.
It takes you a little while
They
to
really
recover.
do. It does. It's like, oh man, it's
Yeah.
bad.
I mean,
trip,
Django
but
was a
so
great
good.
movie too. It's a
Yeah.
very
It's
dangerous movie
I'd-
to watch
yeah.
before you stream though.
I don't
Yeah,
want to watch.
yeah.
I don't want to watch that movie. I saw it once, and I don't want to watch it again. You know what I mean?
What,
I
Django?
feel that way
Yeah.
about it,
I don't
too.
need
Yeah.
to see it again. You know what I'm saying?
It was good.
It was enough.
It's kind of like The Fog, like Stephen King's.
Yeah,
or
agreed.
A Mist.
Missed.
Don't
Yeah.
have to watch that ever again. Fuck that.
Yep. Great
Yeah.
ending though. Great, like not great,
Oh.
like awesome, but you know, like
Memorable.
memorable.
Oh yeah.
Very memorable
exactly.
ending. You'll never forget that.
That's exactly why I never need to watch it again. Though, is the
I
end.
feel like there's some great
You know?
movies and even shows like that. It's weird. Like like Breaking Bad. I saw Breaking Bad. I don't
So
need
good.
to see it again. I
Yeah.
don't think I'll ever go rewatch it again.
Breaking
But
Bad.
then It's like
Breaking Bad. You can just watch a clip of it and be like, "Oh yeah, that was good."
yeah.
You don't need to watch the
Well,
whole
that's-
series again.
I saw a clip from Game of Thrones today, and it literally made me want to go rewatch Game of Thrones.
I actually have watched
Even-
through Game of Thrones twice now, completely.
Yeah, I think I've watched it like
I put
3
it on
times,
to
and I'm
sleep
just
at
like,
night
and I
sometimes.
know I'll get let down by the end again. Like, it's still worth watching, even though I know I'll get let down.
I bet Steve has seen that movie, and if he hasn't, I guarantee Dave has. Let me see. Steve, have you seen
What
a movie?
movie?
He says it's a dark western. It's called Bone Tomahawk.
Bone Tomahawk, that movie is awesome, dude.
Really?
Watch that immediately. It's
Okay.
awesome.
I will.
It's kind of like a Western horror movie, kind of.
Oh yeah, I
in a
know what
way.
you're talking about.
It's
Wait,
really good.
wait.
It
Did you
has,
say? Wait. Did you say Western horror or Western horror?
Or both.
Horror.
Okay. All right.
And it has,
They're
it has
horrors
that
in
one
it?
guy in it.
Western,
Shit,
it's
what's
got
that one
horrors.
dude? Who's the guy's name that's in it? Oh, Kirk Douglas.
Oh, Kirk Douglas is in it. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, so it's old,
No, it's actually not that old.
He was old.
but he's very dead.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you messaged that to Winter, Nathan.
Hold on,
Maybe you were
hold
watching
on. I'm
Westerns.
getting the wrong guy. I'm getting the wrong guy.
Westerns.
Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, Kurt Russell's in it, and dude, the movie's
Kurt
great.
Russell's fucking amazing.
That is a
By
great
the way,
Western.
We
I
should
love
all
that
say
movie.
prayers for Val Kilmer. That sucks
Oh, yeah.
that he's gone.
I
God
know.
versus Bone.
Dude,
I had to
Go
watch
Willow.
Tombstone.
Some people are
That-
going to
for me, it's
disagree with
Tombstone.
me, but I do feel like his version of Doc Holliday is the best Doc Holliday. I loved it. I just think
100%.
100%.
Tombstone,
100%.
Doc
Yeah,
Holliday.
I gotta
Absolutely.
disagree.
I know
gotta
you disagree. I know you do. I know you do. But I just
The thing is,
loved it.
though,
I loved
he was
it.
the best. I mean, I watched it the other day when he died. I was like, I have to watch fucking Tombstone now.
Yeah.
Because to me, that is Val Kilmer.
He
You
took
didn't
the
ask
show,
me to
man.
watch it? I see how
It was
it
cool.
Absolutely.
He was good. He was good. I'll give him that.
Well, you were busy doing.
Who's your
something.
favorite
I
Doc
like
Holliday? I
him in
forget.
Willow.
Oh,
Dude,
right.
my favorite Doc Holliday is Dennis Quaid in the movie Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, that's right. Which, fair enough.
I'll be right back, guys.
That's fair.
He's
That's
good.
fair.
He plays him real good in my opinion. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, but Val Kilmer was a method actor, and
Val Kilmer was good too. Don't get me wrong.
the thing is, though, he actually. It's so funny because the guy that played Ringo, Johnny Ringo, he actually said, Val Kilmer, never met the guy. He's like, I only met Doc Holliday, because that's how, that's
Yeah.
how Val was.
Well, guess
So-
what? Now he's dead.
That's fine.
God rest his bones.
I got throat cancer from giving too many ladies cunnilingus.
Oh, you think so?
So, by the way,
Can
Nick
happen.
from
Is this a thing?
from the development team, Monsters and
Mhm.
Memories. I'm sorry, I just now saw your Twitch message. I apologize. He said, Nathan, I just want to tell you I love the intro song you created for the Monsters and Memory streams. It made my day. Thank you. You are very welcome.
Yeah, I love the death song.
It's so true too. It's so true.
The what? What I missed?
The death penalty song that I made for Monsters and Memories.
Oh, yes, it's great.
The intro was very good.
Yes, it was.
Wait a minute. Best villain actor to me currently is Gary Oldman. Isn't that the?
He's good, but
Wait a minute. I must be thinking of a different
I
actor.
hate to say it, but Kevin Spacey was fucking great.
Wait,
I mean,
Wait,
ugh.
isn't Gary Oldman the guy that looks like a kid that played a kid in that old TV show?
No.
No.
Gary
That's-
Coleman.
that's different.
Oh, sorry.
Different strokes.
Sorry,
Different
that's what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Looks like a kid.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, what you talking about, Willis? I was like, he played a villain? Like the greatest villain of all time?
Gary
He
Coleman.
played Dracula. But Gary Oldman played Dracula. I mean, he was fucking great.
Oh.
Nathan, you're the best.
That's who I thought you meant, bro. That'd have been hilarious. I was like, dude, I gotta see this movie. I gotta see this movie immediately. Where Gary Coleman is a freaking...
I know, just let me play, but god dang it, he was a good villain. And it sucks because so many movies that he was in that I try to. Well, it's like the whole Michael Jackson thing, right? Like, you know, I try to put aside what they did and then appreciate the art that they
Something
made,
like
but
that is so hard. Saying like the
It really
best
is.
villains.
It
There's so many great like.
Yeah.
I really want to throw out Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
great.
Daniel
I
Day-Lewis
just think
is just
anytime you
amazing
give
all
him a
around.
villain role, and yeah, he is. He's like god tier acting, but
He
you
is.
put him in a
He's
villain role, and it's just, you know, whether it's Gangs in
Oh,
New
God,
York
Gangs
or
of
it's
New
No
York.
Country for Old Men or whatever it is.
Oh
like,
yeah, that was so
Was
good.
he in?
Like, it
was he
just-
in that?
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm mixing it.
No.
What's the
Yeah,
the one
that's
I'm
the
thinking
Spanish.
of? It's no.
That's
It's the what? No, it's the oil baron one where he was the oil
Oh
guy.
yeah.
There will be blood.
There will be blood.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah, There Will Be
gosh.
Blood, that's what I was thinking of.
But
Like,
the guy,
he's so good.
Country for Old Man, that guy was also a
Yeah, that guy's
ridiculously
great,
good.
too.
I don't
He
know
is.
his name. I don't know his name.
Xavier Bardem.
Oh, there you go. That guy's really good.
I just go with the Spanish guy because I can't remember his name half the damn
Dude,
time.
that stare he does, where it's just like dead on the
he's-
inside. So-
Yes.
Man.
He does
True
deadpan really
psychopath.
well. Just
Gary almost done so many, from Bram Stoker, Dracula, to the evil guy in The Fifth Element, House.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. Oldman's amazing.
Yeah,
He
Gary
is.
Oldman's good, but yeah.
He's not as good as Gary Coleman, but you know.
He's no Gary Coleman.
He's no Gary Coleman. There's only so much you can do, you know?
My face straight at the moment. Oh man. The freaking giggles on Wednesday nights are real. It's terrible.
Better than yams.
Wednesdays are my favorite days. I just gotta say.
I still think, if we're just talking about in the last 3 years, just the last 3 years, all right? In the last 3 years, I think the best television show to come out, I'm going to say it again, Cobra Kai, bro. So good. I love it so
Dude,
much.
Cobra Kai's the bomb, dude.
It's so much fun.
Man, we finished it, and I'm so sad. I was just
You know,
saying
you guys
to
know
Lilo
there's a
last
new
night.
movie coming out next month.
Yeah,
right?
but it doesn't have Johnny in it.
Oh, the
It doesn't have
Karate
Johnny,
Kid
but
one.
it does. It's in the same world.
Yeah, I'll still watch it, but I need Johnny.
Yeah, but
It's got
The Chinese
God.
Karate Kid.
Daniel-san.
Yeah, Daniel-san. I mean, I'm going to watch
Yeah.
it. I hope it's good.
I hope
but
that we see more of Johnny.
me
though.
too, man.
Johnny's the shit.
he's so good.
Like, where's he been all these years, man? He nailed that
I know.
part.
Where has he been?
I don't know.
He was still
So
pissed
many of
off. He
those
got beat by
actors and
Daniel.
actresses did not work after Karate Kid, or like
Dude,
what they did.
if you watch the
wasn't, like,
beginning of the show,
notable.
that,
I mean,
that's
the woman
basically
did.
how he
She
was.
What's
What's her
funny?
face?
What's funny is he was in another movie not long after Karate Kid, so I just got to look up what it was. I do not remember. But he was
Oh, he
also
was
a
in
bully.
Just one of the boys.
He was another bully beating up a kid. Look, they give him
He
the
was
same
in
role.
Just one of the boys, and he was also an asshole in oh god, in shit, National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Whoa, he was in that?
Yeah, he plays Audra's boyfriend.
Really? Well,
And
wild.
he cheats on her.
They-
Spoiler.
they
I mean,
kept casting
the movie's
him
only like
as
40
that
years
kind.
old, but
Well, sometimes those
Yeah.
kid actors that play the bad guy can't get out of those roles.
That's probably what happened to him.
That's what happened to Mark. He was a child actor.
Mm,
oh, come on.
mm, makes
Such a
sense.
actor.
We got you, buddy.
Like the Malfoy kid, he quit acting, right?
Oh, Malfoy,
I
yeah.
think so. Oh, you know what? That's my one of my Hollywood crushes, and I know Gula thought I was so weird when I said that. Not Malfoy himself, but the guy that played his father.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What about him?
Oh, Big Jerry Jackson.
No. What the hell's his name? I can't even think of his name right now. He was in The Patriot, and that's why I was like, oh damn, he is an amazing villain. Holy
Oh,
shit.
Hagrid.
Jason Isaacs.
Haggard.
Not Hagrid. You're so Hagrid is a cutie pie though.
That guy's passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is sad.
Aw.
How she likes him.
Like what?
Extra gray.
Dead?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, that's why I like you. You're dead inside, my love. God.
Dang, okay. Truth.
No, that's not true, but you said it.
I can't believe that we're just gonna move on and past it like it didn't happen. That the alien Greys got offended by this stream. I can't believe we're just gonna move on like it's no big deal.
Oh yeah, everybody's like, yeah, okay.
They're gonna mind wipe us in our
Dude,
sleep
that's the
anyway.
times we live in now. We
People-
find out that the aliens are real, nobody even cares.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's been leaked for too long. You know, you got to do more like Oblivion's doing. Leak it and then release it. You know, you can't leak it for 100 years.
Oh yeah, dude, they needed to like bring this out in the 60s.
Right. They've been leaking this for damn near 100 years. Nobody's
They're
even
taking
shocked anymore.
forever to launch this thing.
So what do you guys think about it though? Like all the Senate hearings and everything. It's like about fucking time, U.S. government.
It's so boring, though. How do they ruin
I know.
everything? Can our government do anything right? They can't even do an alien reveal right. Like, that's the easiest thing to do. It's so boring. Like, they are so incompetent, they can't even do an alien reveal.
Dude, that's
Yes,
pretty
they're
bad
real.
right
We're
there.
not alone.
That's bad, dude. When you want to talk about how bad
No
the
way
government
to-
is, let's talk about how bad they were at the most exciting news of mankind and how they made it suck to where nobody even cares. Like, jeez.
I mean, can we just say how dumb UFOs being called UAPs or
I know. I
I
know.
refuse to
dude.
call them that.
That was a mistake
refuse.
number one. They're like, let's change the name, bro. Stupid.
Yeah, let's make it something that nobody's gonna say.
And it means the exact
fuck?
same thing.
You can't say alien anymore either. It's offensive, evidently. Like, I should you not.
It's because of the
I shit
Greys.
you
Well,
not.
you see the Greys get offended. Now we know. Now we
They do.
understand.
Well, now we know. Okay,
makes
they're the
sense.
original.
We really are in the age that everybody wants to get offended.
Universal.
Yeah, who knew Greys were
Universal.
related to Karens?
right? It's such a letdown. I had so much more respect for the Greys before I realized they were
I
so
know.
offended
What a
easily.
bunch of Karens.
right.
Bunch of
God.
Karens.
The
man.
Grey Karens.
The gray Karens.
We're gonna call them the Greys now. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Be like, never mind. Only a select few know.
Oh my gosh. You're only going to get content like this hanging out with us because
That's right. That's right.
there ain't nobody
We-
else the Greys are
oh.
contacting.
We're the only ones with a heavy, hard-hitting, facts.
I'm going to ask him for a
Back,
sponsorship for Cringe Pony, actually.
I think that's a great idea.
Since I helped them resolve that conflict and everything.
I mean, it's the least they could do. you
I
know?
feel like so.
Can I just say how hard it was not to push the fucking talk button while I'm losing my shit over here while you're reading it?
It's so shocking.
I know.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a work email.
I love the discussions we have. I'm just thinking about how we've run around discussions tonight. It's been pretty fucking great.
We've actually probably ran a full gamut of like everything you need to know to survive in this world by now.
I think we have. Because we're feeling miraculous.
Like if let's say tonight all human beings ceased to exist, right? And then some race came down to Earth 1,000 years later. If they pulled up our streams on Wednesday nights, they could get a pretty basic grip of reality, of what it was like.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Of reality.
Then
It's
they'd all,
gonna
be
happen.
looking, they'd all be looking for frog toys after.
Yeah, they'd be like, we gotta find this frog toy. He said it was something
Wait.
on Amazon. I think that's
Do
a
we think-
This
rainforest.
is Zon of the Ammons.
Do we think the Greys have genitals? Could you ask
No, they
them
don't.
your
That-
email to them?
so, according to my research,
They're
they
internal.
don't. And a lot of people, which I don't believe this, but a lot of people think that that's part of why they're Still, after 100 years, doing research on our booty holes and genitalia.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
Like, how smart could they... Like, okay, they traveled across the entire galaxies on really advanced technology, but they haven't figured out how balls work yet? Come on. It's been 100 years.
Well, the thing is that what if they are making the hybrids? What if they...
That's a theory. That's a theory. Yeah.
That is a theory.
I listened to Art Bell the other night.
Oh,
I
yeah.
listen to every night before bed.
There's a good one on hybrids. There are a
God
few
bless
of them.
him. Yeah, this one was like they're taking over the Earth slowly. What better way to take it over?
Are they
than
hiding in
just
plain
hybrid?
sight? Is it that theory?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes, where
yep.
the
They
hybrid,
live.
the ones
Like they
oh,
live.
God, I
Yeah,
love They
that's
Live.
such a good movie. What a good mullet. Can we just all appreciate that mullet?
Oh yes, Roddy Piper. God bless you, sir. We all.
I mean, that's the
love
movie
you.
where he said, "I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum,
Yes.
and I'm all out of gum."
Yes, and everybody thinks it was from freaking Duke Nukem. I'm like, oh hell no, hell no.
I can't believe that
It was Roddy Piper.
I missed such a basic point when I was talking about that with the aliens. Witcher, I'm so sorry. You were so right. They're confused about the growers versus showers. It is pretty mysterious. It's pretty mysterious.
Do you think
Pools,
they
getting-
question shrinkage too?
yeah, shrinkage. I mean, there's some weird stuff goes on that we don't know either.
True.
Nobody's doing any research on that I'm aware of. And if they were, Doge shut it down.
As they should.
I mean, have you? Okay, I'm not trying to get political, but I'm gonna say some stuff here. Can you believe the shit they have found? I'm just saying. Okay, now I'm gonna shut the hell up. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all.
there's some odd stuff. But we knew that. We were not shocked. Nobody's
Well,
shocked.
I mean, I'm shocked at the amount. I guess maybe.
I
you know?
thought my favorite part of everything that happened from that was when they were talking about the ages of the people getting Social Security.
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh, that was basically pure comedy gold. I laughed
I almost
forever.
peed my pants laughing. I was like, wow.
That was the
bro.
best part.
He said it so seriously. I'm sorry. You can say a lot of things about our president. He is kind of fucking funny to deliver certain.
Well,
things.
Asmongold, I get all my political news from Asmongold now. So I probably don't have a good sense of what's going on here. But Asmongold does say often that he's the content president, and you got to agree with that. You got to agree with that. He's the content president.
I had never heard of him until I met you guys, so it's all your fault that I had to go.
I don't know why I like watching Asmongold, but I do. I don't know why. It's something disgusting, a part of my brain. But I can't stop.
No, I hear you.
I can't stop. I just like to hear what he says about stuff, especially when I'm doing something that I don't want to do. You know?
I don't even always agree with him or anything.
Oh, me
like-
either. Me either. Me either. Not at all.
But some stuff, the stuff that I do agree with him on, I'm like, yeah, right, like obvious.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. There's allegedly 9 different races of aliens. I've looked into that. Yeah, I've looked into that.
Yeah, me and Nathan have done actually a ton of research about aliens, believe it or not.
Yeah, we were obsessed.
I
One
was
time-
at weird-
Resident alien.
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh, Resident Alien's pretty funny.
Sorry.
I haven't seen the whole series yet.
Yeah, that show's hilarious, actually.
Oh
It's
my
really
God!
good.
That show's
Dude,
just
Alan
shit.
Tudyk rules in the...
One time, me and Steve got so deep into different conspiracies and stuff. That you guys may not believe the story. This really did happen. We started thinking that there's a psychological term for it, and it's escaping me right now. For just a little while, we started thinking that we could control the entire planet. I'm not even kidding. For just a little while. There might have been some substances involved, but we thought we could control the whole world. And we were driving to get Taco Bell. We were on our way back to our crappy apartment, and Steve said it was raining, right? And Steve said, "I'm going to see if I can make it stop raining right now." He said something like "rain halt" or something like that, and it stopped raining, bro. And we were tripping so hard on that. We were freaked out, dude.
Apparently, Dynalos is in chat, and his chat is like 8 hours behind because he says it's the best effing chicken. Popeyes can only take second at
Oh
best.
my
What the fuck
gosh,
is that?
Dynalos.
Oh, he's way the hell behind.
Dude, you're gonna get caught up by like tomorrow at this rate. I
Did
can't
you
wait.
watch the intro?
Oh man, I
know.
hope he did.
He said he was going to come and watch the intro. He had to work or something, he said. And he said he is tariffing all the keep possible. So there you go,
Oh,
guys.
he would. He would.
We knew it. He's worse than Doge.
I can't wait till Damos finds out about the Greys, dude.
Yeah.
I can't either. Oh my god, he's gonna flip his lid.
Dude, we're gonna blow his mind.
So like, I'm gonna have to change the title of the stream to the most
I'm watching
mind-blowing
live
stream.
now. You fucks.
Well, you have to watch the whole stream.
shit.
Oh no! Oh
Got
no!
company.
We were having fun. We're having too much fun. All right, running back.
I might pee my
That's
pants
hilarious.
if I don't have a potty break in a moment. Oh my god, you guys.
Damos, you're not even going to understand the references we're talking
happened?
about. You don't even know what we mean when we say the Greys got offended. You don't even know what we're talking about. You can't just join us
You
now.
noob.
You got to put it at 16x speed and catch up, bro.
60 next
Oh my gosh, he still thinks Long John Silver's the best chicken. I almost feel like he's trolling us. There's no way. It's impossible. We went to one. We seen one Daimlos, me and my wife, and I was like, let's eat there. I just want to taste their chicken and try to imagine that it's the best chicken ever. And see if I can pretend. I couldn't do it. I have a big imagination. I couldn't do it. It was
Does
impossible.
it just taste like fish? I mean, I
Yeah.
would assume it would just taste like fish because of the oil.
The consistency's a little different, and if you really strain, you can taste the difference between chicken and fish, but just barely. Because they cook them in the same thing, and that oil's
Yeah.
from 1927, and they've never changed it. You know what I mean?
1927.
Yeah, it's still beef tallow. It's good.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
McDonald's needs to go back to that. Their food is just lousy.
McDonald's, yeah.
Yeah.
McDonald's sucks. Now, anybody
Except
who
the
goes to
McDouble.
McDonald's, you're making a mistake.
You know who went even...
Doubles though are good.
I think there's another fast food that dropped even lower than McDonald's these days.
Burger King.
Wendy's. Wendy's is bad,
Oh,
bro.
see, I still like them because they have the
Dude,
chili. which is always
I gotta
good.
say, the Wendy's around here is way better than our McDonald's. I'll say that.
I would
Oh.
say here too.
Well, maybe the
Here,
Wisconsin
absolutely.
Wendy's is just really bad, but it's awful. It's unedible.
Could be.
And they still have the baked potatoes, so there are some semi-healthier.
The
choices
chili,
at Wendy's
too.
still.
Chili's good at
Yeah.
Wendy's still.
Oh, the chili. I love the salads. They still have salads. Nobody else does anymore.
One time I ordered Chili's at Wendy's, and the person was like, "Are you sure you want to order the chili at Wendy's?" And it made it
Oh,
seem
those
like
are-
I was making a big.
I
bad
can tell you
decision.
why. This got revealed to
Yeah.
me. This got revealed
Yeah,
to me.
I
So,
know why. Because all the bad,
Finger?
all the mess up burgers that they do, they throw in there.
even worse than that, dude. Even worse.
No, it was worse.
What?
So we had a friend who worked at Wendy's, and he told us that they purposefully hire old grannies to stir the chili, and they hack and cough in it the whole day. There's like
They
phlegm
do
in
not.
it. There's phlegm in there, and I think of that every time I eat chili, and it's good enough that I'm like, oh well, still tastes good.
They do not. I worked at fucking Wendy's. back in
The guy
day.
told us that
There's nothing wrong with it.
way back
Well,
when we were in high
clearly
school.
you were the old hag stirring.
I was like 20 at
That's
the
it. You
time,
guys
so
nailed
no.
it.
I was
You
not
nailed it,
a
Mr.
bad.
C.
How much longer are we planning on going here?
Probably not too much longer. It's getting a little late-ish.
So it is. So it is.
Whoa! Look at that sunset through trees that are floating in the air. That's wild.
It's almost past the old hag bedtime.
Excuse me. You're the one that goes to bed early. I'm a night owl. I have
Okay.
to be a night owl.
Just let me play says maybe it's a local issue. Their Wendy's is still great.
Yeah,
I'm
Wendy's is
thinking
good
it
here
might-
too.
Yeah. You guys, I'm so jealous. So Canada, they still have my favorite burger there. They still make
What?
it one time a year.
The big and,
And they
tasty.
don't make it here.
The BBC.
No, it has the bacon. You guys. You're such asses.
Does anyone know about that?
Yeah, the British. No, BCB, isn't it?
No.
No.
There was a restaurant or a fast food joint called Rax, and they had a BBC that was just like a bacon, cheddar, and something else.
Bacon
it was
burger,
bacon, beef, and cheddar.
Oh, okay. But they call it
But
the
that was-
BBC.
Y'all's making me hungry.
But it was called the BBC, which that was made before it was called something else.
Well, you know what would work? You could totally release a milkshake called the MILF Shake, and people would drink it.
I would try
How
one.
milkshake brings all the
I
milk to
would.
the
I would try it.
like that.
I'd be like, I want to get one of them MILF Shakes, boy.
I don't. I want a dilf shake. Thank you.
Ugh.
Hey,
You didn't want to know where that milk comes from, or maybe you do.
Yeah.
I already know where it
I'm
comes
thinking-
from.
I'm thinking that milk might not be
She
so
she
good.
does love wieners.
No, I love one wiener in particular.
No, I believe the quote was plural. with an
Yeah,
S
well,
on
that
it.
wasn't the real Dorkachu.
Oh,
Clearly.
we can't prove that. Voice
can't
analysis
prove
has
that, yeah.
proved not reliable on proving who was who.
Inconclusive.
What bullshit? You shush, because you know whose wiener I'm talking about, sir.
Are we talking
I
about
like
Nathan's
all
wiener on
wieners.
stream? Like, what the
We're
hell?
gonna have to censor
I'm
this
talking
part
about.
out,
I
guys.
love Gulo's wiener. Okay, that's my wiener.
Because he makes really good hot dogs for anybody watching.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Line them up
yeah.
in front of me. I'll do them all.
Do you know what brand he
No,
uses? Well,
Mr. C, you're
let-
such an asshole.
let me just make it clear that the brand he uses is Nathan's Hot Dogs. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. It is what
Oh,
it is.
speaking of Steve, I love. He sent a picture of apparently someone had Nathan's name ordering.
Yeah.
He has a hot dog called the Not So Little Dog or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
that's
so
what.
Little dog.
That's what my name ordered was the Not So Little Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, not so little. So that's good.
Yeah.
Right. Negative. Okay.
I mean, we've heard. I mean, Gulu and I have heard miraculous stories about Nathan's wiener. Just saying.
We got all the best
Unicorn.
sandwiches at my restaurant. We got the Hog Boy. We
So
got.
completely.
We
It
got
was
the
on
Not So
stream,
Little.
so.
We got that Not So Little Dog. You know what I mean? We got the Big Nose Kate.
The big nose cake.
Do you have
got a keep
rat
meat
face
burger.
Shelly? I hope you have a rat face Shelly.
No, I don't think I can get away with putting the word rat in it.
Aw.
But he does have someone who sometimes frequents his restaurant named Shelly, who's known to pee in public.
Yeah.
Oh. You need to make a mushroom garlic Swiss burger for me and name it the Dorkachu. Please.
We
Thank
already
you.
have a mushroom Swiss burger.
Well, damn it. Name it after me. That's my favorite.
We already have it named something else.
But my name's better. God.
The Dorkachu Sucks Burger.
Oh,
That's
the
what it's called.
Dorkachu?
No, you shut your
You
mouth.
can call it the Tilly
Yeah, roast
Willy.
beef.
No!
Whoa,
Gulo.
the
Grandma's
roast beef. Grandma's roast beef.
That's what I'm gonna do next.
Grandma's old-fashioned roast beef.
Guys, I'm
No,
about to launch
it's
a
not.
crazy new hot wing menu.
No,
Yeah,
just make a roast
that's gonna
beef
be
sandwich called the Old Hag.
It's roast beef.
The wizard sleeve.
Dude, I'll serve the
I'm not talking
sandwich
anymore.
named
Fuck all
after
y'all.
Dorkachu, and I'll serve it in the bone buckets that are for the wings. You have to
Ooh.
reach down in that bone bucket and get that sandwich out.
Arby's has the worst roast beef, guys. I'm afraid to eat it. My wife bought it the other day, and I opened it up and saw that green-looking
I'm
roast
telling
beef.
you,
and
you guys have some really shitty Arby's and Wendy's out there because Arby's here is amazing.
ugh,
Dude, our Arby's is
Arby's
good
is
too.
great.
Arby's
Weird.
is pretty good here, too.
weird. Maybe Culver's is paying all the other restaurants to suck up in Wisconsin.
I think you guys need to. Guys need to travel out of state and go to the other place.
Yeah, we do.
Come to Maine. I'll take you to the one and only freaking like Arby's remaining.
Dude, I am gonna grab up Steve next time I come down. Me and Steve are going on a little road trip. We're gonna go to the world's last delicious Pizza Hut that tastes exactly like
yeah, I wanna go.
1992. It is wild,
I
unbelievable.
cooked my own Pizza Hut pizza the last time I ordered from them. I did literally put it back in the oven. It was straight raw.
When you ordered from
Okay.
Pizza Hut,
Yeah.
I feel like we need to
All
have a meet
doughy?
and greet at Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, Doughy, it's a mug.
Oh, when it was actually pan pizza. Like I prefer
Yeah.
like the pan, you know, the little personal pan pizza.
yeah, because you get
Yeah.
more of that caramelized crust thing on the edges.
Exactly.
Yep.
It tastes like the.
Elvis
old
is asking what happened to Casa Bonita.
Oh, we're still doing that.
I still want to go there.
I still
too.
want to do it. We need to get on the waiting list, though.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Nathan, there's one in Canada.
Go on Mazda.
Yeah, we got one here, Mez.
Oh, my
Mez.
Yeah,
bad.
good
I pulled a
one.
wolf. I
It's
pulled a
just,
wolf.
it's just a regular mob. Just murder it.
Just run down there to where Wilson's at. It should be fine.
Are we all safe into? Oh, has Nathan pinged yet? No.
I'm about to. I'm like any second now.
Okay.
Flying to the sun.
I know there were discussions about calling it, so just want to make sure you got your level first.
Trey hasn't closed yet? Nope.
Yeah, we got to get your Dire Lord even further from your Paladin.
It's true. True story.
I mean, judging from this update, sounds like you need to start playing your warrior more.
Oh, really? Did they do a lot of updates to it?
The warrior got some serious love, it looks like.
Well, unfortunately, this Sunday, instead of playing my warrior, we're starting a Baldur's Gate 3 adventure. Me and Gulo and Dorkachu and my wife.
Nice.
I can't wait.
Don't
It's
miss
gonna
it.
be great.
Don't miss it. Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Central. What time? 7:30 Eastern. 4:30 Pacific.
Oh my god, I wish you guys
It's very
had an extra
painful
spot on there.
remembering all the time zones.
If anybody drops out of that game for whatever reason, I'll take their spot.
The
I
only
wish
the,
there could be more than one.
the only thing
more
I
than
ask
four.
is, I'm not saying every decision, okay? People play however they want. But I would like to do a non-evil playthrough. Just because every time I stream, it's evil.
I thought you only like did one playthrough.
Well, yeah, but then we started another one, Daimlos.
Daimos, dead? That man.
Yep, Daimlos and Dave and Steve.
Yeah, that one sucks for me because I wanted to not do an evil playthrough.
But of course, Dave picked the, what's it called? The Dark
Dark
Urge. Was
Dark
murdered.
Urge.
I mean,
Still play
I don't know
good
if
as
you
Dark
heard me
Urge.
earlier, but if anybody drops from that game for whatever reason, I'll take their spot. Just want
Heard
to throw
that.
that out there.
Heard that. We're finishing
You
it.
can-
We're going all the
you
way.
can be
Even if
good-
we have to change
You
people.
can be good as Dark Urge. I did that intentionally on one of my playthroughs. Is I played a monk that was Dark Urge and tried to like fight the urge the entire time.
Oh, true.
See, I mean, and I play a drow, but I'm a good drow. And in fact, it was interesting. Like, there were certain things that happened that Gulo had been like, I didn't realize that could happen. You know, just because I was a drow.
Oh, true. Yeah, there's always something
So it
like
was-
that. That's
Yeah,
right, everybody.
I'm playing another evil campaign with Dorkachu's daughter, and we're both being super evil, and it's having completely different stuff than the other evil playthroughs
They
I've done,
screwed
and it's
up.
very weird.
All I hear is them talking. Like, I hear my daughter's side of it. And like, oh no, we messed up now. I know my daughter's very sad because she can't fix Carlac, so she can't romance.
She's playing as Karlach, and we killed
Yeah.
the guy that fixes her heart.
evil
Yes, this is
bastard.
my Corthan. This is my Dire Lord. Alt.
alt. Alt
His new
main.
main.
This is my alt that just happens to be a higher level than my main right now.
Somebody give Napalm some water.
Oh, I've
Give
got
that
some.
boy
Hang on,
some
I just
water.
wasn't
Can we?
drinking.
Give water?
I have some.
Dude, there
Just gotta
should
find
be
it.
like a charge for it. Like the chat should have to pay $1 if it's for you to be able to get to drink water.
or else they have to watch me die and never stream
Yeah.
again.
Accidentally turned it into a dark web channel.
I guess so. Which,
Whoops,
by the
sorry
way,
about
if you haven't seen the new season of Black Mirror, you should probably go watch it. It's pretty freaking good so far. I've only seen the first episode, but it was it was
I
definitely
watched
something.
it. I think it's there's a couple of them where it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. But all in all, I think it's a pretty good season.
I like that. I like that show. It's one of the
I do
better
too. It's interesting.
creepy or weird story shows.
Dude, I don't know if it's been ruined for you or not, so I won't say what it is, right? But one of the episodes in this season is a sequel to one of the older episodes.
Oh,
and
cool.
It is freaking awesome, man.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they did
Yeah.
that.
Well, dude, then don't
We
look
had-
it up, because if it's a surprise, it'll be even better.
See, that's the funny thing is that Gulu and I just started watching Black Mirror, and I haven't seen all these seasons.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah.
we came to that one he's talking about. He's like, okay, we're gonna have to watch the other seasons now.
Dude, I almost didn't
So-
watch this show because I think it was like the first or second episode about the mayor or whatever
Pig
who had to
fucker.
screw a pig.
Yeah,
I did not like
recommended
that
this
one.
show to so many people, and they watched that first episode, and they're like, "Why did you make me watch that?"
I
And I'm
know.
like, no, really, watch the other episodes. Don't watch that very
Yeah,
first
just skip
one."
that one. Because that
And
one's
that
just
one didn't bother me all that much, but I realized like when I recommend it to certain people, I'm like, oh shit, I probably should have told you not to watch that one.
yeah. If you recommend it, you got to tell most. Like I didn't like that one. Like I don't know. I didn't want to think about that. You know what I mean? I didn't need to think about that. That took me to a place
Well,
I didn't want to go.
I haven't seen that one, so I can't wait to watch it.
I'll point it out
The
to you
very
when we
first
watch
episode.
it.
We
Yeah,
almost
we
never watched the
started-
show again.
We started from the new season and have been working our way backwards, so she hasn't seen the older seasons yet.
If you
Oh, dude,
if
wait
you're
till you see all that one stuff.
I will say this: if you, even though they're not really related in context of what they're about, I do feel like anybody who likes that first episode should also watch a movie called, I think it's called Swiss Army Man. It's got the
with
guy from Harry Potter in it, I think.
Yeah. About the dead guy. And stuff.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that before, and I can't remember it for some reason.
I also didn't like that movie. I was like, this just goes to a place that is not fun to think about. 'Cause he's dead! You just gotta see it to understand.
So yeah, what I was saying before, Jason Isaacs from The Patriot and Lucius Malfoy and all that good shit, and Hook. He was in, not Hook, but he was in Peter Pan. He played the dad and Hook. Awesome fucking villain. All I can say.
But
Love
one
him.
of the best ever?
Oh, I think so. Have
Really?
you seen The Patriot?
Yeah, but a long time ago. Listen, I'm not a big fan of Patriot. You know why? It's the same freaking plot exactly as Braveheart. It's the same plot exactly.
Yeah, but it has Jason Isaacs, so and Heath Ledger, so it's better. Infinitely.
Oh, man.
I know, I take that back. I fucking love Braveheart.
So let me-
Braveheart was
let me
better.
ask-
Braveheart was better.
Let me ask you another question. Who is the best female villain of all time?
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna have to go into
Jennifer
cartoons.
Tilly.
I'm gonna go into cartoons.
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Level
I'm thinking
19.
with Jennifer Tilly. No, I really don't know.
Just ask Connor.
Who do you think, Gulo?
I'm gonna do a little research.
I
really
don't
can't
know.
think of it.
I'm thinking about it. You know, it's really hard. I really want to spit out one as like a really recent one, just because of how visceral people's reaction would be, and that's Cersei Lannister
Oh, she's fucking phenomenal. Yeah.
from Game of
But-
Thrones. Like
yeah.
people hated her.
He was good in Dread too, as Mama.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's a great
She's a-
actress.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
I'm gonna go with
I
something
don't know
old
if that would be
school.
all time. I think that's a lot of like I just don't remember them. Like I'd have to think about a lot of stuff.
What does that say about female villains, though? They're not convincing, maybe?
I
No,
just don't think there's a lot of them.
let me tell you something. There was one that screwed me up as a kid. It screwed me up. It almost ruined my childhood. I thought because of this villain, I thought all women were possibly a witch. I would even stay up late at
Oh,
night.
was it?
When I'm talking about when I was like 4 and 5 years old, by the way. I would
I know
even
what movie you're
Witches?
talking about.
I would even stay up
Was it in-
late at night just to watch the window to make sure that my sister and or mom didn't jump out the window on a broom because they were witches.
Was it Angelica Houston?
I don't know the actress's name, to be honest. This is an old one.
Dude, was it that movie, The Witches?
Yeah, The Witches.
No,
That's what I'm-
no.
No?
It
Oh,
wasn't
she's
that.
good, too.
Okay.
Although that screwed me up even worse. But what started it? I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna sound crazy, but I was a little kid. You gotta understand, I was a little kid. The Evil Witch of the West, I think it was called in Wizard of Oz.
The Wicked
Wizard of
Witch of the
Oz?
West.
You know what?
Dude.
It's
Wicked
damn
Witch of
good.
the West.
Those monkeys, dude. It was terrifying.
I mean, it
They're
fucking
coming to get
it
you.
scared me too. But the tree scared me more than the apple trees throwing shit at people. That was more
That
scary.
was pretty scary too. It's pretty
That
scary
scared the
too.
shit out of me. Like, oh my god, the fucking tree. And I live in Maine, you know? I'm like, oh my god, all the trees are going to attack us.
Dude, I was so scared of witches that if you guys remember in like the late 80s, maybe early 90s, I was still a kid. And like, if you remember, everybody started talking about Madonna did witchcraft. I was scared of Madonna, dude. I was so scared of witches that
You should have been.
I was.
Everybody should be
All the
scared
other
of
boys
God.
were like, "Oh, Madonna's so hot," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm just terrified of her."
Those cone boobs are scary.
I was scared of them witches, dude.
What was
Angelica
the
Houston
original
was a good-
questions about
Now that I
female
think about
villains?
it, though. She's
Yeah,
a great
female
villain.
villains. Yeah, who?
What about them though?
Who's the best one? Who's the best female villain?
Oh,
Greatest of all time. Who is it?
Who was that one that was in Misery? She did that really good.
Well, Kathy Bates. She's
oh yeah,
amazing.
Kathy Bates.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Kathy
She's
Bates
fantastic.
is good.
I kind of sided with her a little bit sometimes, though, right?
On certain things, like Dolores Claiborne, totally understand.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of Dolores Claiborne. My bad. That's what I was thinking of. My bad.
That's
My
okay.
bad.
You can
my
side
bad.
with her on it.
I was siding with her on that. I felt like she was the good guy.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of older actresses that were fucking amazing. Like Bette Davis was a great villain. You know, I mean, they're all gone. It's like, I don't know.
Oh,
It's like-
greatest male villain. We screwed that up, guys. Greatest male villain of all time, and we didn't say the correct answer this whole time? Ponytail Man! Obviously!
Oh shit.
Obviously!
Ponytail Man. I'm sorry.
Dude, that is
Like, he had a
definitely...
ponytail.
Dude, he screwed up EverQuest Next!
He's working on Stars Reach now.
Uh-oh, he's back!
But listen, you can accomplish all your dreams. You can make whatever you want in that game. It's gonna be so good.
Now, is he just the fall guy, or was it somebody else that really ruined it?
I
Like,
don't know, I'm blaming him, though. I'll tell you that.
but why? I liked his ponytail. That's the only reason I liked him was the ponytail.
That's how he was getting people.
What about? Let's take it
Probably.
somewhere else. What about the greatest animal villain of all time?
Animal, dude.
Ooh,
Scar, man.
now this
It's
is a
gotta be
new-
Scar.
Scar.
It's gotta be Scar. It's gotta
Damn.
be. It's gotta be Scar.
I vote the rabies wolf from Old Yeller.
What about Cujo?
Cujo was pretty bad.
The
Right,
rabies
Jaws.
wolf.
Yeah, Jaws is a good contender.
Oh,
I guess.
Jaws! I didn't
Oh,
think of
shit,
that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cujo, John.
Cujo's a good one. Although I feel sorry for Cujo now that I've read the book.
Animal
I know,
villain,
it
though,
wasn't
that's
The
good.
Croc
Cujo.
from Lake
Poor
Placid.
Yeah,
Oh
there
my
you go.
God, Betty fucking,
White.
oh my White from that movie, best villain ever, right there, baby, best female villain.
You know who surprisingly made a good villain that I don't think anybody saw coming back when this movie came out? I don't even remember the name of the movie. Robin Williams in that one where he was where he worked at the freaking
The Photoshop guy.
the Photoshop.
One Hour
Yeah. Whatever that movie was called.
See, I've never seen it, but I've wanted.
He played a good villain. He pulled it off.
He was
sure he
amazing.
was.
That-
And another villain, Anthony Hopkins.
Ooh.
oh yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. He never said hello, Clarice. He didn't say it, guys. Mandela effect. He didn't say it.
Ledger with the Joker.
oh, what about Heath Ledger? I mean, he
Oh yeah, he
He
nailed
was
that
great.
role. That was
did.
the end of Joker for me because I just nobody
Yeah.
will ever do it that good. That
Does
was
he
Whatever
just
Joker
kill
they
him?
do since then is
Yeah,
awful.
he did.
yeah.
Oh,
I got 5 minutes
They-
tops left.
All right, yeah, we should
Okay.
probably go.
Yeah, I think that's about the same.
Joaquin Phoenix was great too, though. I mean, let's give him props.
Oh yeah,
'cause he's
from
good.
Gladiator.
And Godzilla
so
from
much-
Godzilla -1. That's my animal.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Godzilla.
That's a good one.
Godzilla from Godzilla -1.
Does that count as an animal? I guess it would. Yeah.
No,
No.
it's a magic.
He's a
It's a mythical
kaiju.
creature.
But if
What
he
about
would,
King Kong?
but if he was real, we would call him an
Well,
alien. I
that's-
mean, we call
well,
him
that's true.
an alien animal, right?
Would you count King Kong as an animal?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
she would.
Kong
She just
is-
doesn't want to say it because he would admit that Godzilla's an animal.
Yeah, but he's really not, right? Like, I mean, Godzilla's an actual. I mean, King Kong's an actual animal. The other one's just a mythical animal.
What? King Kong's
No,
mythical
King Kong's
too.
not real.
No, he's not. He's a fucking gorilla.
I've seen him at Universal Studios.
He's a giant monkey.
Yeah, but he's
though.
still a gorilla.
So Godzilla's still a
saying.
lizard.
Fuck that silverback. Yeah, but he's a mythical one.
So is King Kong.
Fine. I like King Kong. Okay, I'm sorry. That poor
No, I am
bastard.
in the Godzilla camp. I'm sorry.
I'm King
Yeah.
Kong all the way.
Totally Godzilla. Godzilla would
Fuck
totally
that
kick
guy.
King Kong's ass.
Just Let Me
Okay.
Play says best villain of all time, the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
He turned out to be a bad guy in real life too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
You know
That's
what?
a great
You know what?
answer.
we're gonna say this again.
1 hour
Talk
photo.
about Django Unchained,
Jeffrey Jones was his name.
but friggin' Leonardo DiCaprio played a really fucking good villain. You know, I mean, I gotta give him credit there.
All right, let's do something a little darker before we go. Best serial killer. Favorite serial killer. Let's just say favorite, not best.
I love them all.
Favorite.
I love all of them.
In a movie or
No, in real life.
life?
A real
Oh,
serial
God.
killer.
A favorite
Oh,
one. I
what?
don't have a favorite one.
I watch all of the true crime shit, so
Psychos.
I love them all equal.
Which one are you more
Most suspected?
fascinated with? Let's put it that way.
That's a good one.
That's what I'm really thinking. Like,
yeah,
I'm,
that's probably-
there's
I don't
one
really
I'm
love
really
them.
fascinated with, and I always have been. That
I
tops
think
them
mine's
all.
going to be controversial.
Okay, mine is too. I mean, we're talking about serial killers. It's definitely, it's definitely
I
controversial.
don't know. I find them all fucking fascinating, to be honest.
I do too, but there's one in
Um,
particular for me, for sure.
I wonder
You know
it
who
is.
I think it's probably gonna be Gacy.
Oh,
Just because
that's
how he hid so well. Out in
dude, and a
public. I mean,
clown.
he was part of the Democratic National Committee.
Yeah,
He
dude.
shook the president, the first white lady's hand.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, how the fuck did he get away with
He's
this
my
shit
number
for
two,
so
by the
long?
way. That's my number two. And there's tons of interviews with him too, so there's a lot of
Oh,
data.
absolutely. And
Dorkachu does not like it when you use numbers to rate things, so.
No, we can rate, we can rate these citizens
Sorry,
and
he's
bitches,
my
okay?
green. He's my green.
Come on now. You can't
Or no.
have double standard.
He would be my yellow, because red
Or
would
your
be my
light blue.
top.
Or your orange, because there's orange in this game.
Red would be the top, though. Oh, orange would
Yeah.
work too. Yeah, yeah.
don't
Anybody
know.
else?
What do you guys define as serial killers?
Just somebody's killed
They-
more than 3 people.
Yeah, that's.
Does it
that's
have
what
to be
you're referring
hands on?
No, if they killed 3 people or more. I think that.
So Charles
Alright.
Manson.
No, mine's Obama.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit!
We could just almost pick any president.
Dude,
and say
he
they are.
did 542 drone strikes. He killed 3,797 people, including 324 civilians.
Oh my god, this
How
shit
do you
just
rate
went.
that?
I mean,
Gulo, shut up! It went political. Shush.
I mean,
Yeah, but you're gonna say that's
I'm
what that's
not
you
political at all. I'm
think
just
that's
saying,
worse
like,
than
facts. Those
like
are
Adolf
numbers.
Hitler?
That's real life right there.
no, he just said he's
That's
most fascinated with them because
Oh,
he
I-
was.
I
got
but-
you.
but it makes
Most
He
sense.
did,
fascinated.
he did it, and everybody loves him.
Yeah, he was
think
charming.
about that.
He has a
Think
great
about
sense
that.
of humor.
He's
I mean,
making
well-
more money now than ever,
Yeah.
and
Doing
he's
speeches
killed
and
all
stuff.
those
That's point.
people, including innocent people, and
Sure.
we're all like, "Oh yeah, he's a great guy. Gives
Well-
great
well, let-
speeches."
One more thing about him, though, and this is why I didn't end up voting for him, is because I did my own research on him. He announced his candidacy at an American terrorist, a domestic terrorist home. That was his buddy. So, yeah,
Listen, to be
Those are the
fair,
feather.
I've had some shady friends too.
a murderer?
Yeah, dude,
No.
like Junebug.
Oh yeah, we were friends with an actual hitman for a little while when we were young.
Holy shit! Really?
He
His name was Junebug.
even liked killing people on Christmas. He would give you 50% off.
Yeah, he would give you a
And
deal.
he's
on
not
that.
By the
your
way,
favorite serial killer?
We never used him. But we did think he died one time. Well, we don't have to get into that. We don't have to get into
Okay,
that.
okay.
Is he
Let's
still alive?
rephrase
Is
the
he okay?
question
I don't know.
to be the kind of serial killer that is doing it their own self. Like not a political,
Yeah,
not a warlord, you know.
Okay,
yeah. Let's
yeah.
let's
pick like
yeah.
traditional classic.
So that
serial
that
killer.
almost knocks out Charles Manson though.
It does.
He can't be picked. Also,
I think it knocks out Charles
It's off
Manson.
the
You can't
table.
pick Charles Manson.
by a technicality.
There's not much difference in Charles Manson and American presidents. So, I mean,
Well, the
you
thing
know.
is, though, I mean, probably everybody in politics is a psychopath, and that's
yeah,
legit.
I think you almost
Oh,
have to
that's
be.
for
No.
sure.
I think
That's
you almost
for
I
have
think
to.
you have to be.
It's part of the
It's true.
requirements, you know.
It's
But
like the
for the
thing about
sake-
the sturgeons we were talking
But
about
for the
earlier.
sake of this particular question,
Yeah, on stream, Mr. fucking controversial Gulo.
I mean,
Gulo.
it's a good point though. It makes you think, you know,
Yeah,
regardless
no,
of
I
how
agree
you
with
feel.
that.
Because I think Obama was one of the most likable presidents we've had in a really long time. You know what I mean? Like
So was Ted Bundy. Look how
great
handsome that
speeches,
motherfucker was.
funny
saying.
between the two ferns when he did that.
Yeah, and that
Classic.
makes him fascinating to me.
Yeah, it makes him fascinating. I can agree with that.
no, I hear you.
I'm
you.
now.
Well, Stalin.
I'm gonna say mine, but I want everybody to know that I've always been. This isn't because of recent freaking shows, which, by the way, I think the most recent one was not a good representation. There's much better documentaries than that show they did. Jeffrey Dahmer, man, he was trying to make like human
like a zombie.
golems. You know what I mean? He was trying to make like golems out of people. That's crazy.
And his reasoning, it almost would make you feel bad for him.
I know, because he's like, I just loved them. I want to keep them forever. You know? Jeez, dude.
Is that corpse dragging for anybody else, or am I just...
Yeah.
Yep. It's sliding down the hill.
Oh, it was the new physics engine.
That's what it was.
It was the new physics engine.
Gravity.
It's using the Oblivion engine for physics, which is getting a remake, releasing next week. I'm very excited.
Michael Jackson, baby.
Yeah, see, he's my other one. Would
Who?
have been Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
His story's so crazy. Like, they could have caught him so many times, you know? Like, the kid out on the street, like, with his brain, with a hole in his brain. And they were like, oh, it's your boyfriend? Oh, yeah, dude. Like, you're fine.
And it makes me so sick. I mean, he was 13, 14 years old.
I know, dude.
And that woman tried to save him.
Did you ever see the interview with his neighbor?
Yes, I have.
She's like, he came over and gave me a ham sandwich.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And they all said he was so nice.
You
but
know...
He was such a racist prick, though.
That wasn't no
I
ham.
mean, look at what he did.
That wasn't no ham. That was Sam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Hey, green eggs and ham, Sam. I gotta go. Stop
All right,
pulling.
yeah. We better go. We better go.
Well,
Love you,
I just
Ben.
gotta say real quick, I picked Blackbeard.
Oh, you know, that's not a bad one.
That's a
not
really
bad
good one, I gotta say. That's a good one. Well, thanks everybody for coming out. We're gonna end it right there at the greatest conversation ever had. And Sammy. Yeah. So thank you all so much. Hope you had a good time. And I'll be back streaming for sure on Sunday. If Oblivion drops, I will do whatever I gotta do.
One more.
Oh, I gotta say to Just Let Me Play, it did abso-fucking-lutely. Way to go, original Leatherface.
Ooh, yeah, good one.
He had a fucked up story too. They all do. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Okay, we got one more, Mom.
And Ed Kemper, I think, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed Kemper, the co-ed killer. Oh my God. I know way too much shit about these freaking.
The reason that I think he's so fascinating is for the fact that he was like all hanging out with the cops, trying to help them with the case.
Yeah, dude.
All buddy with them.
Absolutely.
They didn't suspect it was him at all.
No, because he was
Like,
such a
crazy.
gentle giant of a guy,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
crazy. You just never know.
So crazy.
Yeah,
And
when my dad was growing up, apparently there was like a neighbor, like not really a neighbor, but like they lived like in a very rural area, and they would probably run for miles to go play. Somebody out on a little farmland out from their house, they'd be playing, and a ball would go in his yard or whatever, and they would go get it. And if he caught him, he would tell them every time. He'd be like, "If I catch you back in my yard, I'll kill you, and I'll bury you under these fence posts. There's a body under every fence post," right? He told them that, right? And they just kind of thought he was trying to scare them. Well, later the guy did die, and somebody else bought the property, whatever. There was bones, human bones, under every fence post. The dude was not lying,
oh my
dude.
God.
The dude was not lying. He was telling the truth.
that's freaking
So
crazy.
that guy's up
Also-
there. I don't know his name, but that guy's up there for me. He's up
I
there.
think how many have never got caught.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody. 0 deaths tonight. Way to go.
Whoa.
Oh, true.
Is that even a
job.
Nathan stream?
That was an accident.
You didn't wipe?
That was Vendini.
Promised wipes in the intro.
That was Vendini.
That was
for
Vendini
sure.
right there. Because I wasn't paying attention, I'll tell you that.
You noticed when you're fighting with the other group.
I wasn't paying attention. Whatever happened tonight in the game, I don't even know, guys. I got a ding. Well, thanks
Definitely
everybody.
got dinged.
Say goodbye. We're out of here. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hog lips.
The stream is over. Don't bend over. We'll be back again real soon. So hit the like and sub, and don't you give up. because Nathan will be back real soon. Don't you run away and never come back, because Nathan will return someday. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next, but there's one thing for sure. Nathan will return real soon. Yeah. Yeah, Nathan will return real soon. So don't you shed a